Significant moment, not only for the highly anticipated upcoming release of Modern Warfare 2, but a very significant moment for the future of the entire Call of Duty franchise. You see, over the last several years, we've experienced explosive and dynamic growth, and we've learned a ton along the way. And those learnings have fueled our ambition to deliver a wholly new, elevated player experience, one focused, of course, on delivering more fun and innovation, but also state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty community than ever before. So just know that what we shared today across Modern Warfare 2,
testing, there we go, it's working. All right,
experience
my mic was not working.
Fall, and our designs to bring Warzone to mobile for players on the go are all certainly big news.
Testing,
but it's just the first chapter of a very bold, long-term vision that we carry to take Call of Duty to even higher heights in the years to come.
Relate.
Ultimately, though, we know that you, our players and fans around the world,
Fuck is it lagging for?
Will be the judge of all that. And it's why we are thrilled to be doing this on the eve of our Modern Warfare 2 beta, and to be here live in person with more.
It's not live. Relate.
They will finally get their hands on the true star of the show, the gameplay itself. So let's get right into it. It is my esteemed pleasure to introduce.
God damn it, was it lagging? No, it's not a good time.
Alongside me, Patrick Kelly, co-studio head of Infinity Ward and the executive creative director of Call of Duty. Pat, welcome.
Thank you, Johanna. It's so exciting to be here with all of you. It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know, on the franchise, I always get asked by people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on? We worked on improving and innovating on every area of the game. It always comes back to gameplay. Gameplay is king. But I could go on and on. Things like third person, things like where we've innovated in the space of Battle Royale. We've got an all-new mode in DMZ that has large player counts along with massive player counts of AI. And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else across all of the games. And it just goes on and on. But you know what? It all comes back to one thing. It comes back to fun. Everything we do is in the service of fun. Whether you're a hardcore player or a casual player, whether you are somebody who likes to play with your friends or you like to play alone, wherever you played, be it on console or PC.
What is happening?
You're mobile. However you play, whether you're a camper or a slayer, we've tried to think about fun for you. And hopefully today you're going to see that and play that, and fun is what you come away with.
Absolutely. You know, fun is definitely what we're going to be heavily focused on. And I'm particularly excited about some of the social features that are coming as part of this launch. Things like proximity chat and new gulag twists. There's definitely going to be instances where players will interact not only with their own squads, but may even have to work together with other players in unexpected and pretty fresh ways. We've already seen some hilarious interactions, in fact, during play sessions, and I can't wait to see how these new ways to connect evolve over time. Now, Pat, what can you tell us about weapons?
Oh, wow. So we've completely innovated in the area of connecting you, the player, to your instance in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with the camera. The camera represents your eyes, right? So connecting the camera to your body, we've done that with some inverse kinematics and some physics and other things like that. We've connected then the body to the hands on the gun, again, with some sophisticated inverse kinematics. We've connected the gun with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever that gun is pointed, however it's pointed, the bullets are coming out of it exactly from the barrel. There's no disconnect there. And that's before I even get into what we've done with the new gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But look, you're going to play it, and I hope you'll love it like we do.
All right, well, we've taken up enough time, but before they kick us off the stage, can we tell them about raids?
Yes, thank you. So with the beginning of Modern Warfare 2, And then shortly after that, Warzone 2.0. And then very shortly after that, for the first time ever, we're going to release a raid in Call of Duty. It's a very different kind of gameplay. It's very intense. We think it's very fun. And we're super excited about it. And by the way, there's one other thing I want to talk about for all of you hardcore players out there. I heard so many of you talk about what play challenges can you give us beyond just winning, which, anyway, I won't go off on that. But we've got a whole series of quests and gameplay challenges that occur when you actually win in Warzone or you hit different milestones that you'll have an opportunity to do. And believe me when I say everyone in the match will know when you're on them and if you prevail at them. So look forward to that.
Big things ahead. And now, before we kick it over to Miles and T of the day, we are extremely excited to give you the world premiere of the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer trailer. Thanks again and enjoy the show.
Oh, dude, this is sick. I cannot wait. Oh, what the fuck? My fucking browser just stupid fucking.
To extraction. Enemies above. Drill charge. Eyes on the hostage.
You're gonna be okay.
Hostage secure.
On cover.
Is this gameplay? Looks like some mantling right there that we just seen. A little bit of mantling.
Do not let them cross the border.
Take him out. Get ready, team. We have never seen a war zone like this.
Oh shit, is this a new Warzone map? Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of people drop in right there.
Drop stick out.
A drop stick? So there's like an EMP of some sort? Oh shit, no they did not. Is that C4 on a drone? That's like some multiplayer type shit. Boat mines, okay. Guns, attachments.
I'm on my way.
Oh shit. Dude, look at all the pros down there. Treyarch, Activision, Infinity Ward, Raven. Dude, all of these motherfuckers are working on this game. Dude, that's fire. That's fucking
We got
fire.
intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army. But we have each other.
The world is a vampire.
Coming back! Locate the prisoners and move them to extraction. Enemies above! Drill charge! Eyes on the
This
hostage.
is like fucking sick.
You're gonna be okay.
Hostage secure.
On cover! Keep going!
Gotcha.
Airstrike.
Do not let them cross the border.
Take him out! Get ready, team. We have never seen a war zone
Sorry for no intro today, guys. And it's been a while since we streamed, but I had to get on and watch this.
I'm on my way.
The world is a vampire.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
And there we go, Call of Duty fans. The trailer so nice. We ran it twice. It is all there. Everything that makes this franchise so special. We are incredibly excited to be here today. And after that, quite frankly, how can you not be? My name is Miles Ross.
That's pretty
and
sick.
I am so excited to truly be here with a few of the members of the Infinity Ward team who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our friends behind us who are going to be playing and streaming shortly. But before that, we also have Stephanie Snowden, Director of Communications for Infinity Ward, as well as Joe Sicker over the on-air, Jeff Smith, Multiplayer Design Directors here at Infinity Ward. Guys, first off, how are things evolving from Modern Warfare 2019? I mean, let's start high level, because there's a lot to get through today, guys. You saw that trailer. Let's go with the philosophy, Steph. Let's stay high level. What went into the creation of the game?
You said it precisely. There is so much. This game has just so much content. It's got something for everyone, and it's really been the result of 3 years of hard work at IW and our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home, the community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 has really been a core piece of what Modern Warfare 2 is. And it's a dialogue that we hope to, continue, especially here today. Well, we've got so much in store with this MP experience. And people like Jeff and Joe here, who I am honored to work with, and their experience on this franchise, we're in good hands.
Indeed. Okay, so Jeff, well, I don't know where to start anymore. Let's set up what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is all about. And let's stay high level for now, because there's a lot of details, friends, juicy details.
Sure. I mean, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky. What do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess up this kind of nicely balanced ecosystem that we had? And so we came up with a few methods, one of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors and not play styles. I think a lot of people will say play styles, but that can kind of change during a match. But behaviors are more ingrained in how players play. And we just put them into 3 big groups. We call them rushers, which are just aggressive players. They just want to find the action and go. And then we have sentinels, and these are defensive players. They want to just kind of hold down a building, maybe keep a overwatch. And then we have stalkers, which are reactive, and they kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are. And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So they're making enough.
Sorry, I'm not doing much talking. God, did that just peak again on its own? I think it did
game.
peak for a second,
Sounds
but
like
it's
a
good
lot of fun.
now.
Stephanie,
I think it only
what are some of
peaked
the new
when I
features
started
coming in
talking.
multiplayer, some of the new stuff that
Sorry if
you're
I'm
most
not
excited
talking
for?
as much as well.
Oh,
Actually,
boy,
it
there
keeps
are a ton of new
peaking
features to dive
consistently. I'm
into with
gonna
this game,
bring it
but
down by 1.
we really pushed forward even the most fundamental
Alright, there we go.
aspects of
Negative
what
9
makes a
decibels.
Call of Duty game with
It should be
Modern
good now.
Warfare 2, and it's been really amazing for me to come on board this past year.
Dude,
and see
big Call of
these
Duty fan, if you guys haven't already noticed,
coming
haven't
to
found
life, to
out,
hear
this
Jeff
is
jump
literally all
into,
I'm about. I
breaking
cannot
down
wait to
the
play this game, stream
1v1.
this game.
And personally for me, Water.
Towards the end of this year, around Black Friday, when I do get my PC parts, and this is basically what I've been saying all year long, and finally we're here.
Combat, some of the things
Let me mute this real quick. Basically, like all year long, I've been saying how I'm going to be getting my PC parts right around Black Friday, and I am. That's literally this year. I've been saying it all year long since January, and we're here. We're finally approaching that time of year. And so when I do get these parts, you're like I said, I'm going to do a lot of GTA RP content. That's going to be like my heavy grinding stream time. But my my overall number 2 game will be this game. You will, like, I would say it would probably rival it. I'm talking like I'm gonna say that like 60 to 70% is gonna be GTA RP, but like that other fucking 30 to 40% is gonna definitely be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remastered here on. So that's just all I wanted to say during this.
Get deeper, it gets murkier. Like the farther you are from something, you can't see it, and so. It's been super fun for us to dig into water and really flex on what water could be in Call of Duty. And you saw the
water
boats
movement,
and the mine that floats. And every piece
some
of
Battlefield vibes.
Yeah, has been
love it.
filtered. Like, how does it work through water? Like, we had to look at everything in the game and say, how does it work in water? What's the best version?
Our vehicles will just slowly submerge.
Yeah,
they really would instead of blinking out.
Yeah, everything.
A lot of details.
The behaviors are awesome.
Oh my God! Well, I can't quite wait to literally dip my toes into those waters. But guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. Like, I mean, what else is going to be coming to the movement system, Joe? What do we got?
This is Warzone, I'm assuming.
Last game we did mount
heavily,
and we had slide, and even though we're a military.
God damn it! Why is it? My browser's fucking up. My internet's just dog shit recently. Come on.
Actually, a high mantle. But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself over into combat, you can now peek. If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also added a dive. You know, last game we had the slide that kept your gun up, but we really wanted players to have an option where if they're getting shot at, they don't know where they're getting shot at, they can get down, get out of fire. But the other really cool thing is the dive's just high enough to let you get through a window. And so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story, often you'll see players, you know, like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows. And it's just another option for players in combat.
Yeah, and all of these dynamic movements mean you can interact with vehicles specifically in a very cool way. I'm going to save some of that gas for when we get to Warzone 2.0, but it's really exciting.
All right, vehicle details to come. But now, guys, let's talk about equipment. Obviously, Call of Duty, crazy sandbox.
Equipment, here we go.
Toys to play with.
Here we go.
What are some of the new dynamite new items that we're going to be throwing at each other and equipping and using and all sorts in the next game?
I mean, you saw some cool stuff in the trailer. You saw the drill charge. You saw the shock stick. One of the other ones you saw is the inflatable decoy. And this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there. And if a player gets close to it, it auto deploys and basically inflates like a car airbag going.
That's fucking sick.
And it faces
that's some shit I'm going to be baiting with. That's going to make some pretty cool videos.
Technique. You can also fire it off with a clacker. If you want to control when it goes off, you can throw it in water. And here you just saw the DDoS. We added all this equipment into this game, and the DDoS is our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this building. I want to go clean house, but I don't want to deal with all the shit inside. So I'm going to hit the DDoS. Boom! It's going to shut down everything. So nice. I can move in, and clear that room.
Cameras. That's like some fucking Black Ops.
It's got a new look.
The original
Black
Ops
Ops
fucking
as a balancing mechanic, so you can't use it indefinitely in Warzone.
I rember cameras.
And there's so
this
much
is the TAC cam too, which you guys
but
saw, which to me is
TAC cam. There we go. That's what it is.
A personal favorite.
You can put out a lot of them, and even you can patch into your teammates. So you can
patch in.
Yeah,
that's
like
nice.
A sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team.
Yeah.
So it's. I expect to see a lot of fun.
There's so many
with that today.
So many toys and new tools that we just want players to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, you know, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh my God! Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me. I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we level our weapons and manage them? I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, so the new Gunsmith allows players to build out their weapons more smoothly than ever before. We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. And the new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression. And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019, so it's exciting.
This does sound amazing. So we've been hearing a little bit about weapon platforms and shared attachments. This is very, very cool stuff. Can you dive into those details, though, Joe? I mean, what can we expect?
Yeah, I can add a little bit of what Stephanie said. We had this vision last game with Gunsmith, and we were like, okay, what if you could take an assault rifle and you could make it an SMG? And that was our driving kind of like motivator for that system. And we kind of hit that. You could take it functionally through attachments, but the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith, you can set up an AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip, then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns, and it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
I think maybe the simplest way to think about it is a gun tree, and each time you hit a branch, that's a receiver, and they grow out of that.
Okay, on the side, I do see what they're talking about.
We wanted to ground that in
like,
reality. Functionally, a receiver, is based in that changing the weapon type, and I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able to jump into that platform and customize however you want for, situational combat. And you're actually going to see the FJX Cinder weapon vault.
It's been like a month. I had to mute it real quick. It's been like a month, but this person, thank you for the follow. It's been like a month. They followed me like a month ago. Appreciate the follow. I just wanted to mention that because appreciate that.
Heard you talk about the Frankenprint. This is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, project for our teams to design these, but it is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better, you can unlock the entire Cinder weapon vault with the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2. Playable in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that thing all weekend long. Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible. Okay, I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into this one soon. Our streamers are going to get into this one soon as well. But first, guys, we need to hear about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with, equipment, weapons, maps and modes, though. Let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team, the philosophy.
This is basically what the pros are going to be playing as well.
Jeff, this is for you.
Maps and modes.
Yeah, right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map. Not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
Oh. I read about that on the internet.
Yes.
But, when you lay out these big maps, it's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And within each of these, we've really fine-tuned that they can play large-scale core modes like Ground War and a bunch of others really well. And so, stepping back from this large map and looking at how much open world sandboxy gameplay that we have, we looked back at our 6v6 maps and really tried to refine and make them a tighter experience to contrast all this big world kind of exploratory gameplay. So the maps for 6v6, in comparison to the last game, they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
That sounds...
A lot of diversity in those maps as well. A lot of visual variety, some colorful maps in there, and I think they feel really clean.
Guys, you're moving me in ways I didn't imagine to be moved today. Excellent stuff.
Cry?
I might. Hey,
he's a Call of Duty caster. This guy right here.
On air. We've got some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2.
Call of Duty CDL
starting
caster.
with one, we've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned battle maps. Team, can you give me some details on Sarif Bay?
So Sarif Bay is this little fishing town in the south coast of our big map, and we picked this because it has such a great mix of gameplay. It's right on a harbor, so we get to show off all our boats and our new amphibious APC, and swimming, as we've already said. But what you get inside the town is this really intense urban combat with all these tight little alleyways and all this great rooftop combat. And mixed with our ledge hang, you get these really cool parkour combat action happening.
Yeah, I love how you describe the rooftops there on this map specifically as like a separate ecosystem. You can kind of migrate that entire vertical.
You can go up there and just hang out and fight other snipers.
All right, well, that looks fantastic. Jeff, okay, so that's one of our larger maps. What about some of the 6v6 maps? I think we have some footage of one of the new maps that we're going to be seeing today, named Mercado Las Almas. Do you mind giving us some details on this one?
Sure. Mercado is a little street market in a historic section in Mexico. Our story behind this is, the authorities have some intel that narcotics are being smuggled out of a warehouse, and they're going in trying to find and seize them. This map plays really fast and a lot of action right down that center lane. The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta. It plays fast.
Cannot wait, really cannot wait. Looks fantastic, and again, interesting to see how that ties into campaigns and whatnot. All sorts of fun and games ahead of us. Looks amazing. Battle maps, core maps, 6v6, all this looks fantastic. But let's go back to modes. So we've seen some maps. What about the modes being played on battle maps? We will have the return of Ground War, but we've got a new large-scale mode that you've alluded to, right? Let's talk Invasion.
So Invasion is it's a big war map. It's Big War TDM, or we affectionately call it the shipment of Ground War. It's 20v20 players, but there's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping. They're coming in on medium birds.
Oh shit!
And it's this high action mode. It's super fun, but it's also
so
really chill. The announcer's
AIs.
not barking at you. He's not saying like, "Hey, get to B." They're taking C. You can kind of play it how you want to play it. You sit up on a rooftop and snipe. You can grab a shotgun and go room clearing. If you push too far into the enemy's base,
who's complaining about AI, or who's complaining about really, fucking the announcers shouting at you? I kind of like that.
We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we
don't
want AI
they're
showing
taking
up
this
and
objective.
We don't
might want to get over there.
And I'm like,
okay.
This mode, however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun mode. Can't wait for people to try it.
Kind of a funny aside, we took the name Ground War from a playlist in MW2, and that was just large-scale TDM and DOM. And we kind of did the DOM in the last game, and now we're able to add kind of the sandbox TDM, and so we're kind of completing the cycle of that that old playlist.
Yeah.
Well, this large-scale stuff looks amazing. This looks so awesome. And okay, so what about the new 6v6 modes? Let's keep dialing it in closer and closer. Steph, what have we got?
Yeah, so we also have 2 new 6v6 modes that you're going to be seeing here played today, and they will be in beta in Prisoner Rescue and Knockout.
Prisoner Rescue. Okay, let's go into Prisoner Rescue first, Joe.
So Prisoner Rescue is an attack and defend mode. It's a round-based mode. The defenders have 2 prisoners. They're kind of spread out, and they need to...
Don't do it. You son of a bitch.
You pick them up, you enter what's called a wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders and you can't use your primary weapons. Instead, you have to use a pistol if you brought it, or you're just stuck with fists. But the way that we give the attackers an advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders are. And the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
Yeah, that hero run to exfil is
definitely big S&D energy in this mode, which resonates with me in my time in esports. So this is my personal favorite of the new ones, and also sort of the strategic revives that happen. There is a revive mechanic, and so you are able to pick up your teammates.
Oh, shit.
And I've seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
An S&D type.
It was a lot of fun. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday. It was amazing. Incredibly fun, and I know the community is going to love diving into it over the next week. Okay, I can hardly believe that there's actually a lot more content to get through, but there's one more thing I have to bring up. I have the honor of officially announcing that third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare 2. What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser of it.
Because that's wild, if it's third person. Fuck me.
Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer, too. It's been a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third person, and all while we're working on all this other stuff, we've been kind of lifting up and doing third person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right? We can just turn on third person. In the beta, we'll be playing it in Hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR. And we have, camera work. The camera collision's been reworked. It handles tight spaces. There's a water camera. There's an interior camera. You can feel the weapon shake when you're firing with it. And it's just, we've put a lot of work into it, and we're excited for people to give it a try.
Incredible.
I turn off controller vibrations, so I won't be feeling shit.
Sexy skins and everything. This is a lot of information, Steph.
This looks fun, though.
I tried to warn you. They're delivering a lot of new features for you guys to try out ahead of release. And I said we were going to be bold with this beta, and we are, but there's even more to come at launch.
So a little bit more further away now, so I don't think it's
How is this just a taste? How can there be even more? I mean,
we haven't even got to Warzone
yet. Okay, so what about this year's third mode?
So I'm happy to say that Special Ops will return as our third mode, and will be focused on 2-player missions, asymmetrical in game design. So think 1 player on air support, 1 player on the ground. And I think the OG fans will be really excited because we've looked at, some of the iconic Modern Warfare missions like Overwatch, and really tried to implement some of those themes into the design. So we'll be talking more about special ops in the months to come.
Steph, you're saying I should be looking now for a special ops partner.
Sitting right next to you.
Yes, you are indeed. Well, I'm all set then, Stephanie. I do believe we have one more surprise for PlayStation players out there. What's that?
Indeed, we
what
do.
The hell?
Let's roll the clip.
Even though Microsoft bought out Call of Duty, PlayStation is still getting bonuses. Motherfuckers. Warzone 2. Oh.
Empty-handed. I was born.
Oh, it's an outfit. Okay, never mind. That's kind of cool, I guess.
Blade or bullet, fist.
It's unique to your console wars at its finest right here. You wear this in game modes.
Or arrow. These are merely tools.
And it's made by Sony, like PlayStation is owned by Sony.
One to fear.
Microsoft owns Xbox, Sony owns PlayStation, so and they're based out of that side of the world. That's kind of appropriate. I fuck with
Miles ISO.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it's cool.
PlayStation players will receive an exclusive operator
only
as a warrior and gun.
We should get like a Spartan character,
samurai
some
clan,
shit.
and torn between country and
cool.
family, just like me. This is such an awesome looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day one for all who pre-ordered through the PlayStation Store. Plus, he comes with a high-level weapon blueprint, playable in multiplayer and Warzone 2.0.
There's the pay to win.
Badass.
Oni is
day one
awesome.
blueprint.
I myself am a
Okay,
PlayStation
dude.
player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day one
that's
for
definitely
this
pay to
game.
win.
And it's been
Pre-order.
really awesome
Well,
to
actually,
see
really not play to win,
our
but
narrative team building out
'cause you
his
get it,
lore,
basically.
really bringing this operator to life with the creation of his backstory, his motives, and I think the art team absolutely crushed it with this skin. He is so cool looking.
All right, Stephanie, we keep talking about all the things that we have to look forward to, but
There's
we're
only
missing
one
quite a
year
big
that I
one.
played
We're missing the
PlayStation.
start
It was like PlayStation
of
4, and
the
it was
beta. So for anyone who wants to
World
get
War
an
II.
early first-hand look at Modern Warfare 2,
And that's
and trust
because
me, you
Proceed
definitely
was
want
popular.
to, it is immediately available around the corner. For PlayStation players who pre-order any version, early access to the open beta starts tomorrow.
Week 1,
so
week
make sure
2.
you are preloading right now. Now, also
Xbox
check
and
out
PC,
your
open
screens,
up
since
PlayStation
here's
beta,
exactly when you can play the
September
beta on your platform of choice. But
2nd
don't
to
forget, friends,
23rd.
it's also definitely worth noting that if you pre-order the Vault edition of Modern Warfare 2, you get to use the red Team 141 Operator Pack and the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault in the beta, in addition to being able to earn in-game rewards for playing all sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2, you also get up to a week early of campaign access. So wait, campaign a week early. All right, folks.
605,000.
I hope you enjoyed that first look at Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Don't forget,
Current
you're going to
people
get to see it live and in action in a few short
watching
minutes. Our
the new
crazy
Modern
set of
Warfare
streamers
trailer
here,
on,
200 plus here, and
or
ready
not
to
trailer,
rock and roll.
but
first,
the category on Twitch.
we'll be right back to show off the
605,000.
world premiere of Warzone 2.0. Don't go anywhere.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by Mountain Dew, official drink of Modern Warfare 2. Little Caesars, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 2.
Okay. We're gonna mute. We're gonna mute up. We're gonna mute up. They got a lot. Yeah. There's a lot. Oh, but if you guys look down here, at the bottom, there's where's it at? Or is it right here? Check it out. Follow. 4 away. 4 away. All right, there we go. I was just fucking resetting.
OG maps coming back.
A map that everyone can play.
Honestly, give me a broken shotgun.
What's your favorite game mode and Mountain Dew
Hitch.
flavor combo?
Search and destroy Code Red.
Capture the flag, Code Red.
I love
I'm
Code
going
Red.
hard with the boys on a long night at S&D, and I'm trying to get some nasty in-game comms. I'm drinking Baja Blast all night.
Baja Blast is nice too. But I'm a big fan of Code Red.
Easy Terminal.
Ooh, Terminal.
Most people have
Ooh,
Terminal nostalgia.
Fuck, I like High Rise, man.
I just replayed that
Maybe
recently,
Terminal,
and
I
I
don't know.
realized that spawn trapping is horrendous. Easy. Strike.
High Rise.
High Rise.
Terminal.
What's your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
I've grown up on Code Red, so it's still Code Red for me.
Honestly, I like the basic
Yeah,
one,
I'm
just
a Code
Mountain
Red
Dew
guy.
itself.
Dang, I was gonna pick Code Red too.
Can I get a second one?
All right.
Baja Blast.
That's fire.
Starting October 17th, unlock dual double XP, COD
That's my man's
points,
hits
and
right
also
there.
an
He's great.
exclusive
Dope
Mountain
dude.
Dew skin in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when you buy specifically marked Mountain Dew.
You thinking you getting me? Is you kidding me? Ripping everything that I'm seeing and never show you.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. The Mountain Dew green carpet. God damn, it was beautiful. A lot of fun people out there, everyone having a good time, and some incredibly well-dressed people out there, and some definitely not. Sweaty t-shirts abound. But here we go. Welcome back to Call of Duty Next, friends. We promised it was coming up, and now the wait is over. It is time to talk about Warzone 2.0. We got a
Warzone
glimpse
2.0,
of
here
some
we go.
Warzone 2.0 in the
I was a big fan of the
multiplayer
original
trailer
Warzone
earlier
map,
today,
not
and it
this
does look
new
awesome.
map
However,
that
we need
everybody's
some
playing
true
on.
experts to help out. Back at the desk
We'll
here,
see.
we have got Stephanie Snowden, Joe Seacott is joining us, but of course, welcome Jack O'Hara, game director at Infinity Ward. Joe, how are we feeling? We ready to party here?
Oh,
I mean, this
shit,
is
we got
a
Joe on
lot.
board.
We need to know everything. Warzone 2.0. Stephanie, the world cannot wait.
It feels crazy for me to be up here revealing Warzone 2.0. I ended up at IW as a fan of the game, and so this moment is absolutely bananas for me. But Warzone 2.0 is everything that we loved about the original Warzone, right? Where
I actually might
it's
grind
based on the
2.0
same
Warzone
experience
as
that we
well.
all
I know I
had,
said-
that fun, all of the...
I know I said I was gonna grind out some original Modern Warfare 2 of like between like GTRP and Modern Warfare, the new one, but I think like along with Modern Warfare, like you can consider Warzone, the Warzone 2 gonna be in there. Depending, we'll see with the map and everything. But most likely, if everything goes well, then and it's not like the new version of the Warzone map that everybody's currently playing instead of the new one, then yeah. Most likely we'll be playing that along with the regular Call of Duty, so it's like same thing, same time frames.
Two have been developed side by side since the beginning, right? Since we started down this road, and they're part of the same universe. Like Stephanie said, they share the same mechanics, the same weaponry, and even more than that. But the centerpiece of all this, of course, is the new map that we've been working on since 2020 with teams across the globe. It brings together our philosophies on map design. It brings together new technologies in order to do it, and lots of artwork to make it happen.
Ah, shit. There we go. This happened again. Stupid fucking browser.
Al Mazrah with their squad. There's a wide variety of points of interest for players to explore in this map, and we're really looking forward to seeing everybody in.
I don't know why
Here
it's
we go,
doing
a
that.
brand new map to explore and traverse. I cannot wait. Stephanie, let's take a look.
That's right, Miles. Welcome
It's
to
Roger
Al
on the left-hand side
Mazrah.
right there.
This is our new map for Warzone 2.0.
Okay.
It is
Warzone 2.0.
a really interesting
Seen
mix of
some
geography.
rivers.
It is expansive desert settings with a mix of industrial
Desert
areas,
setting.
towns, a city, and of course, water. It looks way better on this screen than it did on Twitter. But you're going to find
where
a
am I
lot of really
dropping in?
cool elevation, rocky peaks,
I think I'm going to
caves,
Oasis, top,
subterranean
very top.
spaces. This map is beautiful,
That's my
and
drop
it's
zone.
actually the biggest BR map that we've ever made. And
biggest, wow.
I am so excited for all of our streamers here to jump into Al Mazrah later today.
It's huge.
Mazrah
Look at the
thing,
size of
okay.
that thing. Okay, so that was a big picture, and it's a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout. But let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
So when we set out to create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real
Fortress,
space,
okay.
right? So that there's infrastructure in between all the different what we call points of interest on the map.
It's
And
the
if you're
map.
paying
It's
attention, you might
Quarry.
even see a few
Oh
that
my
seem pretty
God.
familiar out there as well.
Oh my God.
And so as the team works through these, they're trying
Yes.
to find some
Why am I being
variety on
called?
each point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop in and get the particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they want to drop and where they want to play, whether it be a high elevation observatory at the center of the map, whether it be the big city that's up the top right, and whether they want to explore that, or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting with geometry here. So we have in this one...
Ooh, that looks familiar.
That does seem familiar. And there's a river system that goes through all of this. So you'll be able to catch in a boat and drive between the different POIs. And here's one of our favorites, Sawa Village, which is...
That's my favorite.
Colloquially called Sunken Town.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
Absolutely.
I'm curious what you guys think, Jack and Joe, on what the hot drop will be today, right? We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our first time seeing other people who are not us play Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's going to immediately drop today.
I think so they're going to drop to Observatory just to go back to home, you know, go have some fun.
They're coming home.
It's always nice. You're moving through the map and you kind of hit a spot and you're like, wait
I've been here before.
I know what this is. You have all these flashbacks.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuggets in there for some old Modern Warfare fans.
Yeah, I'll say Corey. I think that's gonna pop off.
I think people will land around the edge so they stay in as long as possible in this match. But
smart.
We have some news for our edge of the map players coming up.
Ooh, all right, guys. Well, the map looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to watch our streamers here drop in early in an alpha build later on today. Okay, so moving on to the gameplay, we've got this beautiful space to play in. How do all of these multiplayer elements we've talked about a little bit earlier, how do they fit into Warzone 2.0?
Warzone 2.0
The
multiplayer.
super simple answer is all the stuff we talked about in multiplayer, the stuff you saw in the multiplayer trailer, that's all in Warzone, right? It's all integrated. So that tactical camera works in Warzone.
Yeah, it's kind of like some shit they did in like Black Ops.
It's all of it's been built from the ground up for both.
Map.
The slide, the dive, the water, like
more
like
swimming.
Their Battle Royale map, the very first Battle Royale, Call of Duty Battle Royale, they did that same thing. They just integrated maps.
I can't wait to go
into
full Captain Mill. You know, Apocalypse now coming out of the water,
it's not
knifing
surprising
people.
to see
I mean, this just
in
looks
in their map.
Yeah, the rendering team made some work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
See the caustics on the
kind
bottom.
of pog. To be honest.
I'm not even sure what caustics are. I have no idea, but it sounds great and it looks incredible.
You can see the armored patrol boat coming by there with its 2 turrets. There's some cool stuff.
So I'm glad you brought up vehicles. Steph, you touched on vehicles a little bit earlier. What can we talk about? You know, we've seen boats, we've seen tanks, we've seen all sorts. Jack, what have we got?
So we've implemented a new physics and handling model for the vehicles. So some vehicles are heavier, some will slide more, have more traction or less traction. And as you're driving them around and you're encountering them and other squads are playing with them, you can choose to shoot off the tires to kind of impact their handling. You can have them, they react to explosive differently based on their weight. So if you're in a heavy armored 4x4 and you get hit by an RPG, it's going to kind of bounce a little bit, but not quite take the hit as a small sedan. You can also choose with your squad to be rolling into a POI and somebody jumps out on the roof, somebody leans out the window, and suddenly you got yourself a lot of firepower driving into the POI. Of course, that vehicle needs to survive for quite some time in the map if you want to keep using it to go from point to point.
That sounds like some
and
good
vehicles
games
will run out of gas, or at least most of them will run out of gas, and then you can bring them to a gas station to fill them up. If your tire's been blown up, you can get out and repair it, or you can bring it to a gas station to get repaired as well.
Filling up gas in the game.
Got, you know, water vehicles. We've got a small boat. We've got the boat that Joe mentioned with the turret at the front, turret at the back, so you can have that little moment cruising up the river with your whole squad.
People are going to hate that. I'm going to be honest.
To rumble. So yeah, there is so much love that's gone into these vehicles.
Forgot the coolest vehicle.
The coolest vehicle?
The massive helicopter that you can fly around. And it's a moving platform with 3 doors. And you can move a whole squad through the map.
What?
Wreak havoc. It is so cool.
Oh my God.
I mean, the fact that you can lean out of the window, you know, grab your teammates, pile in a vehicle, actually, you know, engage in battle from the window, leaning out, shooting in combat.
Unless somebody blew off your door.
That won't.
That does complicate things, doesn't it?
PTSD from Joe killing me many times in our playtests.
Well, I hope the gas prices in Almaz are okay. I feel like there's a lot going on in Warzone 2.0, and my head is quite frankly spinning. What other massive changes have we got in store? Because it feels like there's so much that's changed. Is it still a gulag? Do we still have circles? Is it still gas? I know there are guns, but
there's always a gulag. No way there's not.
Well, what do you want to jump into first?
We've made some pretty sweeping changes, I think, to the high-level components of Warzone 2.0 to continue providing players with both a dynamic and rewarding VR experience. But Warzone 2.0, you're going to hear it over and over again today. It's about fun. This is about playing with your friends, having fun, you know, friends new and old. Maybe you're making them in game. And I think one particular feature that I cannot wait to see the streamers engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes!
So it's coming.
Proximity chat, dude.
Warzone,
oh my God.
there's going to be some amazing clips.
Dude. Proximity chat.
I think Joe can
That's
tell
huge.
us a little bit more about
the comms
looting
in general,
and
Call of
more
Duty's history is
I'm
legendary,
listening to that.
even for the Modern Warfare 2 days. But proximity chat and like a Warzone setting, that's fucking
looting
poggers.
in Warzone 2.0, we still have the humming crates. You know, you can still
Oh, I can feel it coming on.
travel around and listen for those. We still have the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a layer of learnability and logic to our looting, right? So if you're outside, if you're a little kid, you fall down, you hurt your knee, and your mom's gonna go inside, go to the medicine cabinet and get you something a Band-Aid, Neosporin, whatever. So that's our looting. If you need health items, you can hit a bathroom in a building and there'll be a medicine cabinet you can open.
Oh, very realistic.
If you want to get loadout items, there are these hidden caches throughout in between the POIs that are in ground, and you can memorize where they are because they're always there. So you can kind of start to develop these paths through the map of how you loot. And there's this logic applied to looting. You know, you can find toolboxes that'll have grenades and things in them. And you find these other crates that are kind of like, it's as if the military that occupied this space came through and dropped off military items. Those crates are always there. So you can always have this reliable layer to looting.
Incredible. This sounds really exciting. We go on a road trip through Al Mazrah, quite literally, like, have a route we plan, hit the gas station,
pick up
gas
snacks.
up, yeah, pick up snacks, pick up ammo and all sorts. Okay, cool. So what about circle mechanics? I mean, this is obviously a huge component of BR Strip.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it. So we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. And what it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. We think we're good. And then those circles merge.
Oh,
they
this
come
is
back
so
together,
unique and
and
cool.
you know, you have this very directed fight of like, as the circle's moving, you're like gearing up in buildings.
hot.
You're like, here we go, it's about to kick off. And as soon as those circles hit, you have that final fight. So it's another kind of like twist in the gameplay that we feel like is a cool world event that would happen. Like, oh, the circle's splitting. We need to do X.
Crazy. Get in the car. We're going now. Go. All right. So
that's fucking sick.
What about the Gulag? Is that
right
still
there?
around? I mean, there's so much change,
Fuck
man.
the Gulag. Actually, we should probably hear
go.
if it's here now. Hold on.
The Gulag, you know, we've been experimenting with, we've tried some crazy things with the Gulag.
Okay, so Gulag is still
But
okay.
the current version of the Gulag that we have running right now, where we're excited people to play, is you're not in there alone. You actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent in the map. And you guys, you have to work together. And if you can defeat the other team, you can get out. And after that, you guys are enemies again. But for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other.
Okay,
Let's do
Warzone
this.
just definitely piqued my interest. They have fucking revolutionized
around with is you may see a little
the
bit
BR.
of an AI presence in the Gulag.
They definitely have taken this shit to the next level. They've definitely fully adopted the BR.
You're picking up weapons. I'm excited for people to try it.
I think the 2 years is worth it.
Too,
the 2 years
and
that
like
they took.
Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild
the next
iterations
Call
of
of
the
Duty, which is
Gulag,
this
which I will
one.
not reveal here, but
Worth it. Fully
there's a lot in store.
Worth it.
There certainly is a lot in store. Jack, I have heard.
Because these are ideas that I've had.
To Warzone 2.0
These are ideas that I had. Maybe not the splitting zone one. Fuck. Maybe not the splitting zone idea, but definitely like two people in a two people in
reinforced buildings that the AI is occupying inside
and a Gulag together. I definitely had that type of idea
players
before.
can choose whether or not they want to engage with them and assault them to get cool rewards, including free loadout items.
DMR.
Which is one of the new ways that we're adding for players to get their hands on their best weaponry. We've worked really hard to bringing AI at scale.
There's definitely a lot of
We're going to encounter them in multiple modes a different way. In BR specifically, they're in these strongholds, and if you get to a stronghold, you can find the location of a black
they might
site,
lower
which
it.
is going to have even cooler
I've
stuff
seen them
in
do
it,
shit like that
and you
before,
can
where
fight
they
your way
changed
from
it for,
one
like,
to the
league and
next.
shit.
But in other modes, you're going to find the AI occupying large portions of the map and just kind of protecting different POIs in different ways.
Unreal. Okay, so we've all heard the rumors that Warzone 2.0 is going to have some very, very interesting new modes. Would you care to confirm or deny Stephanie Snowden?
It's finally time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ. Call of Duty's extraction mode will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my first day at IW, and to this day, playing it nonstop, the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind.
So DMZ. I can also confirm that DMZ is real. But we're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve. What I can tell you, though, is we've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition. You infiltrate
This guy's got a charm on his shirt. Is that a charm? Is that like an Easter egg?
Right. It is played across
it looks
the
like an
whole
Easter
map,
egg for like a gun or something.
Is that what I'm and they are lethal
that what I'm seeing?
And they do command your respect. You have to watch out for them. You have to work with your team. They patrol areas, they occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions.
By the way, if anybody's curious and you want to add me on any type of
you can choose which mission you want to accomplish.
What console I'm
going to
be playing on? I'm going to be playing on PC.
I'm
going to purchase it.
And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like I always do.
Ever since Microsoft bought it back out, they kind of like reintroduced Call of Duty to their store.
Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets of Al-Mazrah and see what's there.
Play or whatever, add me as a friend.
It's
you
totally up to player choice there, and I'm really excited about the full scale of what we're delivering for this chapter. And we want players to have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0. We've been listening to the conversations in the community, specifically around small maps, Ricochet, anti-cheat, ranked play, and beyond. And trust me, although we're touching on some of the core updates to the overall Warzone 2.0 experience today, and mostly focusing on BR, there will be more news to share over the coming months. This is only the beginning for Warzone 2.0.
It's next month on the 28th.
I need Warzone 2.0 and DMZ in my life ASAP. Stephanie, when?
Warzone 2.0 will be free to play for everyone on November 16th. With the start of Season 1 across Modern Warfare 2. Mark your calendars, that's about 2 weeks after after Modern Warfare 2 launches.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks
and
after.
we had 125 million players in the original Warzone, and I cannot wait to see all of you and hopefully more of you in Al-Mazrah for this experience.
And you will have a chance to see a
Man,
Warzone
Call of Duty
2
really just came in to the BR scene with like dipping their toes in the water, if you will, with the very first Black Ops Warzone BR, not Warzone BR, regular BR for Black Ops, and then they just took it off with. It really took off with the Modern Warfare BR, and now they're the leading industry
across
in terms of
each and every Modern Warfare 2
It's actually
multiplayer.
insane.
We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale, we got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Call of Duty
What I don't
Next,
understand is
brought to you by the GMC
Hummer. Don't care. What I don't understand is now that Microsoft bought the Call of Duty franchise, right? And they've been owned the Halo franchise. You would think, and I'm a big Halo fan, and here's Formal. Formal was originally a Halo Pro, and then when the Halo 5 scene started to die down, he moved over to the Call of Duty scene. It became a World Call of Duty Pro and actual Call of Duty. Like, he won World Champs on both sides for Halo and Call of Duty. And now he's back on Halo, and he can say firsthand that, like, I fully agree with him. I don't know why there's not a BR for Halo. I really don't. Like, I don't care what they would have to do. They just need to do... Oh, shit, I forgot. There's something playing. There we go. I didn't realize it was playing. I love the red flares coming from their ankles. It's so cool. It reminds me of that one movie. Godzilla movie. More players, okay. What's this? So fucking sick. I like how they're being very I don't know if innovative is the word. Diverse. They are the diversity. There's this African American female on the right there, who's got what is that? Where like your skin kind of like peels off like the first like front layer of skin.
What a jam-packed day we've had here so far. We got
like
Warzone 2.0 and Modern Warfare 2.
But it's nice. It's cool. I like to see it.
But finally, we're hitting something new here. Coming into mobile, we got Warzone Mobile 2 here for you. It's me, Beef Mommy, and I couldn't be more excited to be here with none other than Chris Plummer. And Chris, what do you
Never heard of her
have
before,
for us
but
today?
interesting name.
That's right. Today we are proud to introduce Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Yeah.
This is the real thing, and it's on your phone. For the first time ever, you can drop into Call of Duty Warzone from wherever life takes you. Let me quickly point out the gameplay you're seeing today is still alpha, so it's only going to get better. And for Warzone fans, you will recognize this drop sequence right away.
I mean, honestly, it just gives me so much nostalgia. But wait a minute, Chris. Is that the legendary Verdansk?
Verdansk.
You know, this is where Warzone gameplay was born. And we're bringing the legendary Verdansk map to mobile for the very first time from its hallmark vistas. And these dense urban areas, they're just so much fun to play in. Wide open fields, ready for battle. And intimate, close quarters, combat environments. There's so much variety in Verdansk. It's famous for good reason. Teaming with fan favorite locations like Boneyard and Superstore, even TV station.
Well, I'm getting classic Call of Duty Warzone flashbacks here. Can you tell us more about the gameplay? Or, you know what, maybe just give me your phone real quick. Maybe I can see for myself. No?
You know, the team has a passion for delivering the most authentic Call of Duty experience possible for mobile devices. From the way you aim and move to the weapon handling and the control responsiveness,
not really a fan
all
of
these
mobile,
critical
but,
little details combined to make Call of Duty Warzone mobile feel better.
Good to him. Oh, yeah, there it goes again. Love that.
Touches are smooth
and we don't really
accurate.
care about the mobile anymore.
It's about creating an experience that's so true to form. You can imagine feeling that dirt compressing under the soles of your boots with every move. Or imagine those tiny shockwaves of recoil moving through your entire body with every shot. In Warzone Mobile, these are the kind of details that we care about that make the combat feel airtight and authentic.
That makes me really emotional, Chris. And you know, it sounds like everyone's paying attention to detail, and it's finally paying off. Now, when I think of Call of Duty Warzone, I think about strategy.
Absolutely. There's a lot more going on than pure gunplay. For example, when you're out there exploring the map and evading the gas circle collapse, you can try to sneak up on another player and pull off a finishing move. It's like ultimate bragging rights. And if you're feeling more strategic, you and your squad, they can complete contracts, use that cash at buy stations. There's a ton of variety there, including lots of different abilities like bringing back a fallen squad mate. Now, that contract economy, it adds a ton of depth and strategy through risk and reward.
It's literally just Warzone, but on your phone.
I really like that you brought that up, because if you're talking about risk and reward, I think about the kill streaks. I think about the Gulag. Are they going to be there too?
It's literally...
Yes. Everything you come to expect from Warzone, it's going to be there, especially kill streaks. This means you can deploy your big stick of choice like precision airstrike. You might be able to wipe out an entire squad with it.
Which is nice.
So
it's good.
Not so fortunate for them, but they're not necessarily down for the count either, because we have the Gulag. So here players can fight for a second chance. So when you go down, you get to fight one-on-one.
This actually really takes you to like the next level in terms of Call of Duty, because Call of Duty has always been a console game, and the fact that you could do stuff like this
plays out on a truly
on a
massive
phone
scale, unlike anything we've ever played
that's
on
pretty
mobile
fucking
before.
nice.
For this reason, we're pushing way past the envelope on high player counts
up to
make sure each match is jam-packed with our signature style of combat.
Wow.
So we are supporting up to 120 live players in the single match.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say 120 players? Or do you mean bots? Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Well, we believe it's critically important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents.
So they're testimating.
And that's our focus. So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots,
so they're stating, I've tried to combine two words, they're stating right now,
up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down with
real
human skill
no bots,
and real human emotions. That is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
And we hear you in the crowd. Everyone's excited, and absolutely it is huge. And I don't think there's a game on mobile that can top that, in terms of real player count, of course. But how are you able to even pull that off?
We can support real player counts at dramatically higher scale than we've ever seen in other Battle Royale games on mobile, because Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty technology. This is the same shared tech behind the console and PC versions of Warzone 2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages, like these incredibly high player counts, authentic Call of Duty combat and gameplay systems.
I like how they're not going in depth of what it is or how they're able to do it
across all platforms.
So when you say more connected,
which is pretty realistic.
Does that mean that Warzone Mobile will share content and features that will be in the console and PC version of Warzone 2.0?
Exactly. Delivering a deeply connected experience, it's been a strategic pillar from the beginning of development. Now, we know that your time is precious, and your investment in playing is now recognized across Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0, and Warzone Mobile.
Time?
So wherever you're playing Call of Duty, it is time well spent, including on mobile.
Wait, so
Even
it's convertible?
Your friends list and chat are shared across platforms, so you can stay in touch with your friends, whether they're playing on console or PC or mobile, wherever they choose to play.
I mean, that is so exciting.
Wait, what does that mean?
Totally
Is that like...
Now, one of the coolest benefits of having this kind of connectivity is that Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is loaded up with the same authentic Call of Duty weapons and operators you'll recognize from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. And whatever you get from the Battle Pass, you will see it on console or PC. It'll also be there on your mobile device too. And the other way around works as well.
So is that only specifically from my PC to mobile, or my Xbox to mobile, or does it go to my Xbox and my PC as well? Like, is it all the way around convertible?
Are you aiming to make it exactly the same on all platforms?
You know, that's a great question.
That's a good question.
The team's incredibly excited about how deeply connected and authentic the experience is in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And we'll continue to adapt the best content and features and innovations created across the franchise. But at the same time, we recognize that mobile is a very unique platform. Mobile has its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
Sounds like the game will be tied into the Call of Duty franchise pretty nicely. And will there be mobile-specific events or content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
Yes. Above all else, the team is committed to ensuring Warzone Mobile is a world-class, mobile-first experience right down to its core.
Wow.
Controls are a huge part of it. It just needs to feel natural on the device.
So imagine you get like a special operator or like gun skin or whatever, only you can get on mobile, but then you convert it to like other consoles, but you have to like do something crazy on mobile, like hours, a certain amount of hours or something. That'd be pretty sick.
Playing between mobile devices and consoles, or
like over 1,000 hours or some shit.
This allows our teams to deliver the best possible mobile gameplay experience with a unified feel. And by doing this, we don't need to compromise the tuning for any platform. This ensures a level playing field and more fun for everyone. Now, keeping those controls balanced for all player types, it's super important. So whether you're the
obviously we're watching all of this,
pros, or maybe you're a console first player that's sneaking in an extra match during your lunch break.
The only way I'm going to play mobile is if I can get something on mobile that'll convert over to like a PC, for example.
We are committed
and like
to
an operator or like a gun skin.
Control options anywhere
cool.
for a pick up and play experience
like
that's
emblem
accessible
or a logo.
to all of our players.
I love that accessibility, and that means all my friends can get in on the action for a change. But how do they sign up?
Well, it's time to get your mobile devices ready, because I'm super excited to announce that starting right now, you can pre-register for your free download in the Google Play Store. Signing up means that you can be among the first to play when the game launches next year. We look forward to seeing everyone in Call of Duty.
They gotta wait
Warzone
another year
Mobile.
as well.
With that being said, hey, we got Ferg on the horn, and I think he's literally the first one to pre-reg. Ferg?
Hey guys, Ferg here, and I am thrilled to be one of the first to pre-register for Call of Duty Warzone
It's
Mobile.
pre-recorded.
And now you can too. Scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen to be among the first to drop. Tell your friends.
Go ahead, guys.
Because the more
You could do that as well.
we drive, the more rewards we can earn.
This is going to be like a pet market going up on YouTube as well, so go ahead. You can scan that. That should be accurate.
If we reach the top milestone of 25 million pre-registers, we're going to unlock a super cool secret reward you're not going to want to miss. What are you waiting for? Sign up using the QR code below.
Wow. Wow. Call of Duty Warzone. You could not read all
It's
that.
Miles here, joined by Maven, Alicat, and Nameless Studio. What? Oh, guys!
Maeve?
You dogs have left
Oh,
us
dude,
alone at the
Maven.
desk, and now it's our time to have some fun. I don't know about you guys,
Cool
but
caster.
okay,
Fucking
it's
him.
been a pretty litty day so far.
Yeah.
Where do we even start? I mean, dude,
Old
mobile,
COD Pro
bro.
on the far
It's a
right.
new
I
era
know
of
him.
Call of Duty.
Listen, Miles, I've
Forgot
been
his name,
addicted
but-
to Call of Duty for over a decade. You're telling me I could be in the airport playing
Miles.
Warzone now? Back in Verdansk? That's lit. Also, Al Mazrah looks absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's insane. There's no shortage of crazy
I
stuff
wish I
coming
was
our way.
there, dude.
Ali,
That'd
I mean,
be sick
lay it
as
on me.
hell.
Multiplayer for Warzone, for Modern Warfare 2, insane.
It's incredible. We actually got to load up with some of the players yesterday in a little bit of a pre-test.
just look
and
how many
loading in Gunsmith
people are in
2.0
the
was
back.
actually so aesthetically
Like,
pleasing.
I was
And
gonna
I think everybody at
open up
home,
the
once they
thing.
also get their hands on it, they're going to love it just as much as we do here.
Truly, Maven, my good friend, you've played more Warzone than
Look,
most people
everybody's,
on the
like, back
Northern
here.
Hemisphere. How
Yeah,
you feeling?
Just,
8
like,
hours
back-
a day for years,
like
it feels
all
like.
back here.
It just seems fresh, man. The map,
Nah,
like everything about it, triple circles, the water, the boats. I mean, I was like kind of the proximity mine king for a while there. Placing
Back here, like, all back
trying to blow
here.
them up and set booby traps. And now
Back
you're telling me
here
I
and
can do
over
them
here.
in not only land, but also the sea.
Look all over there.
I'm with it.
People.
It's going to be
back there ready to
something,
play.
man. We really have seen a lot so
Back
far
here.
today. We've seen
Oh,
what
shit.
Warzone Mobile, of course, multiplayer there.
keep moving.
And a bit of Warzone 2.0. Cannot wait.
Back
But
here,
guys, it's
back
time to get
here.
to business. Let's now get into the command center. This is it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, yeah.
to the command
Okay, I'm gonna stop drawing because I think it's messing it up.
center, presented by Xfinity Rewards. We're going to be rolling
Dude, look
the
at all
show
these
through
players,
all
dude.
day today.
Come on, stop bugging out, you stupid fucking thing. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm literally just gonna do this. I'm gonna restart up Google because I think like I broke it somehow. Yes. It's Tim. Okay, what? Where the fuck is my Call of Duty? Bang.
Watch 200 streamers.
There we go.
Some of the world's finest. Quite literally from almost every part of the planet coming together here in this crazy
I
top
think
secret
I
location.
fixed it. I think
What
I
can we
fixed it.
expect?
Just
It's
restarting
going
the
to get
browser.
loud. It's going to get incredibly
looks like
loud.
it fixed it
Yesterday
for
it
sure.
was loud, and
It's
I
a
believe
lot
like not
better.
even
Wow,
everybody
okay.
had shown up yet. So now that
Right.
we have a full building of all of these creators, all of these PCs, I'm expecting people to get up and start screaming, Miles. It's going to be insane.
200
Could we
people,
heard
huh?
Courage
Okay.
from like headphones on. He
There's
can be heard
Ninja.
from space.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like Bobby Pop, if he's on a subtrain or
He's like,
something,
what the fuck
Lord
is
knows
happening?
what that's going to sound like. But
Dude, I want one of those
my boy
chairs.
Tyler Blevins, Ninja here as well. But like, I think this is a testament to how pumped up everyone gets about Call of Duty every year.
I
Like
fuck
the
with Maven,
fact
dude.
that
He's
there are
great.
this many big name
Cool dude.
streamers in attendance, we're going to see some incredible gameplay. Go through the various modes. I mean, this is going to be a real treat. It really is.
I mean,
I'm
I've
glad
been
that
around a
Ninja's
long
there,
time in the
but,
Call of Duty
like,
world. In this venue right
I'm
now,
gonna be
we've
honest,
got
isn't he
streamers,
more
players
so-
from, all across North America, South America.
A
We've got
Fortnite
players
player?
all
I could be
over
wrong.
Japan,
Like, I probably
Australia,
am.
Name them.
I haven't watched him in a while.
Everywhere. How do you describe
But,
the vibe in the room right now?
I thought
mean,
when
it's
he was
just
like
incredible. It's a bunch
majorly
of
like
homies who love
back and
Call
he
of Duty
started
all
shooting on
night,
Twitch, he was like
getting ready to grind.
primarily.
And, I was talking to them earlier. I was walking around
but I
doing the
could be
rounds, saying
wrong.
what up to
I don't
everybody.
know. Like I said, I
They're
haven't
going
watched him in
hard,
a while.
right? Like I was talking to some of the Warzone guys, repos. He's like, I'm here to fry. Zuma's ready to go. So I'm interested to see them.
Oh,
with
the
these
pros
new
are
weapons
here.
and the gunsmith,
He
what
just
they come
mentioned
up with,
Zuma.
especially
Wow,
on new game
okay.
modes like Prisoner. It's gonna be lit.
Listen, as much as they're here for their love of Call of Duty, they're also here because they want that banger clip. Like everybody wants, like you know,
Oh, yeah.
like, you're trying to go out and fry some of these big names, get a clip out on social, your YouTube, whatever it's going to be. So yeah, I'm sure people are going hard in the paint or falling to their death at their Tim. I'm sure we're gonna have a couple of those.
We'll go a little bit of that later on. I think we're actually ready to hop into gameplay. Dr.
Oh,
Luca,
shit, okay.
one of our first here, and he's already down and out, but we are playing, I believe this is Hardpoint and Mercado, Nameless.
Yeah, you know, I didn't get to play this map yesterday, but one thing I just want to point out with this game is
Gameplay.
it's a lot more vibrant than some of the MW games that we've
Ooh, look
had
at
in
this
the past.
movement,
There's so many
okay.
more colors, and
It's pretty
that's
quick.
something that I always enjoy, especially with Call of Duty, is when it's more
He's on mouse
vibrant,
and
you can
keyboard
see
as
more on
well.
the map.
I don't think he's on
sometimes you go
controller.
dev to dev, and yeah, it's like you have
I could be
a
wrong
more
there. It could be on
realism,
controller. I
like
don't
your
know,
raise
but it
and
looks like
browse.
some mouse
Some
and
will have a
keyboard.
little bit more color,
type
but this
movement.
map in particular, yeah, the second we saw like the
Look at that
flash of this,
sprint.
it
That
just
sprint
looks
strafe.
gorgeous.
Mantling?
It really does. And I'm not that I
Okay,
have
he
any
just got a little bit of
concerns about
mantle
the
in there.
visual side of it because they're knocking out of
But
the
he got
park every
beam,
year,
though.
But it's just aesthetically pleasing. It is.
It's very, very pretty. That
Yeah,
is,
John
of course,
Buzzing, keep
Dr.
on zero,
Lupo.
there to the right.
You can watch him stream this live. Every single member of the crazy, I don't even have a name for it, the stream pit here.
Let me make
all of them live on their own
sure.
channels, and unreal, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, all these guys are going hard. You can see
It's,
he's locked
the
in.
best we can get of
Talking
that.
a little bit about the game and the movement, though. When I first hopped on yesterday, the movement felt so much different than Call of Duty's in the past. You know,
Too bad it's
not
not
that
240.
slide cancel. You got to complete your slide.
Okay,
The
so
dive
looks like it's
mechanic,
not
it plays
that
out so
bad.
much
Looks like
different,
the
when you're going into a
shakiness
gunfight.
of
You can
like
dive out
the
a window. Miles, it was a lot of fun. We were getting into the mix.
We really did get
iron
in the mix.
sight
I'm
isn't
going
that
to
bad.
tell this now on air in front of God knows how many people, but last night Ninja wasn't in the venue. I played on his setup. He wasn't quite here yet, and I found there is an in-game like whisper feature. So I was sending messages to other creators as Ninja, talking horrendous, man. Like horrendous trash talk. All very good-natured friends of mine, you know, but I'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja, right?
Yeah, does Ninja know you did this?
He has no idea. I walked past.
I walk up and slap him.
I walked past him today and I was like, "Good morning, dude. How you doing?" He's like, "Hey, man." Not a
has
single
no
word.
idea.
Ali, not a word. But
Not a word. I actually got into a game against you.
Courage,
specifically.
okay,
I
a
was,
little
I
bit,
was on,
okay,
I believe,
Courage, they're
Nate's
starting.
streaming account. I don't believe that he's
200
here
players,
today,
different maps. I was wondering how they were
being
going to do this.
disrespectful
What is it,
with some people
6v6?
on
Yeah,
that map. And I
6v6
believe
maps,
that
okay.
you were in my last game, and the second I killed you, you
See
left.
Courage out here with a gun with a
I
scope.
remember looking at the leaderboard, and you
that
were
wasn't me.
you
That was
had
Ninja.
left.
They definitely
Quitter
have
Miles was
some
Ninja. Over to Courage now, who's having a good time.
Ooh, Charge
And,
swinging.
you know, we're
Dude, look at Courage. Courage.
Listen, he is, as much as he's like a fun,
Oh, it's an
good-loving,
S&D.
like, everyone
Okay,
takes
okay,
a
I was
Jack,
wondering.
It's just like
That's
this
probably why he was,
great
like,
nature
on
guy.
it.
He is one of the most competitive
S&D.
human beings I've ever
100%.
met. Like, he gets pissed, bro.
Passion. Raging passion. And look,
You can revive. Look at those markers on the map. Is that
I want
revive?
to say, to
Is that what
test
this is?
Ant was talking about earlier about the game mechanics. Something else that I noticed.
Dude,
that
look
I
at the
don't feel
left.
like I
Look at
felt
the
in
left
other Call
hold,
of Duty games
where you
is
can
how
like
kind
left
of
shoulder hold.
realistic the movement
That's
with your
new.
gun
That's
is,
a
if
new
that makes
feature.
sense. Like there's obviously
It's no
always
longer
gonna be
right-handed
recoil,
shoulder
Your
hit.
attachment's always gonna mess with that, but when you peek corners and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very, very realistic, and I think that's gonna be something a lot of these players are gonna
AK-74
notice
you?
and have
Okay,
to get
okay,
used to
okay,
very
okay.
quickly.
And you saw a taste
Courage
there
on the
of, when you're
M4.
spectating a player, you
I
get
think
that
it was
kind
the
of, like,
M4.
over the shoulder, like tactical camera view, and it just adds this insane level of like, it's like realism, but like
It's like an
just looks
S&D
so
type
exciting
game mode,
to
I
watch. And
think.
when you're, enjoying
They're
like, you know,
different.
maybe seeing your teammates play or whatnot, it just looks so cool. It's a nice new feature here in the game. And sorry, Clint, this is the new knockout mode.
Knockout
you
mode,
might
okay.
not know what this means.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
No. I
Nice,
mostly,
got a little
I
bit of
was watching
mantle
some of the
going.
guys play. I just wanted to kind of live react and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so
This is
much
probably
new
something
stuff.
like type of
I've
gun
just
I'm
been
gonna be
looking
running.
forward to seeing
Definitely an AR
what's gonna be on
player.
the table. But let's see if Jack can actually step up this time.
No,
No, not going to happen. Just getting destroyed. I'm sorry. Superior positioning, Jack. You are awful. Oh, was that too hard? He's my.
No,
Oh, no.
Oh, he's changing up so look at these controls.
He's doing the classic.
It was something else. It was something else. It wasn't his fault.
My sensitivity or something? What is it? No, Jack.
Whoever he's spectating is using my favorite SMG, by the way, too. And I think that's the
What did you-
Hurricane. The Hurricane.
What do you think, by the way, just about the
Oh shit, Karma? Crim.
changes to guns with it now
This
having
is
5
Crim 6?
attachments and not having.
I almost said Karma, I don't know why.
Yeah, so you know,
We got
I
a
saw the
pro,
rumors
we got
on
some
Twitter
pro
and stuff
action
like
going
that.
here.
I think it's amazing, though. I mean, when
Look
we
at his
jumped into
movement.
Modern Warfare in 2019 when they introduced the gunsmith.
Let's see
lots to
what
take
we're
in,
like
but
first-hand
now there's
experience of
really
like what we're
especially
gonna be
in
seeing
Warzone,
like in a
switching up those
CDL in the
attachments,
future.
And it's just a better version of
Seems like
that.
a good middle
Oh yeah,
It's
look
a
at him,
better
he's
version
flying.
Of that, right? Like the gun moves around with you as you're in there. You can switch out
He
all
is
these different attachments
flying
and,
around
you know,
maps.
for
No
the
slide.
classic
I'm
weapon
not
that
seeing
you
much
have,
slide
like,
canceling
you can
going
change
on,
it
but
up
I am
and
seeing
turn
a
it
lot
up
of
into an SMG. Like,
a lot of
that's really
strafing.
cool.
Oh, this is.
That was
Oh, he's
nearly a
leading right now.
snap.
He's 21 and
nearly
something.
goes.
One of the the all-time greats in the competitive Call of Duty.
One
world.
of the maybe the
If not the.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I said it that way.
Yeah, no, like the
You're
all-time
lying,
great. Yeah.
Ross. He's the greatest. But there we go. Swag now getting involved as well. And to your point, Ali, about Gunsmith, I mean, it's at this point in time, obviously, it's quite hard to recognize, but that is a part of the M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think is what I heard.
First at their
as
bottom
well,
now?
right?
Okay,
So
okay,
It's going to be
okay.
crazy. Even with the AK.
A lot of
turn
stuff's on the
7
right-hand
for
side
you.
now.
Just make some crazy different loadouts. You know some of these guys, J-God's going to have so much fun with that.
9.5
How do
hour long
I-
attachment video from J-God.
Oh God, you know he's so excited
I don't
about
want this
that. And
stuff
I
at the
want to
top.
actually, I want to talk about the map aesthetics for a moment and like the layout. Is the rooftops Like the new ledge, how you can jump and then you can
There
hang
we
off
go.
the side of the ledge. That was a new thing that you can add
I didn't realize
into
there's
this
stuff at the
game.
top.
You can jump from rooftop to rooftop, and like you can jump further
Dive.
than you think. And I found that out very quickly. Like I
Look
would
at
get to
this
the edge of
gameplay,
rooftop, and I
dude.
was like, I wonder if I can make this jump. You can make the jump. You can make
Smart
it
moves
across
YouTube, right?
the
Yeah, I
map
think
if
he
there's
moves
tall
YouTube.
buildings. You can make it across the map without ever having to touch on the ground. And I think for snipers, that is going to be their absolute playground.
Speaking of snipers, Pamaj now, who's having a great time here. I mean,
Dude, I
we've
cannot
seen a
wait to play
lot
this.
of the weapons so far, but surely a sniper.
Well,
All these people who got
I heard
invited to this
Pamaj
are
too,
lucky,
like,
man.
I stepped up. I think it's when he was first walking in. He was walking with an Irrational into people, and he was like, I'm going hard, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm going hard. I could just hear, like, the competitiveness in
He's
him.
got-
Yeah,
he's
he's
going
looking
hard.
right.
And this is this knockout game is not going very well for the red team right now. Pamaj's team obviously winning this one. Again, secure the grab, the money bag, hold on to that bad boy. And, oh, I forgot, friends, here at COD Next, it's all going on. Mobile gaming right side of your screen. We've got all of it going on, really.
Somebody's
a
playing mobile
celebration
gaming
of
down there?
everything that is Call of Duty
Up
and
there?
even Courage. And he may have just
I thought you said it's not gonna be a
Do
year
you see
until it's
the
released.
gloves on the
Yeah, they're
and
yeah, the
professionals.
Must be
True
a
professionals.
pre-game play.
Wait, do I probably need to get this. I've been playing some COD Mobile, Diablo Immortal. Like, I've been grinding more mobile games. I have my iPad, and I'm loving it. Do I need to get little thumb sleeves?
I think you should. Yeah.
You know, sometimes it gets a little bit slippery. I need thumb
Dude,
sleeves.
look
What
at
do they
this
call 'em?
movement. I'm seeing a lot of
I want
strafe
thumb
jumping.
sleeve.
You're in the right place to ask about that.
From this reminds me of some
There is an
of
army of-
the original
I
Modern
look at that,
Warfare.
That's actually an issue. It's like it's
Most
a little
recent
bit
Modern Warfare
slippery,
before
you
this
know?
one.
So they're playing some hardpoint here.
Call of Duty
and,
Modern
you know,
Warfare
obviously, us
released a
from
couple years ago.
Things we love
From strafe
hardpoint.
jumping.
Miles, we were talking about this morning. When there's a hardpoint and there's some
Yeah, I'm
elevation
definitely
above
seeing
it,
a lot
you
of
can dive
shakiness,
into
but
it,
it
turn
seems
around,
tolerable.
Land on your belly and absolutely fries. So, you know, there are some movement mechanics for you speed demons out there.
It's gonna be interesting for me to see like how the AR players are gonna definitely react and
the dive itself. I mean, it's a really fun
react
mechanic.
and
It's
adapt
fast. We get to see some gameplay
to
with it. I've
certain
actually been walking
lanes
around
and
talking
holding
to some of the
angles
sort
from
of the
range
CDL
and
pros
shit.
like, hey guys, try to stop sliding, try to dive a bit more. Come on, Butters.
Butters.
Show us the dive.
I like Butters. She's
Show
a really
us the
cool
slide, now we're
person.
looking for the
Right out the
dive.
I like her
Just dive
content.
out the
She's a
window,
very, very
send it.
positive
And
person.
all the windows are built to be diveable through. Like, that's the way the game is.
That's what Joe was kind of saying, right?
She's
Like,
definitely too
you've
nice.
seen it so
Like,
much in play
real-
testing,
I mean,
and
not
he
too
gives it
nice,
to a
but,
window,
like-
everyone sends it out.
So you think like all the
Like I
excitement
feel
moments you're
because
gonna have,
I'm not that
Butters
good of a
gonna be
person. In
sniping
fact,
it.
like
That's the- so we
I
have
my
the
type of
Hurricane,
background,
so Overkill, that's gonna
the
be
shit
the
that I've done in my
platforms
lifetime.
and the
It's
sniper
like I
on the
almost
side.
feel
And
bad
we have
watching
the
her
mechanic,
because
look.
like she's
But there
just
we
too
go,
nice.
testing things out, trying to find the sneakiest,
Yeah, I was trying to see
fastest
if I
way
could
across
break
the
it
map.
yesterday.
We got
I
some
couldn't.
slide
I
going.
was trying to see if I could break the slide.
Ooh, is that a
No slide
drop
right.
shot?
Look at her face.
That is
She's
definitely a
just like
pretty
going
decent
around,
drop
tests out
shot.
the movement. Someone just runs right in front of her. That works out. Give me a freebie.
You know what I'm noticing on this map that I actually like a lot? Not as many doors. Just running through.
Not as many
Yeah,
doors,
there's a
I
lot
think
of
in
doors.
general
That's
is
right.
the overall vibe.
Wait, this is a
in
map
most
they
maps we've
released
seen
on
so
one of the
far,
very
quite
first
small,
trailers.
Very fast paced. Again, Jeff talking
I
about
just remembered
that.
that.
You've got a very
Realized
distinct
that.
feel. It's just like the battle map is very large.
Wall
way
bang?
more
Trying to
intense
go for that
action.
clip?
Of course, there's like evasion stuff. 6v6 is a totally different flavor. I mean, that obviously excites us more than maybe it should most.
Oh, I mean, we love it.
Ooh,
right?
that bunny
we're here to
hop.
see people go hard.
Nice. So we're
try
seeing
to
bunny
win
hops in this
competitive
game.
and,
Ooh, okay.
Another thing, we're seeing a lot of elevation on some of these maps too. The snipers are.
Dude, look at this bus,
Yeah,
dude.
it's, max 2 stories, I believe. I could
That
be
bus back
completely
there
wrong
that
but-
that she just passed.
Hit it.
Also, look how
A YouTuber that I watch.
Did you guys use the sniper yesterday?
A handler.
No, I didn't.
Dude,
I
that's
used
probably
it
gonna
for
be
a
his
whole
bus,
year
bro.
and a half.
Stock I've ever seen.
It was so fun.
I think we were in the same game too.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna
was
be
the best
handler's
sniper.
bus, the one she just
can't wait for the
passed.
sort of like anime skins
In that
and
middle
stuff like
lane.
that, like cute little stocks. Of course, we can put skins on
Especially on
individual
SNB,
attachments now when it
if
comes
that
to
like has the same
making some
bomb
very
plant
This
as
is
that
my
flag
favorite
position.
handsome
If
looking
there's a
map.
bomb plant right there, and it's
Speaking of
SNB,
handsome.
it's definitely his
Also,
bomb.
something we haven't
or
talked
his
about yet is
bus.
the way the perks work.
position.
I actually
Oh, I love the
Invasion
perks
because it
in there.
reminds me of back in the day, the specialists. When as you get
Yep.
kills, you get
Dude,
more
look
perks.
at this.
As
It's
time
so
goes on, you're gonna have 2 base perks.
fluent.
You can pick whatever you want. As
It's
time goes
definitely
on,
quicker,
you're gonna
faster paced
Oh,
than
goes
the
on,
original Modern
you're gonna
Warfare
get
2, but
ultimate
I'm
perk
not
as well. So
that
it's
upset
actually-
with that.
It's completely new. They've redone it, and it's gonna be sweet.
Well, the reason I think I haven't really played it yet to deal with it too much to see like how
I'm seeing
vastly different it makes
fast-paced
the gameplay, but I
movement
know for
with a lot of
us, when
people
you're
using
playing, like, a multiplayer
ARs.
experience, I feel like you
I've
get a
not
couple
seen too
perks
many
you like, and you just
SMGs.
sort of pick those. They're your go-to. You don't really think about it, right? Like you figure that out.
I'm pretty
the
sure he's
first couple
running no stock
days
on
or
this
weeks
gun.
of
Like,
playing
look
the
at
game.
look look at the
those are
bottom
your
right.
perks.
It doesn't look like he has
Now
a
it's
stock.
I
think he's
feel like
running no
there's more
stock.
decision making that goes into it, which
Or-
I personally think is exciting.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what I'm going to be running, but it does feel like they were saying, what was it, the different type of classes they were trying to put? You have your rusher, kind of your more stealth type player, your sentinel. Like they want to even if it's not like class-based per se, like they want to kind of funnel it with that behind the perks. I think that's pretty dope.
But you can also make your own, so you can create it, pick your own 2 perks, your next one, and your ultimate, so you can, you know, figure out what you want. And it's just nice having like a rewarded game, especially when you're frying, getting that extra perk.
It really does, you know, change. When you start off with a base 2, you unlock 1 after, you know, a period of time. You get kills, you get points. The game progresses slowly, so no matter how you're playing, you're going to get your perks eventually. But obviously, higher scoring games, you're going to get more. And it's just really interesting again. And the perks are almost tiered. And again, Jeff and Joe will come on the desk later on and talk about this in way more detail. But the idea that like the first 2 perks, they're fine. They sort of help out the gameplay. That mid-tier perk is way more sort of impactful. And that
I'm not even
perk,
just listening to the casters anymore. I'm just trying to focus on the gameplay. You look at those headsets, the chairs. I wonder if the content creators gets to
taking Jeff and Joe's
Symphony was just on screen, so.
I mean,
keep some of these.
Wagon on that boy.
What?
There it is. Right, listen.
Picture there.
Symphony, my man, my boy. Me and him are the same age, literally. I think I'm a year older than him.
Yes, it might be. It might be.
I'm watching him.
It's Brooks
I think
TikTok,
I don't know if I'm a year, but I'm definitely older for sure.
Call of Duty Classic.
Me and Symphony are like. That's why I look up to Symphony, dude. He's done a lot for like people like our age and shit like that. He's definitely part of my generation in terms of content creators.
And you know, of course, we're talking about like 3-lane
That's why I look
maps.
up to
This
this
is one of
fucking
those
guy.
maps
He's pretty
that felt
dope.
like a very good hybrid 3-lane.
He's good at what he
map
does.
that
He's literally one of the best
really
in
well when it comes to a game
the
where
world.
like search and destroy. Like you have your traditional outer lanes, and they have their hidden corners, and they have their ways, and then that
He's
middle
positive
is just
too,
pure
dude. He's such
chaos. It's
like
kind
he's
of
a
like
genuine
a little
fucking
bit of like
person.
it reminds me of like a paintball range with all the walls
Like
and the
him,
corners
like
that there
he's
are.
just another
So
person
this
who
is
I
probably
don't
one of
feel
my
like I should
favorite
be
maps
watching,
that we are
or
playing
that I
right now
can watch
in
this
the beta
game.
testing.
Like don't get me wrong, I
as
like
you can
watching
see,
him. I
everybody
want to
is
watch him,
having
but
so
it's
much
just,
fun on it.
I feel like I
4 and
shouldn't
5.
because
Everybody's
it's
doing
a
pretty
close game.
okay.
Just so
Good
nice.
games. Aiden has 14 kills. I just saw the kill board. He's on the other team.
Mason just realized he's on the stream though. He's ready to get nasty. He's going in.
Oh, he's fully
He's
loaded. Look at
he's
the
turning
box.
up. He's called in the
He's
UAV.
perked up. Quite
This
literally.
is
Come on,
SMD, I'm
Mason, show me
assuming.
something special.
He is
Flanking.
Oh wow, that's what
Oh
no!
That's the Fennec. I was loving that one
Hey.
yesterday.
Oh!
That thing
Well,
turns
Mason.
turns
Dude, see that
super
strafe jump though? Look at that kill cam just now.
Ponyhoff just gave him the hurt.
Dude.
Smoked him.
Yeah, that's how
Nice
deadly
try,
that
Mason. We
strafe
still
jump's
love you.
gonna be,
Hurricane
man.
OP.
When you're running certain perks like
It's such a
double
different
time
rhythm.
or like I don't know what like all the perks are gonna be, but if they got like double time, they're gonna be running
sound
that.
effects, like the game has just been like it's everything we liked about
Look at this
MW19,
left
all the
shoulder.
stuff
Look
that
at
was already
this.
there
Look at this
existing,
gun
and
handling.
they've just
This
been
is
I mean,
new.
Salt Bay right on top, just
think Jacoby, I'm pretty
hammering
sure.
away, sweet seasoning top to bottom, and it was a close game, and now it's done.
Another thing.
He looked very
What
sneaky,
are the
and then he
overlays
was
like
just
for,
evaporated.
I gotta say, the bunny hop is back and forth.
Of course,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like the
The bunny
scorecards
hop
and
is
shit for like
clean.
displaying
We know
like
Samurai Rock didn't get him a
what
shout
he's
out.
got
He's gonna be
because
bunny
like
hopping all
in
day.
most
Check
recent
it.
Call of Duty and
We got Myth
Vanguard,
on the
it's
screen
too
here.
small
She's
for
an
me.
M4, I
I
think.
can't get proper
Again,
like
looking at
screenshots
these
for
weapons,
like
you know
when I
it's
post
an
to
M4,
Instagram
but
stuff.
the
I hope it's
configuration he
bigger.
has.
I was using the bigger site.
Actually, I've recently figured out how to do it and make it bigger, but
I like the extra zoom.
And of course, Killstreak's cruise missile back. A lot of fan favorites, Clint. I mean, everything you would expect from a Modern Warfare
Here we
game
go.
is there.
We get to see one. That'll connect. Myth able to hit it. He's vibing right now. But it's crazy. Like, yeah, bottom right, you were kind of mentioning like how different the guns will look. Like, the same type of gun is based on the attachments that it has. It's wild.
There's also in-game settings where you can make your gun a little more narrow, a bit wider, further away. I mean, there's options, you know, just create that sort of visual.
There's like
you want the game
separate
to be as appealing as possible for
casters,
you.
like
Maybe you want the gun
casting
to be so
certain
big to
games as
obscure
well.
the view.
I'm
Maybe you're one
always
of
a
those
fan of more
players that...
settings personally. Like, give me the
there is
option to tweak it how I want, right?
There's a lot of
back on
settings in this
swag.
game.
I'm gonna get lost in that for the entire first day, probably.
Once campaign hits, I'll spend about 3.5 hours messing with settings and then getting that first mission.
When I see Courage on a 5 streak, that pop up at the top of the screen, it might have. Courage might be popping off. Oh, well, he just died there, so take it back.
Ooh.
Come on, Swag.
Swag's dialed.
Hit it.
Swag.
Yeah, this sub looks like it's dominant.
Also, all the sounds and
Sorry,
everything when you
popping
level
off.
up guns.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Everything is there. I mean, it's
I wish everyone could experience just this environment, though. Like, as much as we're enjoying the gameplay and stuff, how cool it's been. Because, like, a lot of these content
I would
creators,
be
like, they're
going
friends
off
or they're
as hard as I
familiar with each other, they
can.
play
Not only
games
because
online,
they could
but,
like
it's not
go to my
often you
channel
get
at any
them
point in
all
time.
one
Like,
place like this.
hypothetically,
It
if
has
I
just
was in
been a
this, right?
vibe. Seeing everybody
Obviously,
going up,
everybody's
some
live
meeting for the
streaming and
first
whatnot,
time.
but
I know I spent Isaac.
dude,
we've
I would
interacted
be
so many
going
times on social.
off because
I've
I
never
know
met
they
them in
could go to
person,
me
dude. We
and my
talked for a solid
POV
30
at any point
seconds.
in
It
time.
was
I would
beautiful.
have to be popping off. I don't care
And
who
it just
these
shows
other
like
streamers
how
are.
hyped people get for Call of Duty.
In this
I was
moment,
like, I
you
can't
gotta
believe
be
I still
going
get
hard.
Is
Go hard or go
amped
home.
for Call of Duty after over 10 years.
I don't think many things like bring everybody together like this.
I know
It's,
Symphony
special.
Symphony definitely will be.
The beta
Swag,
starts tomorrow,
definitely got that
in case
type
you've
of
been living under a
mentality.
rock. Or if you've just joined the
Ninja,
stream.
for sure, 100%. Very
one of the
competitive
two.
person.
One of the two. There's no in
always.
between.
User interface has been completely changed as well. Dead silence available on that lower
I don't know how many
right-hand
pros are
side.
here.
There's a lot more
Obviously,
sort
they're
of
going
clean
fucking
changes. Of course,
hard.
the menu system, which you might not have seen here on the main COD Next stream, but individual streamers seeing them going through weapon loadout, seeing the operators.
Look at
there.
him
So
pre-aiming
many cool
these
changes.
like
A
certain
lot more of a
angles
streamlined
that he's
experience.
approaching and
It's sexy. It's not a lot of ways to describe it.
I love that, especially like when you click start, you go and you look at your loadout, you switch weapons. It looks good. You can see everything. It's just right in front of your face. You know exactly what's there.
Actually, the shake,
digestible, and that's what
I
you
want to
need.
say
Such
it might be a
fast-paced
little
game
bit
like Call of
more.
Duty
When I mean a little bit, I
I'm
mean a
surprised that, like, it doesn't
little
look
bit
too much
more
of the
than
in-game
the
screen. So, like, if
shaking
I'm
in
hitting
Modern
pause and
Warfare.
checking stuff out, I still have some
Like
kind
there's
of,
some shake in
situational
Modern
awareness
Warfare when it comes
around
to like
the game.
ADSing,
And I will say in
but
terms
like
of
I would
balance
say
of
it's
like
a
ARs and SMGs, of course, this is all of our like our first peeks into it, but they've looked pretty balanced so far. Like the SMGs
Yeah, I
have been
agree, it's
absolutely
balanced.
disgusting up close, whether the AR gets first shot or not. And at long range, the SMGs haven't been ripping as well. The recoil gets insane at that sort of range. So I feel like it looks like the gun balance as well, regardless of your attachments and what configuration you end up coming with, is fairly much there.
I love that because, I mean, it just feels like sometimes it turns into this one gun that can do everything.
Yeah.
I think they're in a
And
warehouse.
I think everyone appreciates a little bit of variety. Like,
Well,
an AR
that's
feels like
quite
an AR,
literally
some
what
feels
this
like a
game is, because you could change your gun up to whatever you want, right? So
Well, in a way, yeah, but like I think to Ali's point, like there seems to be a little more separation between.
I hope
the
the
I haven't
ability
seen the
to
do-it-all gun just yet.
change
Yeah,
your
I mean,
gun
we saw
and
Aiden, of
interchange
course, on
and
the map in green
edit.
carpet, like,
your
I want a
class
broken shotgun.
mid-game.
And I'm sure he can make it, but broken, we'll find out what that
Is a
really
thing
means.
still.
Of course, as the game
Obviously not
develops.
mid
He
map,
wants
but
to
like
sawn off
during the
kills
game,
people
and then
across
like
map
the
and makes them
like
real
say for example
fast. I mean,
S&D,
hey, who
you
knows?
can't
Gunsmith
change
is
some
crazy.
shit around.
2.0
obviously,
even
you
crazier.
avoid,
Well,
like,
I
the
mean, we'll see if
thrusters,
he
and
can
that's
do it.
fine.
Wow, I mean, no
But
matter how much
but
work has gone
just
into
editing
this,
a general
we've got the
during a
nerds
game.
in the building, and this is
it's,
where if anyone's gonna test some
That's
stuff,
good.
find some, weird combination that turns a shotgun into a sniper. This is the crew that's going
we've
to do
only
it.
scratched the surface.
Oh yeah,
We've touched it for 20 minutes.
Of what people are
Look
going
at
to do
this
with
on
this
the
gun.
roof, dude.
just
Look
not
at
enough.
these
It's
angles.
not enough.
No idea what these guys are going to come up with, but it's going to be crazy.
I need a good sort of 2 to 3 hours to really get
Look at
things going.
Chef Tony.
Yeah,
This is one of the most famous Italian men in the world. Makes a mean stromboli. We
34
love
and
him.
something.
Metal boots on the building. It's got the
Check
M4.
this
He's
Metal
gonna run,
boots.
he's going to run this class setup from now until the next 2 years.
We're talking about it can be great to mess around with guns.
Oh, Chris Crowder.
be sick.
Listen, I'm not sure what's going on here. Chris has been growing some sort of beard that's happening for the first time that I've seen. He's usually very baby-faced. Now he's kind of going for some sort of supermodel type thing, or maybe like being a rapper, singer. I'm not sure.
He's a handsome
He
rogue.
really is. He really is.
A tiny little
Look at
bit
these
of
angles.
user
I'm
interface
definitely
there.
gonna
If
be
you
up in
hold
this
the
room a
circle,
lot.
whatever your sort of crouch button is when you're on a ladder, you can fast slide down it. So that's going to get spicy.
Ooh, look at the score.
Oh, he's
75
on his feet.
74.
He's on his feet.
The goat.
He got that final kill. He got that final kill.
Oh, man.
He held that shit.
We will be playing all day, friends, all day.
You know what, the iron
Good for
sights
him.
are kind of clean.
Well, I think this is great too
Hitch.
for a lot of.
Here we go.
I mean, people like. You saw Zenny,
Oh, me from
you
Optic.
saw Crowder. For those who don't know, they work on the CDL side. They're really in the midst of stuff during the season. They don't get to come to stuff like this that often and see all these content creators. I imagine they're in heaven. I've seen some of the tweets, just having a blast, meeting a lot of different people.
So as far as streaks goes, we haven't seen.
He's definitely got some pretty decent movement. He's moving pretty fluently. He's
going to be back. Everything
definitely moving pretty
the Juggernaut
good.
is I think it's the final one, and it looks crazy. And whoever
I think
that
somebody's
AFK
fixing
is,
something. Somebody's
yeah,
AFK for
Rick,
sure.
You are live at COD Next. But yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff, and I mean, we're seeing Wilson's in there
That's
as well.
what I was going to say. I love that.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Chopper Gunner's back. It's called I think it's called Air Support now, but it's it's an AC-130. You know what I'm talking about, friends.
There's a chopper gunner here as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be seeing it all.
Oh, yeah, I wonder what streaks
Yeah,
are going to
Miles,
be like in
if we
this
play
game.
against each other later today, when we get the free play, I'm getting a
I
chopper.
think I'm actually locked on this desk all day. I would love to play more.
after the stream's over, I think we can play more.
Yeah, I think we once the curtains go down, we're gonna dive on. Can you hear the chain?
Yeah, that's how I visualize like your ankle's just tied to the desk.
They can wheel me in the chair, but it's hard to get down the stairs.
Here we go, another Red Man. How we doing?
And what a shot! He got
Love the
two.
hat over the headset.
He killed Nick Merckx.
All right, we're going to
see you later, Nick.
So this is the air support we were saying.
Yeah, this is it's kind of like a lightning strike. Yeah.
Ooh, my God, he's beaming.
The Fennec. Or it's a custom one.
Wait a minute.
Longer range, maybe? But that looks like the Fennec. Yeah, that's the Fennec iron.
That boy don't recoil.
What?
That's
All right,
pretty
Fredman's
wild.
already found a winner.
Yeah, Fred's got.
Oh my God!
It does recoil, but it like doesn't.
But he's holding that thing down though.
I don't
Yeah,
think. I think the
going
gun
straight.
shakes, but that's only for effect. That's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing it's for effect. It doesn't actually shake.
Putting them down.
Yeah, camera
Like
get
on
in
your
there real
screen,
quick.
it
Show me the
shakes so
hands.
disorients
Show me
you,
the
but
hands.
like in the game, it doesn't
Gun
actually.
done him.
So we played this
It's
map
like
yesterday
a-
in 3P mode.
It's like you're getting finessed.
Museum,
It's
yeah,
not
this
actually
is a
happening.
lot of fun. We saw a top down of this on
getting,
socials recently, but
There we go.
everyone- give me the hands.
You hear how that sounds? So satisfying.
That sounds
Fuck
scary.
his word.
When
It's,
you hear that, that better be on my team.
I mean, he is one of the better aimers I've seen, though.
I don't know.
Like,
there's a word
stuff
for
where
it,
you're
but
talking about mouse and keyboard players, like,
it's an
he is
illusion. Yeah, I guess the
absolutely
illusion is a good
nuts
word for it.
So not surprised
It's
to
like,
see him
it's
finding
like
some
in the
wins
game
in the
itself, it's not
long-range
happening, but on
battles,
your
but
screen
I
it
gotta
is
see his
happening and
recoil
it's shaking.
control.
But it's
So what
only
do
an
you guys think
illusion.
about all these maps so far? What's been your guys' favorite?
That's the only thing that I can
Honestly,
really
yeah,
put
it doesn't
together
look like
from
he's
what I was
pulling
just
down
saying
the
just
whole
now. He's on mouse and keyboard, so I don't know.
Honestly, Nevis, this is Museum. Nice big central area, essentially 3 lanes. I mean, there's a second story. We're about to go up there now. This is where Breadman is. It's nice, man. We've got some decent lines of sight. Snipers are going to have a lot of fun here. We played Hardpoint on this map. We played
Dude, he's
Prisoner
fried.
Rescue.
This is actually
Courage
zero
and I
and AR.
clutched up big time last night, like
Listen
a
to the
2v5.
gun
I
sound
had
in
the Prisoner on my
the
back. I was
bullet
sprinting,
spray.
and I could hear
This is
Jack picking up
wild.
3-4 kills. Let's go, baby! Screaming. I'm
That's the
there
guy.
sprinting.
I'd be that guy on the team too. I'd be carrying. Yeah.
It was great. It was really great. We had a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool,
You
you know, the
hear
opening
the
breaks and stuff. Like
sounds?
He's on a
that feels
15
good.
streak, by the
I
way.
wonder if that's just like...
He's literally annihilating the lobby. Yeah, let's stick with him. He's on 15 in a row. Another cruise coming in. Bang!
This is the Elgato replay of how this all started.
Zane. Oh,
Got
he gets
another
2 again.
two.
Just ripping him.
It's the same 2 people. No, sorry, this guy. Oh, it's a replay.
Oh, it's a replay. Okay.
He was on 15 in a row. I thought he got another one. I thought he wrapped his
It is
streak.
a replay. I was like, dude, he just got the same fucking 2 people in the same place in the exact
Symphony,
same
dude, when he was casting
streak.
the pregame lobby.
Oh, and it was a tournament.
I thought he earned another one.
Glorious.
Well, last
Dude, he's
thing I saw
popping
was 15
off.
streak. I was fired
Yeah,
up.
that, my hypothesis right now is like, in the game it doesn't actually shake, but it only shakes on your screen to disorient you. So literally, as long as like the initial dot stays kind of like in your mind trained of like where they are, instead of like looking at the display of the screen of what it's showing you, I feel like you're gonna win your shots. You're gonna have a lot better like understanding of the game. I think that's what's happening. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. And of course, you're gonna fucking. Well, actually, it's been like
Wait, do you guys
30
see the
minutes
movement, though, that I was
plus.
talking about? Like how when
before
you're
it,
moving,
it
like your whole
fucking
body,
did
like
that.
it's different
bad.
than
I
other
think
Call of Duty
resetting
games.
it.
It's very hard to put into words, but once you get your hands on this game, like you can tell everything moves with you. Like
Dude,
usually
he's
the gun's
going
fairly
off.
stationary, but like everything is moving with you at all times.
What content creators is he playing against?
For more of the hardcore players, the
Yeah.
players are going out there and they're like jiggle
He is
peeking,
just-
your hips and your head.
Yeah,
move
like
now.
everything's going.
So it's a little bit different. When you play the 3P mode, you can get a better understanding of like how that looks, and you'll see that a little bit later today.
Just
but
like the physics of the character.
the physics
Dude.
of the character has been reimagined, so it's
He is
different.
just
Throwing the
going.
shoulders.
You got to be a little careful. I mean, everyone's like,
Dude,
Shakira
like
out there throwing
he's
hips
literally
around.
like
You gotta be
people say he's
very-
camping,
I
but
mean,
no,
if
this
the
isn't
animation-
camping. He's definitely. Look at that angle that he held. He just held a heady.
Can be and it's been so much fun so far.
Dude.
Oh, is this what it looks like to be on the other side of the bread man?
Yeah, that's what I was actually wondering.
Wait. We're gonna get up there and kick his ass.
Oh.
Dude, he's
I
seen
think
her.
that was Breadman.
Wow.
Yep, I believe
This
that was
guy's
Breadman.
cracked.
He's got 25 kills.
He's got
I think it's because he's got a UAV going on, but
I mean, this is going on the timeline. for
sniper,
sure.
one of the new
Redman's got
snipers
clips for
here.
days.
Interesting looking. Let's peep
I mean,
this.
Destroy's calling the streaks to the
I'll get the
SAE
quick
above.
scoping.
What do we got here?
We got a sniper. I
Just,
see.
I just think about, imagine loading in, like trying to check everything out, run some different guns, and Breadman's just up top.
Yeah, no. He just looked dialed in. I don't think he said a word. Hit it! Ah!
Damn.
ADS not quick enough there.
Not
Two
quick
posts
enough,
up
yeah.
on the bridge, just shutting him down. But
so he has the pistol on Miles. Remember we were playing with it? We turned into a fully auto sub yesterday.
Yeah,
The girl in the red
what?
playing on
Yeah,
mobile.
so of course, Gunsmith is ridiculous. 2.0.
Yeah.
You can turn your sidearm into something pretty mean, and then of course the ledge hang mechanic. I'm hanging on ledge.
Dude, I wonder
Clint,
what
you were singing the Spider-Man song earlier.
in
Hey,
his
man,
position the
if
guy was up
Spider-Man
top,
carried
like
a
frying,
Glock,
using
yeah,
that,
baby.
that character deploy,
It's
or whatever the fuck
crazy
it's
to
called,
see
the
like how much damage you
like
can
the
do
fake
with that thing,
dummy
and
blow
just, I mean,
person.
it's something that we have to learn now as Call of Duty players. I have to now look at funny ledges and see where
Oh,
players
did you
are.
get Fred?
I was also trying out some of the field upgrades yesterday for the short amount of time that I did have. I tried the camera one. It was so interesting. Just like throw it down, go hide in a corner. You can see when they're pushing at you. It's
You hold
pretty
your
lit.
own. You hold your own flank at
Yeah,
that
you got your own choke points.
That's great. And again,
It's not
another
like-
thing. Oh!
Damn. A little bit quicker with the ADS, and I feel like
nearly got
he's
both of them there. And of course, Isaac, one of us,
yeah, he'll be
coming
frying
from,
with it.
from Europe, made the long trip across.
yeah, I was wondering how many people we had here internationally. I've casted over him in a bunch of Warzone tournaments. He's made some deep runs. Guy's a monster. But as he's just trying to hit some snipes and try some of the different weapons out, Bredman's kind of been annihilated in the lobby, but there we go.
There we go.
Another shot gonna hit, bang.
I'm already really liking the sounds of these guns. I'm liking the
Right?
crosshairs look. Like, this is something I cannot wait to get. Oh, hello.
Bredman just got a 3-piece, and then Isaac followed up with the 4th in the feed. That was very satisfying.
Oh yeah, they are just tearing them apart, it feels like.
What's that field upgrade he has there? I can't tell.
They're close in
That could be
score.
a portable radar.
That might, yeah.
So that little bad boy kind of gives
Portable
us
radar.
a local
Yeah,
sort
that's
of UAV.
pretty nice.
The radius isn't obviously
Like a personal
great, but,
thing.
hey man, in a pinch, I'll take it.
Dude, look
Oh, he's doing work with it now.
Right on the
He's putting a
panel
little
of the
bit of work.
window, so the first shot didn't hit. Second one, that'll go through.
I was using this yesterday. It's a powerful shot.
It
Got a couple
feels. It
collabs.
feels. Oh,
His teammate saved him. His teammate saved
It
him.
was Breadman.
Oh my god.
Nick Merckx was trying to assassinate Isaac.
Nick
All
Merckx
right,
was
get
trying
us
to
out
go
of
for a clip. Oh,
Fennec.
no, dude.
You run so quick with this thing.
Look how fast he is going. Yeah,
how
look at
different
this.
This POV seems versus like the sniper POV.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Is this like the average
wow.
viewing, or is that
Sean Jay?
what's the word where
It's
it's like
horizon.
your screen's
Again, this
out
is that
more?
sort of idea of,
I
like,
can't
the
think of the
different,
wording
maybe
for
not
like
play
what
styles,
it's
but
called
kinda
as
like player
it's a
attributes
setting in a
you're
game.
Going for.
Your
you know,
visual
Crowder
like
is
effect
obviously
or some
he's
shit.
way more aggressive.
Fuck, what
You
is
know,
it
he might be
now?
hitting flank soon.
FOV?
The way he's kicked himself out.
I think it's your FOV. I think it's, I don't know. His FOV might be wider. I don't know, but I don't. It could
I
be
think
how
something
fast he's
that
going
you
in
could
injury. I
learn a
don't know.
lot, that all these creators are going to learn very quickly, is there a lot more paths on the map than you know about. Like, on this one specifically, behind Crowder, there's an underground passageway where one of the flags are, and, like, I didn't even know you could go down there. Like, I had to wrap
Yeah,
the
it's in the
entire
left-hand
building
side.
before I figured out how to get underground. So
I know what you're
there's
talking
a
about.
lot
It's in the
more
left-hand
angles and
side.
a lot
I
more
already picked up on
passageways
that. It's
than
on
I think a lot
over
of these
near
creators are
A side,
expecting,
but
and
it's like
that's why we're going to see
further
possibly a lot
back.
more assassinations.
I know
possibly a lot
exactly
more
what she's
credit
talking about.
corners, and people just popping out of literally nowhere.
It's crazy how like I'm not even playing. I'm just watching it already. I know what she's talking about.
And that is the power of Fennec.
Ooh.
That player did stand
SMG.
Yeah, he's in the perfect area to use
He
this
is.
weapon.
Yeah, he's close quarters. He is
Going out
frying.
and get peaks, close range combat. It's a lot of fun to use this one, man. I was using it in the majority of the games.
I mean, they're not doing a great job in-game. They've got the lead for now, but again, classic Dom. Capture the flags.
Okay, so it does
UAVs
sound.
and all sorts
I know. I
of
remember
stuff.
earlier
No
they were
one's,
saying something
I
about
don't
how
think we'll go
like
too crazy with
the
any of
people in the
close
game
range choices. We
telling
did see
you
Crim
are
6 with
not
the
being in your
VTOL
ear
earlier
so
against
much in
Classic
terms of
from
like
F19.
if your objective's
I
being
wonder if we
taken,
can see any
but
more today.
it does kind of.
Ooh, you
I
saw that
thought I did hear a
I
little
can
bit
imagine, I mean,
of
this
something
is the chance
of
to
some type
test
of
every
caster
bit,
telling
run
you if
through,
your
try different
objective is being
weapons. I
taken.
mean, as much as I say that, we know how
That's
a
a
lot
good
of these
thing.
people are. They're going for crazy clips.
I was like,
They
there's
wanna
no way
drop
they're gonna
bombs, they
remove
wanna have
something
high
like
kill
that.
games. So some are going to find stuff they like, little combination they feel comfortable
Dude,
with, and they're going to send it. But Crowder, yeah, he's in the mix right now. Movement, I mean, he seems
I'd
pretty
bait.
comfortable so
I would
far.
let my
Just
teammate behind me bait, or
little hop
yeah.
chows.
Yeah, the bunny hop.
Freebies.
Like earlier, just hopping around. You can even hip fire this
Dude,
one.
he's
picking up a
frying.
ton of kills. He's loving this class.
Yeah, this
up.
is
He
a nice
switched it
map
up.
to fry on with this specific gun
One of
or
the
any
big
other
things, I mean,
SMG
before
for
the
that
show
matter.
started,
But yeah,
I
he
walked
is
around,
fucking
talked to as many
frying.
receivers as I possibly could, and I was just like, you know, you've had a tiny bit of time with the
Look,
game.
he's not even like ADSing as well.
Almost
He's
every single
primarily
one
just
said, I'm
RTing.
really struggling not to slide everywhere.
Or hit firing,
So
really.
he's
I say
doing that
RTing
used
because I'm used to
from
fucking
W19
Xbox
all the way through the
RT.
Warzone when, you know, we're on Caldera.
But yeah, no, he's
It's not the same.
literally
It's not the
just
same.
hit
I can
firing.
say that just from all the Warzone I've played, like
And it doesn't look that bad.
it's gonna take like my hand, just the muscle memory of it. Like I'm just so, I've been slide canceling now for years across the map. It's just gonna take a little to get used to, 100%.
Yeah, they're talking about
Yeah,
slide
I-
canceling
my
right now.
hands are
I'm
gonna
actually
be
happy
very
that that's
happy
not much of a thing right now.
to do that
I
constantly across the
remember
map.
Yeah, if you
Scump
try
and a
to
lot of
slide
the
right now,
pros
you
were like,
might-
dude,
might even
fuck
slower, just
slide
sprint.
cancel.
Honestly, yeah.
It's
But
too
yeah,
much
well,
work
again,
on
it's
your
how you
hands.
use it.
It's
The
too much
dive is a
work.
really great
It's
mechanic.
like
The
putting too
shaping,
much
the
of a
slide
strain
gets you
on
in
us.
different positions.
I
Obviously,
agree.
The lever
Like
my head,
I
the
play.
bald head. So I think the diving.
I don't want
thing's
to say
gonna be
like
good for me. Just
professionally,
like a
professionally, but
bowling
like I
ball,
definitely play
you know? Just
competitively
sending
as much as I
right
can.
door, sitting it through a window. Maybe I diving into someone. You think I can knock somebody out that way?
I wonder if there's an attachment for you.
You? Yeah.
Like it's like a unicorn
Like a
type
bayonet
power?
or something.
Yeah, bayonet on my head. Okay, that sounds sick though. Honestly,
hold on.
if the devs are listening, let's think about that a little bit.
A bayonet dive kill.
Oh my God, I want that immediately.
I'm thinking like, you you know, I've got this idea of like, you know, Yondu from Guys. He's got a big fin on his head.
Yes.
But make that a blade.
Absolutely.
Isaac. Oh, quick swat again. That is his sidearm. That's his pistol. Again,
Sorry, I'm being quiet. It's I'm just like really focusing on certain gameplays and certain weapons.
So satisfying when you get to kill the
Even though I'm not playing, I'm really trying to get ahead of the game with like what game works or what gun works well on what maps and shit like that. Like this is a very wide open large map, so I'm thinking like snipers, ARs, definitely no SMGs on this specific map right now.
Across the map.
Like, I'm just really trying to like jot down notes and actually I really don't need notes because I have this like bot to like back up on.
That's a dub.
Snipes feel fast and fun again.
64.
What?
We thought Bread was popping
Damn.
off. Destroy's up there frying. He's got double the score of everybody in the lobby.
Nice.
All right.
Look at this. Oh man, through the door with the
He was
pistol. A lot of
popping
windows
off.
on that map as well. A lot of glass above those door frames. I found on, you know, keeping the teasers out, but like opening breaks and stuff. A lot of sweet nade spots already.
Not
yeah,
bad
I
in
can't
terms
wait.
of
I can't
like
wait.
I don't know. We'll
Peak
see.
of the
Like
making
because
as well, of course, while Isaac gets
so
ready
they
to
have
do his
a
next game.
vertical
So much.
instead of a horizontal, they have
So
a
much
vertical
in
kill
Modern
feed
Warfare
display
2. We're
towards
almost
the end
actually
there,
ready
which
to
is
keep the
nice.
show rolling,
I
keep the show
personally like that
running.
better.
Jess, you're down there with Zuma. Tell us
Zuma,
how Tommy's doing.
let's go.
Miles, that's right.
Let's
I
hear
am
it.
right here with Zuma, Tommy Properato himself. So, I mean,
Ex-pro.
you have now had your first taste of Modern Warfare 2 here at COD Next. What did you think?
Oh, it's incredible. The game feels super smooth. The gunplay is awesome. I like the time to kill, and the maps are dope. A lot of close quarter.
Yeah, they're pretty good time to kill.
gunfights, And you know, I've been having a blast, man. The chat's loving it as well. They're loving it.
So there's so much to talk about, you know, new modes, new maps, changes to the gunsmith, but what really stands out to you? Like, what are you excited about?
I'm really excited just to get the competition going. I mean, I'm excited for the CDO, and I heard them talking about ranked play, so, you know, I'm really excited for that. And Warzone 2 looked incredible as well. I was talking to Repulse. We're going to be the Warzone duo this year, so I'll be bouncing around between the both. But I'm just excited for something new,
Yeah.
you know, a new game. And it's been a lot of fun to play, and there's so many
TDL,
new
I'm
creators
happy
here.
you mentioned that.
And just thank you to everybody, and thank you to Call of Duty for the opportunity to be here. It's awesome.
And then, you know, real quick with Modern Warfare 2 on the horizon, what does the year ahead look like for you?
Man, just a lot of shows, man. A lot of flanks, a lot of streams. I mean, the content's going to be pushing all year. So excited, man. Zumafi's going to take over, and we're going to have some fun.
He's trolling.
All right, well, thank you so much. That is all from me for now. I believe I'm handing it off to my dear friend Lottie.
Thank you so much, Jess, and it is so good to be here. My name is Lottie. First time on the desk, first time, of course, being in this incredible arena. I have a lot of wonderful folks on this desk, but it is now time to chat about an epic giveaway from our friends at Jack Links. Each Jack Links supply drop includes a brand new copy of Modern Warfare on the platform of your choice, delicious Jack Links limited edition products, and brand new epic in-game items that I
Was it
promise
like a chance
you'll
to
be
win?
dying to get your hands on.
Or is it like
Check
a
this out
guaranteed?
on how to enter.
Wait, what is this?
Looking for an epic way to celebrate the launch of Modern Warfare 2?
Right.
Jack Links has got you covered, giving you the chance to win the ultimate Modern Warfare 2 supply drop.
Chance
Keep an eye
to
out
win,
during the
okay.
broadcast for the Jack Links Sasquatch to appear on screen. If you see it, grab your phone and scan the QR code, following the prompts to qualify for entry. Tune in to Call of Duty Next. Squad up with Sasquatch
I actually
and
think I
level
have
up
a
for the
QR code
ultimate
reader
viewing
on my phone.
experience, courtesy of Jack Links. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, folks, so keep your eyes peeled to spot the Sasquatch on the screen throughout the show. Scan that QR code and enter all your information for a chance to win. But it is my absolute honor and pleasure to be on the desk, of course, alongside Maven. But we also have Jeff and Joe on here to talk all things Modern Warfare 2. Of course, our multiplayer design directors here. And we're just going to get a bit nerdy, to be honest. You know, we're going to look at a bit of gameplay. I am so excited to talk about it. But Maven, I've got to ask you, what do you want to dive into first? We have the two guys that are going to answer our questions.
Well, first off, by the way, you guys killed it in the opening of the show.
All right, keep you guys out for the
started real
fucking
smooth. I'm sure nerves are going.
Sasquatch.
But it was awesome to see. But I know we're gonna have gameplay that's gonna be popping up. We're gonna chat through stuff. But I think one thing I kind of want to chat through is just there's been a lot of significant changes. You guys are always looking to how to kind of tweak the wheel a little bit. Can we chat through kind of the perk change and
perks?
where your
Okay,
head was at
yeah.
with regards to that? Because
This is going to help with like RNG players and shit.
It's interesting.
Yeah, you know, perks haven't really been touched for a long time in the series.
Ooh.
And I guess by nature they're passive, and so most of the time we found people just, you know, find the three that they like, and that's it. They kind of forget about the.
I said that earlier. That's me.
Yeah.
Like, I find a few I like, and like that's my class. There
so
we go.
we just wanted to come up with a system that was a little bit more engaging, and so we grouped them into 3 different categories. You get 2 to start with, and then you pick a third, and then you pick a fourth, and they're rewarded as you play.
Okay.
You really like how they proc
as
it.
you play, so it
I
doesn't
mean, an announcer
determine
comes up,
like
tells you
kills
what
or
perks
anything
you
like
got.
that.
It kind of
like Modern
re-engages
Warfare
you
did.
with what's available, right? And they're earned through time and score, so eventually you'll get them. And you're
Time
not
and
gonna,
score, okay.
It doesn't reset on death.
So like score does benefit
It
a
allowed
little
us
bit.
to
but
kind of
full
like create a
revive?
couple
Look at
more
this shit.
powerful perks and put them at the end because you're not going to have them the whole match. And there's some interesting depth there where you can say, okay, UAVs are really powerful early match. Like there's different things you can do where you're kind of like, if you're one of those players who really wants to noodle, you're like, okay, I know these aren't in play yet.
Well, I guess, listen, it's very different, but I'm also a big like RPG guy, so I like the process of like unlocking things and earning things. It's just like at the core of who I am. So I dig that, just like the progression over the course of one single map. I think is very cool.
Yeah, it just feels good. It feels good. It feels good to be reminded what you have.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, and I guess we didn't touch on actually is the packages,
Kinda
right?
like an SD map.
We're talking a lot about the theory crafting of what you set up.
Yeah, oh, yeah, this lane right here, this lane is fucking
so
sick.
early on, you just say, you know, I want this playstyle. I just grab this package and go. And then later on, when you're like, okay, I like that, but I want to noodle a little bit, you can hop in and create your own packages.
You know, that kind of, it really, people can see that through the default loadouts. And we've packaged based on those kind of player behaviors we were talking about earlier. We've usually shipped 6 or 5 default loadouts, but we have 6 with this one.
Okay.
We found 2 for each behavior. And so those perk packages are already in there. And it's something different in this game. We actually allow you to attach a field upgrade within that, within each loadout. And so it's a little bit more micromanagey, but it felt to us that you're kind of more creating your class and your character for, you know, in that. So people in the beta should really try out those default loadouts because we put a lot of time into how those play.
Well, I'm curious in like playtesting, did you see like a, I'm sure everyone has a way they view themselves as a player. Like maybe you want to start as more of like a
man, that's my
type.
man's
Did you see,
right
like,
there.
as people got more comfortable with the game, like an evolution towards maybe a faster pace, or what did you notice when playtesting these different types of things?
Yeah, I mean, I think overall most of our players are rushers.
Yeah,
but,
you know, you're not wrong.
Depends on the circles you run, but you know, there are these other players, and we wanted to just make sure that we're supporting all of them. And so, some of the field upgrades can be more Sentinel and trying to hold down positions. But that's why we added in the DDoS, like we said, to kind of just say, I've had enough. I want to pause all this stuff and make it go away. But we also leaned into creating game modes that can facilitate this kind of siege gameplay.
Now, we talk about the rushing players, right? But we also want to talk about the pacing, the movement, what it looks like, how it feels to be in-game. And when I got a chance to get on the sticks yesterday, something I noticed is it is a little bit slower paced, right? We're going to be sprinting round, not sliding round. And I think another thing I want to talk about is the dolphin dives. I've been diving down escalators, getting prone, looking at hard points, trying to figure out, can I see bomb site B or A? Like, it's pretty incredible with the movement and how it feels. What was it like making that? What were the decisions behind that pushing forward? Because the feel of the game is huge.
Yeah, I think fluidity.
Sorry, I seen a QR code pop up on screen.
Really
I got it.
Right? But we did like some small
I was quiet the whole
tweaks,
time.
Right? Like slide has a little bit more
I
of a
got a chance to
hang
win
up,
something
so
free.
that people
Fucking
aren't
go
just
for
sliding
it.
around the map, so that they're actually moving through spaces, checking corners, and kind of like pacing themselves. But the general movement of guns should be almost exactly the same. And Jeff and I regularly check in. We're like, okay, how are we doing? Like, let's look at last game, let's look at this game. And we try and be consistent in that regard. But there have been these small tweaks, and the dive is one of those tweaks. The ledge hang is one of those tweaks.
The dive,
and those will change how people move through a space, right? You won't throw yourself over a wall, you'll peek that wall first.
Yeah, I love the ledge hangs because, just testing out yesterday, being able to kind of ledge hang
hangs, we've seen
and
that
really
in the
use
preview,
it as intel as well. I think when it comes to multiplayer and competitive side, that's kind of where I'm at here, is being able in S&D, just being able to know where people are, give that intel to your team, peek that back down again, making sure you're not getting your dome ripped off by a sniper, of course, major stuff here, and exciting that the fact that you can get your secondary weapon out and start to put a bit of damage in and help out there. So in terms of ledge hang, where did that come from? What was the idea behind it? Why is it so
I'm kind of curious about that
for
the ledge hang.
To be honest, it came out of face planting too many times, parachuting in, just missing that ledge, and you're like, nope, that's frustrating. Let's fix that.
So that's like a Tim Tatman moment.
Whether you've been playing Warzone,
He's talking about face
you're
planting
trying
and
to,
shit
hop
and like missing the
grab
ledge.
it,
I've seen a couple clips where Tim
it's
Tatman
like you
like
want
gets
to
so
hit
close
the button
to
to
it.
like activate
They
the
can merge
pull-up,
too.
and then, you hit your shoot, and you're
but that
like
was a
falling
different game,
down.
though.
It can be so frustrating.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, that's
What
where
game
it
was
came
that?
from.
That was
Yeah, it was
that was
also
a
the high
different
mantle too,
BR.
right? Like late when we were developing Modern Warfare, and then Warzone started to come out. We had these walls and things. We ended up turning up the mantle height in Warzone.
Okay.
And it didn't feel as polished, but it allowed people to get over walls they otherwise couldn't. But like I said before, you kind of commit, and now you're like throw yourself over a wall and get shot as you make that transition. So the high mantle is definitely like get up, you can peek, or you can just double tap it and pull yourself over if you're in a hurry. It just adds that extra layer of like I can be a little bit smarter about how I move through the space.
That's a good note that we make all of the equipment, all of the movement, and all of these things for scalability, and we have to kind of check ourselves that everything we put here is going to show up in Warzone.
Well, now you've got this like metaverse of like there's so much.
It's a big kind of like I was saying earlier, right?
It's
like
not hard, man. I'm sure.
It's like how do you add different things in and make sure it all stays in check and not mess up this ecosystem.
Dude, look at the calling cards and the emblems on there. That's kind of sick.
When I view it,
I wonder
what
if they
has
get to
been
keep
the one
those.
thing, at least for
almost
me,
like
that really
unique
separates Call of Duty
them.
from a lot of other shooters. It's like it does feel so fluid, but like there's a limit to that too. You don't need to be an amoeba. Like it's just like floating through the map. Like you want to be some realism to it, but like how can you add that realism and the ability to? I mean, think about. I don't know, 10 years ago, what you were able to do with just like interacting with the map and what it's come to now. I mean, it's insane how much it's changed.
We had to argue to get sprinting into, I think it was COD 4.
I'm sure.
We didn't have that, and so like just the evolution of where.
Yeah, it's come a long ways. I played the very first one, so yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty special, and something else that's a bit special as well is the fact that we have all these content creators behind us. We have an Elgato replay for you guys. It's actually Myth here on Prison Rescue.
Okay.
Just gonna check this one out and see exactly what went down here. And Prison Rescue is gonna be a really exciting one, of course, because you have to get that objective done. You need to go rescue the prisoner.
Oh yeah, I remember this where he got in there.
Because that icon does disappear. You know, how did it work with this prisoner being able to put them in the game, knowing that somebody's going to have to run this prisoner back and extract them, and having that defense to be set up later on and have to completely and utterly change the game, go to that defensive mode.
That's pretty sick.
What was the kind of makings behind that?
So it was actually kind of a hard mode to make, and we went through all these different iterations.
I fuck
we
with
had
this.
these problems where we're like, hey,
this is like some like rescue the prisoner, protect the president type
people,
shit.
They weren't able to, right? We're like, hey, do this heroic thing, and rounds just kept ending in elimination because it was so hard. And that's why we added the radar sweep that you get when you get the prisoner, and that's why we took the icon away when you pick the prisoner up. Because we were going through, and we tried with one prisoner, we tried with two right next to each other, we tried all these different iterations, and it took a while before
almost 2 hours in
clicked. And often when you're making game modes, you don't
minute
really know.
or
like
not a minute, an
pretty
hour and
quickly,
50
like, oh, there it
minutes.
is.
Yeah.
But this one took a lot of work, a lot of finessing. And then we finally got it to where there is this balance, and we're seeing more hero moments. And that replay we saw, he actually, I think of that one, but while we were talking earlier, I saw him actually pick up the prisoner and take it all the way to extract and have that run, and that's what we wanted, that hero run.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about like how crazy it's gotten. Like I don't envy you guys at all. I mean, I do. You have great jobs, but like the fact that you have to think about like everything within this sandbox, like from if you're trying to make a new mode, like how is some new movement or anything going to affect Warzone? How's it going to affect Ground War? Like,
I think at every game you have that moment at the end of the previous one. You're like, okay, how do we squeeze more blood from this stone?
Yeah, right.
And it's like, but then you start iterating and trying different things.
Yep,
and
here's the tunnel
you
that
do
you
kind of like, all of a sudden it's ballooned, and you're like, oh no, we have to cut stuff. We have too much.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, Joe, this is a pretty hard question, but just to kind of wrap things up here.
It's like a route underground to the
I think when you talk about Call of Duty, when you listen to feedback from players and different generations, they always talk about that nostalgic feeling that they get when they get on the game. What is it about Modern Warfare 2 this time around, this title in particular, do you think that is going to bring generations back, years to come, and say, look, Modern Warfare 2, was my game, and this is why I want to play it year in, year out?
Yeah, you know, nostalgia is a weird thing, and I know from working on past games and people speaking so highly of these different things, and it's kind of where you're at in your world and your friends and things like that. And so for us, we can't really control that, but we try to lay out kind of, I don't know, for the lack of a better term, like you're kind of laying out a nice meal and you're hoping that everyone enjoys it. From all the systemic play with all of our equipment and all these different interactive systems, we're just hoping that fans find new and
Akira,
crazy
good thing's
ways
not working.
to play the game. I don't know. What about you?
You just want it to be fun. I mean, at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Because it's
Ooh,
nostalgia,
that
you gotta probably
mag,
some of
dude,
it
he
out. Like,
held
some
it all the
stuff,
way.
that's
50
tough.
round
Yeah,
mag. Look
you
at this
don't know
gun.
what's gonna
I just
hold on
realized
nostalgia,
that.
right? You don't know.
This
And
is
I
an
think
AR,
one
I
of our
think, and it's a
strengths,
50
though,
round
is that
mag.
we-
Maybe
I
it's
run
an
into people
SMG, I
all
don't
the
know,
time,
because
and
the
they're like,
magazine's
I'm
on
an
top.
SMG player. I'm a Warzone player. I'm a Plunder player. Like
Maybe it's
you
like
know,
a
like
it's like
I
an
love
AR build,
TDM,
but like an
that's why I just play
SMG
that.
type.
And so it's interesting that we're fortunate to be able to make all these different offerings so that people can come into our game and they're like, I love big war vehicular combat. I'm going to ground war, right? And so I think that's an advantage that we have, that people can find their place, the thing they love, bring their friends in, and then years to come.
Dude,
they're
look
like,
at
I
this,
remember
dude. He is
that was
literally
awesome.
just
Yeah,
opening
a
up
bunch
this
of different
50 round
experiences
mag.
for sure. And I gotta say, the fact that we haven't even really scratched the surface yet, you know, we're here at the reveal, we're seeing it for the first time. There's so many questions that we have as well. I want to know what some of the challenges have been for you guys to develop this game, to really get it to the point that it is now, where you are comfortable
There
to
we
show
go.
it to
Finally
the
it's
world and
loading.
reveal
This
it. You know,
QR code
what
for
some of
Jack
the
Links.
hardships been along the way in this ride?
You know, I think the big kind of elephant in the room is just, you know, a lot of this was made from people's homes, you know? You're looking at
Oh,
people's
yeah,
art
with,
and work
people's
that,
homes and
you know,
shit.
people
Yeah, 'cause
in
COVID.
their home spaces is their living room.
Wild.
Yep.
They're-
Wild.
I work out of a
Yeah.
shed in my backyard. There's people in their mom's basement.
I bet it's a cool shed though.
Not really. But hot. You know, but the fact that we can get this done through
Whatever
you know,
this QR
millions of
code
Zoom
link word
meetings
took
and
me,
millions
it's
of
just
kind of,
loading
and keeping everybody up to
consistently
date
now.
and so many different studios, not just ours, you know, all these different Activision studios to kind of keep on point and make sure that everything is, you know, good and great. It's been
I really like this
tricky.
map.
Yeah, I think it's. I think it's a great segue to, like, we have a really talented team.
That
and
helicopter
we're
on
up
this
here
map reminds me of
representing
that other
team,
map,
whether
Shoot
it's
House, I
the
think
team,
it
the
is.
engineering
Maybe
team,
not
the
Shoot House, but
animation
like
team,
a
our team.
similar map.
And they're all
where there's a
specialists in what
helicopter
they
as
do,
well.
The fidelity on our view model animations, the guns,
And it's a
everything,
Modern
the art,
Warfare
the
map.
maps, the design. Our
It's like this
geo designers,
helicopter
they make these
with the
66
ropes
type
and
maps. They
shit.
make these huge ground war maps, and they put it all together into
It
this
reminds me
massive
of the
big
other
map,
one
and
with that
everything needs to
helicopter,
fit in.
similar
And so
design.
all, I mean, all we can do is thank
Or
them
at least for the
and
helicopter
do our best to
placement, at
represent
least.
them.
I'm kind
I'll
of
say
curious,
that.
were there any like positives for me from a creative standpoint with like the fact everyone was in the office and like everyone
like
was kind
mercs.
of like away? Like I almost feel like maybe that would
Look
lead
at
to
this.
some interesting ideas. Like when everyone's maybe not in a room and like maybe one idea kind of takes precedent, like everyone's just kind of isolated a little bit more. I just wonder if there was any like creative advantages there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were worried that kind of like productivity would go down by living at home, but we just found that everyone was so passionate about, you know, making this game that they could either play a game or their PCs sitting there and they could make the game better. And
Yeah.
they're, you know, consistently working way too much. And we're like, hey, calm down. We're
Look
good.
at the
Let's keep,
overlay setting.
so
Like
I think
look
that
at
is
the
a little bit of
layout. I wonder if
What
that's
I
like
heard
only
in
for
some
them
cases,
or
like,
if like
productivity
that's
actually, like,
something
went up,
that's
which
like
you
that there's
wouldn't
this
expect,
very
but now people are downscaling
interesting though
offices,
with
so
the
I was
layout
kinda
of
curious
it
if you just have like a
for
lot
like
of
the setting
I know superstars
opening
kind of
thing.
show
The
up
menu
and
the
pump out
menu
some
opener.
really
There we
amazing
go. That's
stuff.
what I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
it's tricky
It's
because
very
you know
unique and new
we've
and
just
different.
now been coming back
It's
in
a lot
and getting
more
kind of that kind of community in the office,
friendlier
and that has been
and
a
welcoming
great way
in
of kind
terms
of
of
solidifying the
words
game
that
and
I
getting people
describe
back
it.
in and feeling the
Oh,
you
you
don't
got
get
Nick's
the big
using
hoots
that,
and hollers when you're at
using
home.
that one
right?
gun that I was
So
using.
we get people in the office, we get them in the big pit, and we're all playing. And you're
Gold
like,
star.
Yeah, you get that feedback loop
Yeah.
of like I made good stuff and someone's happy.
Yeah.
Look, drawing back the curtain a little bit, because when I think of how to handle a brand new game, a brand new title, bringing all these exciting factors to it, I'm thinking of like bare bones, you know, in your shed maybe, with a whiteboard, you know, just writing things on, just brainstorming. What is that process like? You know, building the blocks, building the foundation behind this brand new game, putting those ideas down on paper. How does it work for your team?
Well, that's a big question.
I mean, one aspect we used was we tried to kind of break everything down as simply as possible, and that really is just like a one-on-one.
Dude, this Jack
interaction,
Links
you
link.
know? Like, if you imagine how many times a
It just keeps
one-on-one interaction
loading.
happens,
Like, I'm
in
on the page,
a
but the page is
multiplayer or
loading
in single
now.
player, and like, what does that look like? You know, they could just shoot each other, but
Maybe
you
just
know,
close
it's
and
what
reopen it,
the-
I guess.
what is
Let me
in
go
your
back to the
loadout,
QR
what's in my
code
loadout.
thing.
It almost like it's like a
reopen it.
card game where I use my flash and you use your smoke, and
Yeah,
like,
right?
And so like, we really worked on how many permutations and how that can play out. And so we figured if if we can get that to come and play out in a lot of different ways, we can make a really deeply replayable game, which should, you know, make everyone really happy at the end of the day.
Nah, it seems like everyone's having a blast so far. I mean, this in general, it's got to be pretty special to see just this many content creators here, gassed up, enjoying the game.
I mean, it's been absolutely incredible. Honestly, Jeff, Joe, thank you so much for being here, giving us all the insights, letting us nerd out a little bit, ask all the questions that we're dying to know. But I tell you what, it's about time right now to head on over to
Here
the
we
main
go,
stage.
finally
To talk
loaded.
a little bit more about COD Mobile. We've got Beef Mummy and Matt Lewis over there.
The
Let's take it over
Jacklings
to
Call of
them and see what they have
Duty
in store.
Ultimate Supply Drop.
All right,
Blah,
all right.
blah,
Thank you so much, Lottie, and welcome back to the Command Center presented by Xfinity Rewards. And it's time to finally drop into some epic Warzone mobile gameplay. And joining me here, none other than Matt Lewis. I've been so excited to bring you into this stage. He is the Vice President of Product Management for mobile.
Thank you so much. I am super excited to be here today. We just have some awesome gameplay. We have some cool new surprises for you. So I'm just really looking forward to sharing this moment with you and with just the entire Call of Duty community.
I'm so excited. I'm just ready to get into action. And obviously things are just heating up over here. And it really is impressive what you've been able to pull off here. And watching someone play, it looks great. It feels great. It's as if it's running off a console, to be honest.
It's true.
How did you guys make this from the ground up?
Yeah, it's a great question. So one of our game
PC,
pillars
Xbox,
was what we
PC.
call relentlessly Warzone. I like to think of it this way. There are a set of emotions
submitted-
and an
your
overall
submission has
gameplay
been
quality,
reviewed.
something that's felt when you play Warzone. And for us,
Received.
you know, that's something, it's a product of these proprietary combat and movement
Yeah,
systems,
know what?
the Verdansk
Just
map,
chill out.
tons of vehicles, and some unique Warzone mechanics, things like the gulag and in-game loadout drop. So you put all these together in a pot, mix them around, put some magic powder in there, and boom, Warzone. So games, they can try to match this recipe and they can spend a decade, you know, iterating and
There we
testing
go.
and trying this and that, but they're just not able to quite get there. So for us, being on the same technology, it means we don't have to tinker nearly as much. It's just an incredible advantage for us.
So how was the team able to do it and just really pull off everything that you've had here so far?
With tons of coffee.
Well, I've submitted
No wonder
my
why we don't have
entry
any
for
more
the Jack
coffee here
Links one.
backstage.
Exactly. That's
Oh,
the
there's like
truth.
one more
All
as
the
well
coffee
for
in
like,
the world is how we were able to do it.
I don't know if it
No,
was
you know,
GMC
one
or
of the
RAM or
things
something.
that I just love about this
But what is
project, it's a really great mix of talent and experience. And for us, that concoction was what allowed us to have this kind of great end product. So for us, you know, there are 4 major studios who are working on Warzone Mobile. Activision Shanghai, Beenox, Digital Legends, and Solid State Studios. So our philosophy, it's been to mix together really amazing Call of Duty console and PC developers with some of the best mobile developers in the business. Because that's what we want, you know, an authentic, adrenaline-pumping Warzone, but something that is ultimately in this made-for-mobile, amazing, super polished mobile experience.
It's been so much fun watching all of these streamers today, and this game looks like a really great time. What is the best way for our viewers at home to guarantee they will be the first to drop in and play Call of Duty Warzone Mobile?
It's a great question. It's a great question. So for us, pre-registration is going to start today. We'll have a little bit more on that later. We're super excited. And if you're on Google Play, if you log on to the Google Play Store right now, you'll be able to start to pre-register. If you're on other platforms, please keep an eye out on all the social channels. We have the social channels live now, so follow, comment, all that.
I wish they would kind of like prioritize some of the pros
on the Apple App Store for
POVs.
pre-order.
I'm really into
we have
that.
some incredible rewards.
I think
I'm
I
gonna
can
talk
go
about
to like
those maybe in a
individual
few minutes,
streams,
maybe
but
for
I'd
now,
rather
kick
stick
it
to
over,
this
check
one
out some gameplay.
and show what they're showing
Oh yeah,
instead
I
of
can't
going
wait
to
to
different
go
pro
and
streams, 'cause
pre-register for
it's-
myself. I'm just
I don't
so
know.
excited. But that brings an end to our coverage of Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And honestly, it's been such an amazing, great time here. But obviously, before we do end all of these, we're gonna try to see what kind of fun all these streamers are bringing it up over here because we are taking up on the screen right now. I mean, this ends with us just trying to introduce the game, but obviously every one of us, we want to see the gameplay. We want to see everything that's happening here, and obviously I am with the best person to talk about everything that is happening here on your screen right now.
Oh man. So when I'm looking at this gameplay right now, for me, one of the things I love about Warzone is that vehicle play. The vehicle play, the movement, and the combat systems all tied together. I'm a thumb player. I can't do the claw myself, so when I see other thumb players in particular on the vehicles, it's a soft spot for me. I just feel great.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the players right now, even if you're not on mobile, you just see this map and you go back way back 2020, and you're just seeing this map Verdansk. It's just you're basically having a little bit of a throwback from when you used to play this map, and you get to play it here on mobile.
Very
so I
louder.
feel like it's just so exciting to finally see this map back into life, and really, we're just ready to play. I know, yes, we're in alpha right now, but I played the game yesterday. It feels amazing.
I wish that just was
100%. I think you nailed it.
And
I think the team is really, really happy with where we are. If we think of the development process, we typically think about 4 stages, and we're in the second stage right now, where we're live to some amount of people in our alpha, and we're going to be entering a beta shortly. So for people who are interested in getting their hands on the game, the best way to do that, to pre-register now, follow all of the channels on social. There'll be some great updates there. And we just have loads of improvements, loads of surprises too. We just have some super cool stuff coming in. New features, maybe some new gameplay. Gunsmith is looking absolutely incredible. I think players who are familiar with it, they're just not going to believe what we have coming out with soon.
And as you can see over here, we definitely have streamers that you're very aware of already just logging in, checking out Warzone Mobile. And it looks and feels amazing. As you can see on your top left screen. We were talking about this beforehand, right? One of the POIs that we really love to talk about is Boneyard, because for me, in my experience in Boneyard, it's great. It has so many chests. You definitely can get a lot of money, but the moment that you drop in, you already know there's a bounty on your head, most likely.
Me too. Boneyard for me is my favorite. I'm a player. I like to equip 2 things. I always like 2 primaries for myself. A shotgun is a must, and I like my shotgun and my sniper. People make fun of me for it, but that's what I
yeah.
talk about this a little bit earlier is, you know, being able to go back into some of those points of interest that you like, in particular ones that were former
I wish it wouldn't do that, but you know, whatever. It's only like a couple seconds.
It's just one of the things that makes Warzone awesome.
Talkage.
I know people were talking earlier like, oh my God, Superstore, Superstore, Superstore.
Oh yeah, speaking of Superstore, I mean, I like dropping in there because I feel like I'm going on a shopping spree, grocery shopping, all the weapons that you need on the ground, they're over there. You know, but the thing is, it's in the center of everything. You're in the middle of everything. So if you want to go and just go away into safety, you're going to have such a hard time because you're worrying about people up top. Airport is right there. Boneyard is right there as well. So I feel like for me, like since we're seeing Boneyard right now, it's kind of like a safe little spot because it's right off to the side, but you still get really good loot as well.
Totally. Well said. And for me, one of the things I love about Verdansk as a player is there are these mix of different ranges. You have really close quarter, inside combat, things like Superstore. You have some long distance sniper areas. Some people I know like to go on top of Dam and try to pick off some enemies.
Big fan.
And then you have things that are great for AR, you know, that mix of ranges. So it really is kind of like, you know,
the Dam will always be
adventure.
my true home.
That
and Superstore, but the Dam, it's one of my biggest.
Well, talking about the gameplay that we have right now, we definitely want to have a little bit of a look into the different streamers that we have, because obviously you can see here the duo. We got Hawks, we got Bobby Plays, and they're definitely really known in the scene, especially when it comes to mobile. And so it's really exciting to finally see these guys enjoy the game, because we've been talking about this for such a long time. And I really asked Bobby, are you going to be here in this event? I saw your invite. I wanted one as well, but obviously I sneaked into the COD Next event and was finally here, finally able to you know, see the alpha.
Finally
but hey,
able to
since we're here,
love that.
Taking a look at what's going to happen here on the right side of your screen. You're taking a look at the map, and it's like, it's exactly what we saw in Warzone.
Totally, and it's getting to one of those end crunch periods. This is my favorite. The circle started.
Look at the thumb pads that they have on their fingers.
Circle,
they have like little
but
thumb.
It's definitely that time you got to be a little
like
bit
glove
strategic and
things
smart
on.
about your choices. There is a penalty if you get a little bit too aggressive.
And now speaking of being aggressive, it's like we were talking about it. It's really a matter of where you drop, because obviously the tier 5 loot zones, the tier 4 loot zones, you'll always have that risk, but obviously the reward is a little bit more high.
We're getting a lot of
I mean,
mobile
especially
gameplay.
if you're going to be dropping at the very ends of the map, at the very
offense,
end
but I'm not
sections
gonna
of
be
it,
playing
where
mobile.
yes, you might not have better loot, but you might have a better time not really looking for those kills. But the
Oh,
best
dude, you
thing
can
here
mantle
is you
on
need to
mobile?
find
Look at
that
that,
middle
dude.
ground in every BR game that you
This guy's
have.
got like an LMG.
For here, cash is king. You need
And
to
he
buy
just,
out,
like,
go and
dude,
find a way to buy your fallen teammates, because we've already talked about it before, or maybe even meet them in the gulag later on. I'm really hoping to see a gulag feature over here. I want to see it.
Me too, and looking at the mini-map here, there were just quite a few red dots around. Something tells me we're going to see the gulag pretty soon.
And now we're talking about the weapons that they have over here. Obviously, it's something that
Dude,
we've
I'd be
seen
willing to be
already. The
low.
Fennec, I feel like it's going to be a really good gun. And speaking of, there you go, gets one. So that's a really good start for him. So hard up. We can see Bobby Blaze. I mean, it's just like Bobby Blaze has been such a tremendous name here in the mobile scene, and now he needs to get out because he's going to be in big trouble, especially going out here with no cover whatsoever.
I don't know. He's living dangerously.
So they're basically
I don't know,
using
Bobby.
the phone as a
worried for you, man.
console.
Yeah, Bobby and Hawks, they need to find a way to, you know, just get some cover. There you go, finds one. Gets the
I don't know
kill.
if you can
That's
still
going to
do
be
that
really good
anymore.
for them so
They've
far.
forbidden
So
from doing that,
again, so far so good.
like,
And I'm really looking
I've seen
forward
that
to
shit.
kind of just talking to the guys later on after this gameplay, right? I feel like they have a lot to say.
Me too. Super curious to hear. Also curious to hear how this interaction here ends. I want to go back to one thing you were saying earlier with the loadouts. One of the things for me that I just absolutely love about Warzone is being able to have this little in-game economy and the strategic choices that happen as a result.
Yeah, I'd rotate right to these
I want to get
buildings.
my own
Blue.
loadout. Sometimes, no, I'm all about
Top
buying
fire
a
is definitely
new
gonna
score
be
streak, leveling
your
up, helping
enemies
my
is
squad
gonna
that
get
way.
exposed.
There's a really nice element of strategic choice, and it's ones that we know players in Warzone 1.0 on console and PC they just absolutely love.
Zone for
And
sure,
you know, in mobile, there's really
So is
nothing
Blue
quite
Warehouse.
like it. So just can't wait for players to get their hands on that.
Oh, most definitely, because I had my hands on it yesterday. I'm not very good at it, and that's why I'm being a shoutcaster. I'm just kidding. But
Seems like that
really just
auto
playing the game
vehicle
and playing
button
Warzone in general,
seems
it
like you got on
feels
there
as
twice
if
and there's kinda
you're
like
playing
accidental.
the same thing on
That's interesting.
console and PC. And so that's such a huge deal, especially since you're putting it in such a tiny device, tiny but powerful device, and to have the same thing here. Not only that, it has its unique aspects as well. I think we've already mentioned it before. Mobile, yes, even though you
They
already
had
have
this.
it,
I mean,
Warzone
I
is
play
here,
mobile
it
games
has
like
its
here and
unique
there, and every
features.
so often. And if I'm
Big
really
time.
into
and
it,
when we
my
started
finger,
making
my
the
thumb
game,
specifically,
we
do
listed
get
out
kinda
all
chafed.
these options.
I think
We
that's why
could
they
make
have
something
those.
that was totally not
I mean, obviously they
connected.
don't
It was
wear 'em
its
just to
own
wear 'em,
mobile
but, like,
experience. No
I
connective
just never
tissue
seen them
to
before, I'm gonna be
Call of
honest.
Duty console or PC. And
I've
on
never
the
seen
other
some
end of the
type of,
spectrum, we could do an exact port, something that felt
thumb gloves,
exactly the
thumb
same.
pads.
Had same experience, same economy, same everything else. What we decided in the end was, there are different principles that we want to achieve. We want to make sure on the
I got
core
his YouTube
game,
in his
so
name,
here,
I
the
see that.
moment-to-moment gameplay, it feels
Nova
just
for
as good
YouTube.
as Call of
From
Duty
YouTube.
console, because really, for us, that's
This
the
is
best
Nova, it's
shooter
Nova.
in the world. We want to make sure that we're rendering that properly on mobile. We just think there's nothing better. At the same time, for mobile players, there's certain customizations that are really important. Sometimes on the event
I'm gonna be
side,
honest,
the
this whole
what we
time
call
I was tuning out
internally
the
live ops
casters.
side, but also just on the controls.
Not that, like,
So we wanna make
they're
sure we're taking
boring,
those
just,
best of both worlds and adding them together into
like,
an experience
I don't
that
know.
just
I
feels
just-
like nothing else on mobile. We think we're on the right track.
I don't know.
Speaking on the right track.
I think no,
from
I said the
YouTube,
catchers. Let me
getting
recharge
these
what I
kills
said.
already.
I said I think I
it's the
tuned
first
the
time to see
catchers.
him
I didn't
right
tune
now.
the
So
catchers. I tuned
again,
out what was
where
happening in
he's at
general.
it's going to be a prime spot because it's not going to be too crowded, as you can see here, but you can also get really good loot. So that is definitely one thing that you want to have. And now for him exploiting all of these, I can see the movement is very much like Warzone. I feel like for me, that was one of the bigger questions. It's like, what's the movement going to be like? And you can see here, it's good. He's done. He's already kind of felt the game pretty right to the fact that he can get a lot of these kills. And so how was it like trying to transform into the movement coming in from Warzone, going in here to Warzone Mobile?
That's a great point. We thought movement, that's one of those things. Movement and really the whole combat experience, it's something that we just felt like we don't want to mess with it too much. It's so special. It's what makes Call of Duty Call of Duty. So for us, it's about rendering that in the right kind of way.
Call of Duty is
And
that
again,
it started on
not
the
totally there,
consoles,
but
me
man, we're
personally.
pretty happy with where we are at this alpha
Don't get me
stage
wrong, I'm happy
in the
that it's on
development
mobile,
process.
I don't
I'm
think
just so
mobile
excited to see
version of
every one of these
Warzone
streamers
Call of
just
Duty
battle it
is
out,
not
especially at the
true
very
Call of Duty.
late game,
That's
where
just
you
my
get to see the circle
personal,
just kind of closing in. But obviously, we only have a set amount of
view
time,
and look
that
and
brings an
opinion on
end to
that
what we saw when it
subject,
comes to the
that's all.
gameplay of Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Obviously,
and it has
others
been
will have
really
different
fun,
opinions
really
on that
exciting to see
subject.
all the streamers playing the game, and we still have way more lined up for you. But with that being said, let's bring in Xavier for a special sideline update.
Yeah, what's going on? WWE Superstar Xavier Woods, a.k.a. Austin Creed, here with the only, the man,
The man,
legend,
the legend,
Myth.
Mr. Myth.
I'm here with Austin Creed.
Man, the myth, the legend.
Having a good time. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you
How
too,
you been?
brother. I've been great.
Good,
I'm
good.
having such a good time so far, man. It's crazy.
Well, I love to see you. Now, first things first, we've all been at home for a long time, and now we get to come out to come do an event like this. You get to see all your buds,
Oh, yeah, it's
play
great.
Call of Duty with all of them. How does it feel being at this event right now?
Honestly, there's like a 13-year-old little boy like
Dude, I
inside
just
of
cannot
me,
wait
the
to play
13-year-old
this.
version of me
I
that's like
cannot
freaking
wait
the
to play
fuck
this.
out. Sorry, I don't know if that's loud or not, but my bad. I won't do it again. But like, I am losing my cool. Like, I think it's awesome to think about the fact that like I'm
wish
at
I
a
was
Call
there.
of Duty event and one of this scale for a game that's this big.
You know, a lot of
Well,
content creators
since you
over
got to
here
play the
originally
game
came
with a
from
bunch of
Fortnite
people
and
so
blew up on
far, what's your
Fortnite,
favorite
and
thing?
Now they're like over here on Call of Duty and shit.
Ooh, my favorite thing, an individual thing.
Love that.
I think so far what
I just think it's cool, though.
come to really like is I feel like they took what everything that I loved about Modern Warfare and elevated it to the point where like the visuals, the gunplay, the feel of everything is just really polished and
It's
tuned.
definitely,
and that's part of what I really
I wouldn't say
really
catered
loved
to PC
about
players,
Modern
but
Warfare.
it's
Nice,
definitely
nice.
a
Now,
lot
we're gonna
more
get into some battle
fast-paced.
royale
I
later
literally
today.
like I've
Is
seen
there
some
anybody
pretty wild
here that you are
strafing.
excited to
Jump
find
strafe.
and take out on the battlefield?
Give me Symphio. Give me Symphony's Pidgeotto ass. You know what I mean? I want to take him out because you know he's known as the cheater, the Warzone kid, and he's my good friend of mine. So I feel like it'd be legendary if I was able to just smoke
Symphony?
him in the new Modern Warfare 2
He's great, dude.
Warzone. You know?
I wonder how
There
the
we
myth
go.
is.
There we go. We're going to be
He's-
watching.
He's
We're
definitely
gonna see if you
older
get
than
it.
us.
All right.
For
Appreciate
sure.
you guys listening.
But
Back
I'm
to
not
you,
sure how
Lonnie.
much older. I think he's like mid to late 20s. I don't think he's late 20s. I think he's mid 20s.
Yeah, that was great. That was so fun.
No audio. Audio, guys. Or, no audio. Somebody didn't hit the right button.
Inside, how hyped
There
up
we
he
go.
is, like,
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
dude,
mean,
she just did that
everybody is.
mantle.
I feel the exact same way. Like,
Yeah.
Everybody's
Oh,
in one
dude.
room here for one reason. It's to play
You see
and be
that?
excited about
That's a
the new
clip.
game, man. You
That's
can
a clip.
hear it,
She
like,
just
the
got a clip.
passion
That's
in here.
definitely.
Everybody's
I
loving
don't.
all the
I'm
new
not
game
sure who
modes, and
she
we got
is.
one on the screen right now.
But
Like, we've
she's
had
definitely
Call of Duty
that's a
before,
clip for her
but not quite
on
like
some
this.
type of social
Yeah, it's
media
been pretty
site.
amazing. And yesterday, just being able to play, seeing your
She
own
just flexed
back
on
as well
somebody.
has been a while.
Dang,
of
if
course.
she would've won
I
that-
gotta say, it felt pretty damn good.
Oh,
and
it's a
when you got
respawn,
used
never
to it
mind.
As well, Ali, like,
Yeah.
start frying, and I know you fry. all the
Oh,
time.
I was having an incredible time yesterday. I was on other streamers' setups, so I made sure to change my clan tag to CXT, so everybody knew who was absolutely world starring them on the map. But I will say, the energy in here compared to like a
Yeah, if I
competitive
went to an
event
event
is
like this,
just-
I'd be
it's
trying to
intense
world
in a
star
totally different
everybody,
way.
dude.
It's intense in the fact that everybody
I'd
is
be
just
deliberately
so
trying to get some
excited
mantle
and
shots.
Everybody is just having pure fun and bliss, loading into a new game, figuring things out. Like the energy is just on a different level.
It really is on a different
This
level.
looks sick.
It does.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm getting
about
very
this clip
nostalgic
is
because I'm
in
seeing like the
3P,
Mountain Dew sponsors on
you
the
know,
streams and
Symphony
shit, and
used
Mountain
the
Dew's been a
corners, get that
very, very
advantage, but when
part
you
of
came
Call of
in,
Duty
I was
history
worried
Feels
about
really
and
natural.
and the
It looks really
vibes
natural.
Yeah, I
and
was
just
worried
the
about how
overall
seamless it would be
sponsors.
from, like,
Them
going
and
from DD
Doritos.
to
I wish
ending in,
Doritos here.
but it's
Them and
perfect. Your center
Doritos
kills on
made a
point.
pretty
If
good
that's,
little
how you play the
combo.
game,
It's
try to
like for
keep
the
your,
food,
you know, red dot in the
and
middle,
then
you
for
can
the
play like
but I
that,
think
right?
Jack
So
Links
it's really
unfortunately
nice,
took
man.
over
It
that
works.
one
Well,
this time around.
The only time
I guess
really
Jack
messed with
Links
it
just
too
paid more.
much for me and the
I
the
guess,
COD
I don't know.
Mobile VR, like the first iteration.
Because
of
I
it,
remember
like
in
the
Modern
kind of
Warfare 2, I'm
3P to first
pretty
person
sure. I
was
could
the
be wrong,
first
but
time
I'm
I really
pretty
messed with
sure
it much, and
it was Call of. It
it
was.
felt great. So it's really cool to
I
see
think it was
them try
both
to double
Mountain Dew
down.
and.
try
Look at
to
this
get
mantle,
up
dude.
here.
Look at that.
And you can
Look at that
also kinda-
third-person
looks really
view
seamless,
over.
like you said.
Dude,
You
that's
can also kind of set your
wild. Look at look at you can mantle right here as well.
About earlier, Ali, where I was
Look at these angles.
The movement, like it feels different. It's reimagined.
We got Aiden at the top left, Krem middle.
Yeah. You
that
can
lady
really
top
see
right.
that in 3P. That's what you know when I had that realization. I was playing that earlier.
And ex-pro players, your streamer now bottom middle. I don't know who's on the right, and then on the left.
Like to get that information. This is going to be what you want to play.
And I don't know if this goes for everybody,
All
but
right,
this is
Krem,
the first
here we
time
go.
I played a third person like this, where you actually went into your
at
sight
him go.
still, like that
Let's
you
see-
weren't
let's see
still
some
in
Krem
third
gameplay.
person when you went to ADS. So that was very interesting to transition for me, and I was curious at how it would work with a controller because I use a controller.
I guess if you really want to
like
push your push getting your streaks faster and whatnot,
how that would translate,
you
but
really
like
want to
was saying, like it just felt
obviously
natural.
it comes
like,
up
it
with
felt
time,
normal,
but I guess
and it was
like
actually really fun to play because your
objectives
FOV,
is
like
what they
you
said.
see
They didn't say kills, they
everything,
said
and, like, you play
objectives.
and
I
you
wonder if
peek
that was
corners,
specific. Like,
totally
you get it
different
faster
than
if you
in your
get kills,
first-person mode.
or is it only
The
objectives
one
in
thing I
time?
really like is like one thing I'll
General
struggle with
time.
sometimes. Like you get this really cool operator or something,
Yeah.
right? Like a battle pass comes out.
Because if
this
it's like
really dope
hardpoint,
operator,
like I'll you
and
bet your
you
ass
don't
I'm
really
gonna be down
see
until I
that
get
much,
the
right? It's more about like
until I
your
get my
gun when you're in the
my
first person.
perks and
But
then
with this, like if you get something
RNG the
dope or
fuck
some of the
around.
different emotes you can do, like
Depending on the
You
map.
actually you do get to see what you look like.
If
I
it's a
think,
small map like
going
this,
back to
I'm
quickly
running
your point
SMG.
there, Ali, about getting used to kind of the zoom in then into the ADS
Damn,
as well.
17
it
kills
does take a second
from
to get
Krem.
used to for sure. How would you handle that though?
2
Because I
assists.
think, you know, traditional Call of Duty games, you know, straight up first person.
My man Hitch
you know,
right here,
you
we
can
go.
snap really quickly, right?
Optic
Your ADS, you can put perks on to make sure that ADS is as fast as possible. This takes a little bit of time.
I
So
think
are
they're
you
definitely used to it
creating
now
when you're going around? Like,
in
what are
terms
you
of
doing
like
to try and kind of
feel for it.
combat that?
Well,
A lot
I'll
of
tell
them,
you right
yeah.
off
Look
the
at
bat,
Eric.
when we first loaded into it
pretty
yesterday
on
and got a
point.
little bit of a taste, I thought it was a bug. Like,
Look at
I
this
thought
third
you
person.
weren't
I think
supposed
that's
to be
him
able to hit yes.
doing this.
I was like, oh
This
my
third
gosh,
person
no way.
viewing.
Like, oh, they're going to be playing tomorrow and this is going to be happening. But that it was meant to happen. It was such a smooth mechanic. And talking about getting used to it, I was pre-aiming
this is
quite
gonna
a
be
bit, but as you
wild
got
for,
used to
like,
it,
corner
the hip
peeking.
fire on a lot of these weapons is actually incredibly accurate. So if anything, you're going to find yourself hip firing
This is
a
a crazy
lot
room
more
to
than
be in.
ADSing when you're playing this game
That
mode.
one guy was
Again,
up here before.
mine leaning towards the mouse and keyboard players who are more used to not
I
actually
think your centering is just
ADSing.
your centering.
Your centering is
Listen, guys,
incredible.
I'm not gonna lie. I've played tournaments.
There's some
3P
recoil
on
there.
Yeah.
We had it back in the day. Like I've grinded 3P Call of Duty. It's actually a lot of fun. We used to have search and destroy tournaments all the time. I
This
think these guys are having
domination.
a lot of fun with it.
3
You can
points
see,
to
like, it's a
capture.
completely different
Ooh,
play
I didn't know you
style.
could get up
Where
there
did you
from
come
that
from?
angle.
Hitch is surprised.
Yeah, he's not happy with that for sure. But it's absolutely incredible. And another thing, you
Hitch
get
is a pretty good
different
player.
kind of FOV feel
Definitely
for the
pretty
map
good.
as well.
Yeah.
You know, you see things in a different kind of scope and bigger picture here. I'm kind of
I wonder if
curious
he's the
to
only
see
one from
what
Altic
things
here.
look like in terms of like
Actually, I know,
playing
I know he's
from
not.
third person
You know, I
and
don't know if
how
he's the
that
only one
kind of
playing, but I
works
know
as
he's not
well.
the only one
They
from
put
Altic.
in so
Ooh,
much work
did you
into
see
the
that
game. Like
dolphin dive?
IW, I see you. You want us to see everything.
Was that a
That's kinda what
dolphin
3P is
dive
for.
he
Like,
just
Clint,
did?
That's a really good point. Like,
Is it
if
the
you're
first time I've
operator,
seen
like,
that?
I want to see that swag.
Well, I miss like
That-
it was
I'm
a
gonna be
simple
honest,
thing,
that
but back
looked
in,
like
back
a
in Blackout,
dolphin
like
dive.
the first iteration of the VR. You
Look at
had,
that
like,
mantle,
these
third
emotes
person
that you could do,
mantle.
Hulu
Look at
that
that
would go off
shit,
the
dude.
third person.
That's
And I
gonna
kind of
be
miss that going
wild.
forward because I like to see if I get this really cool operator, I want to see it more. But like to your point, seeing the character animations and stuff, like they just look godlike.
And then at
like,
top
it
right
looks-
says
it does
Hitch,
look so,
captured
so
and
good.
Invictive or something like that.
And not to mention the sneak peeks
Dude.
that we've got from like the vault and from what operators are
That's
gonna be
actually
coming off
really
of beta.
sick.
Like they
Mid
look
game,
incredible.
it's
Like,
showing
they
you
look
like who's putting in the work.
So freaking
I fuck
good.
with that.
So to that point,
He's dolphin
I'm
diving.
very, very excited
just
to
did it
see
again.
once the game releases the type of operators.
Unless
we're going
unless
to
it
get.
was like a very like a
maybe,
slight
that's what I call it. Yeah.
forward,
Like a
but
Hawaiian shirt
majority
with
of
a
it
ball
was
guy with, like, a little
proning.
bit of,
But he was still kind of going
suntan
for it a little
lotion on his
bit, maybe. I
nose,
don't
and I
know.
just always
But it
called it
looks like
vacation babe,
dolphin
and I'm gonna
diving,
need
dude.
that back.
I'm not gonna lie,
Dude,
I
look
might
at this
have
guy's
to whip
movement.
out my PlayStation again because that Oni skin, like you were speaking about,
it was
imagine
it looks so
how
good.
damn fine that would look in third person.
Yeah.
Like insane.
We're ahead in
that
terms
skin
of
was
the
Doing the walk and
score.
everything.
Oh
with
my
the glass
god.
in both
Captain
hands. Like I
D.
want to reenact that live in game.
It'd be absolutely incredible. I mean, this is
Free
already looking
fire.
so much
Do
fun.
that
I
strafe
remember
jump, you
playing
seen
this
that?
yesterday. I got in a lobby with Aiden, and yeah, that was really rough. I was actually playing on Cloaksy's station, and I've definitely given him a bad name. I've got to say.
You said that you
Yeah.
thought Aiden had a personal vendetta.
I did. I mean, this guy, he really doesn't like me. He really doesn't. But you know, it was so fun.
He doesn't
to
like
play.
Cloaksy. It wasn't you,
Yeah,
Lottie, I promise.
exactly. He's probably like, who is this? This can't be
Dude,
Cloaksy
that
for
thir
sure.
dude, it's gonna
But
be
pretty
it's gonna be
exceptional
huge.
stuff, and we can see a
The
lot
third
of the
person,
ADS
I don't know.
here.
I don't know.
Look at
I have
Johnny's
to really
face
stay with
right
the
now,
time
like,
to
he's
see
just
if
got
like
this
it's if it's something to be
like,
utilized
little
or if it's something to
smirk
stay
and
away
smile
from.
on his face, like you can just tell people are having fun, and that's what this is all about. It's been awesome to see.
Tommy was having fun. He was sitting there capturing scenes.
Oh, we're
like
2 hours
jumping
and
up
20
down
minutes
with his
in. We're
camera sort of
grinding.
angled down so you can see over the wall. Like he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I played
Trying to
this
get all the
before.
info we can.
He's having fun.
Oh,
man,
so a little bit of
absolutely
Nick
fine.
Merckx gameplay. Here we go. Okay,
Nick
okay,
Cam
okay.
if his face wasn't in it.
Yeah, like what I went.
He's trying to do the
through all these
third-person
setups. I saw the
peeking
cameras
around.
were in the right spot. How is it still only half his face? Like he moved it.
He had to have.
That's the classic Nick Merckx. It's the forehead. It's the eyebrows and the forehead going strong always.
That is the
you probably talked about
classic
this a
Nick
little bit,
Merckx
but just while it's on the screen, I've got to
camera
say,
angle.
the aesthetics
cam
of this game looks so good, and in terms of third person as well, being able to see it all encapsulated, as well as your, of course, skin and your operator that you're looking at.
All right.
Dude. And so is the gameplay here from Nick
Look at
Merckx.
this.
Yeah,
It's very
it really is. But now,
sweet.
The color I'm loving, but he's got the gunning
Dude,
on point right now. Nick Merckx absolutely.
I'm
forehead
thinking,
cam and all,
as
just
of right
fine.
now,
And
the
he's
third
already there in the
person
lobby. He was pushing up and he was turning
gameplay
left,
is
but
definitely
he had
the
his
way to
camera
go.
angled behind him.
Yeah.
Saw that,
Especially
jumped
when you're
backwards, and
mantling on a
absolutely
wall
bad.
and like the other side
You
of
know
the
Nick,
and
he's
he's
got
doing
history
like
with
college
third
freaking
person, so
dude.
How are you guys feeling about the angles? We're seeing Nick do it a little bit here and just kind of shimmying.
Yeah,
and
look
making
at
sure
these
he can see
angles.
what is behind a
He's-
corner. How are you feeling about that for third person?
I mean, he's a cut above the rest when it comes to this. Like, he's super used
He
to it.
is,
Won
because he's the
championships
other
on
games.
TV, so he's having a blast. I mean, he's played a lot of Call of Duty as well. So
I
it's
don't
like the
remember if
best-
Nick used to be a pro player, but I do know he played competitive in terms of like GBs and maybe wagers and shit. Definitely played wagers a lot, Call of Duty. So
I think you're seeing that
so he definitely
absolutely
knows
right
what
now.
he's
Just
doing in
the
terms
used
of like
movement with the
pushing the
crowds on the block.
envelope and in
He's a little
terms of like
disappointed. There's
gauging
a
what the
nade
fuck's
that
going
takes
on
him
and
out, but
whatnot.
he was tearing the lobby apart.
Yeah, he's frying right now.
Makes it look
He's doing pretty
way
good.
Too easy, I'm not gonna lie. He makes me feel like
I think this is TDM.
Yeah,
It's
he
going to
does.
75.
Even some of the POVs we went to, I think you could tell they've been playing a little bit, but his looks a
68.
bit different, without question.
Oof. It's gonna be a rough one. He's not happy. He's not happy about that. Absolutely insane stuff, though. It looks absolutely incredible as
God,
well.
I've been up since 1 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah, he's
1
fine.
a.m.
He's absolutely fine. That's your teammate.
1
That's your
a.m. on the
teammate.
15th? Yeah, 1 a.m. on the
That's what I always struggle with
15th.
when I'm playing
So.
something for the first time. Ali, I'm
Yeah,
wondering if
no,
you're this way.
I
Like,
did that yesterday.
I'm
I was
like
shooting at
locking,
teammates.
I'm shooting at
Very much
teammates,
tired.
locking on
But I'm
teammates
not only
all
staying
the
up to
time
watch
with
this
new
to get
maps
some
and
little
game.
info
I don't
going,
know,
but
I
also
always-
to
You guys just need to dial it in.
What do you
Like a
mean?
freaking
Listen,
schedule.
especially if you're not in comms either, and like you don't know the routes on the map yet. Like you run into something, you don't see that name
There's
by
no
the head.
excuse for Ali. Clint's
Let's check out this kill board at the end here.
You would have had a better
Look at this
professional
look at
career
this
than
third person angle.
Like,
Look at this
I
movement.
don't even think I'd have to put the time in, honestly.
Wait, I like this now. It's a lot more compact in terms of
I used to always mess with Andrew.
getting
Listen,
like
if I skip Kyle,
screenshots and whatnot for like social
Ant's in
media.
trouble. We're
It's
gonna take
good.
a
It's
look
good.
at
I
a
like
replay
this.
now. Nick
It's vertical
was
instead of horizontal,
absolutely popping
which
off
is
in
good to
3P.
me. It's
We
good
know
to me
he's got the
because
experience, so check out the
it's
Elgato
better for
replay.
like Instagram postings
Yeah, this
and whatnot.
guy
This is good.
obviously has been here before, but of course on a new game here, Modern Warfare 2. Looking amazing. I'm pretty sure this part he does snap off. I thought that might have been the
Ooh,
part
he
where he
pops
died. I
up
was
right
going to say
here.
surely not. But just really,
He sees two guys swinging.
from Nick Merckx. And
He
something to
backs up
expect
from the
from him for
grenade
the future. The
kills.
fact that he's getting
These
it
guys
down
swing
already.
left. He
Brand
goes
new
for
game,
him.
brand new
Oh, he
map.
backs up a little
I mean,
bit.
it's pretty clean, isn't it, Nameless?
Yeah, he was frying, and he wasn't even using right-hand advantage there. Like, literally using the left side of the screen. So
That's part I always struggle with is that toggle between shoulders. Like,
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
I mean,
The
it's very
toggle.
natural when you play more, but like at first, I'm not very. I just end up like looking at over one shoulder basically.
Yeah,
Dude, yeah, everybody's
I always
using
look
the
at
third
right
person
side.
peaks.
So tough. Left side, I always get gunned.
Dude, look at that
Oh,
swing.
he
That's
got
what
a
I mean, though. That's what I mean.
Got almond here.
Was
Look
that
at
a
that.
shotgun?
He could have got him.
I'm not sure.
I think it probably was a shotgun. That's the only way he could hide
Shotgun
that
looked
quick.
disgusting. I was watching Tim use it earlier. He was
No
running
way y'all are using
blasting.
shotguns. That's
Tim
crazy.
Tap Man with a shotgun.
Yeah, I probably need one, to be honest.
Legendary.
I probably need one, for sure. What do you guys think of the perks as well? Obviously, the perk packs, we talked about that with the devs earlier on the desk, and we
Perks
saw that
are
pop up a
interesting.
few times now on the
I'm
screen.
I'm
but
very, very
obviously
excited
having
to see how
earn
that
the
works. There's
perks
4 of
and
them.
kind of produce
You
the
know,
goods
the
and
4 and
secure
shit.
those as you're playing. It's pretty cool, too.
Yeah, we'll see
Pretty cool looking.
what people play around when it comes to the perk setups. You can create your own, but they also have different like classes. You can be a support player. Clint was mentioning it earlier. You know, you can be a sentinel. Josie was talking about that. So there's different categories. I think most people just like create their own, run some of the historics that we have at EOD.
Probably gonna
Stack
run
Battle
some
Hardened,
stuff like
stay away from
like
stuns, nades.
double
and then that's how
time
it's a
or
field
like
upgrade.
whatever
Everybody's
makes you
always
get around the
talking
map,
about
run
the time
faster,
to game. Well,
whatever.
yes, it is. It's a field upgrade. So you can still have
Probably
that
gonna
while
run
you
that,
pick your
run
additional
Dead's
perks.
Islands,
And as
and
the
maybe
game goes
some
on,
like
you get
EOD
more.
if they
So
got
you're just
it.
gonna feel like a super soldier style.
Yeah,
Just like your
interesting.
practicals.
It's different. We're gonna see how it plays
Depending
out,
on the
but it
map as
seems-
well. Like
I
also
just
you
like
want to
the
run
concept
cold-blooded
of
for like
unlocking and entering things I do, so-
cold-blooded or Ghost, one of the
It's
two, depending
satisfying.
on.
It
Probably not
goes
Ghost,
on,
maybe
you know,
Ghost. I don't know.
superb. Like,
UFVs are
we've
pretty
had,
easy to
like, some
get.
similar
But then
before
again,
back in Ghost with the
I'm like
specialists, and you
changing
felt
my
unreal when you
answers
started
based
to
upon
unlock some of the
maps.
other perks. So,
Because
excited to see
some
how
are
these guys
close
play
range,
out.
some are not, some
All right,
are
Papa.
building based.
Father
There's
of
a lot
two.
of building,
Here he
which
comes.
doesn't
Dominating
matter
the
if you have like other streaks
I
besides
love seeing a
Ghost.
sub
But
in his
then
hand.
like
I mean, this is
I'm also
this is
choosing my
probably one of the better
answers
point of
because
views
I'm
we're
also
gonna get,
thinking
as he is
about
just
league
looking
play,
to
and
be
a
a
lot of that
menace
stuff
right
doesn't
now.
matter because I don't think
Yeah.
you're gonna get Ghost. And I mean, historically, in the past, like,
Oh, do it
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
I don't think
goodness.
ever, maybe ever, I don't know.
These guys
Maybe
grinding
in
are
the
unlocking
beginning
more
COD you
weapons,
could
so
maybe, but
we haven't seen this yet. We've seen
historically,
Fenix, we've seen
you don't
the
get
Hurricane, the Emphasis Hurricane.
more dolphin
We've
diving.
not
We've
seen
seen it.
the
Look at this guy.
742 on the stream yet.
Oh, there you kind of get to see the dolphin dive, the dive
Yeah.
from the third
That's,
person
it's
POV.
gonna be nice, dude.
I still think that's what I'm appreciating the most about this is just
I am
seeing
too.
some of the animations
Some
from
dolphin
the 3P.
diving.
It just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a different beast. Nice to see.
Wasn't dolphin
I just want
diving
to
in
see somebody
Black Ops
dolphin dive in
primarily?
third person down an escalator. I'm still
I'm
waiting
with
for
that. I'm with
You
that.
can turn around mid-dive.
Yeah, 360.
Yeah, so like, people are going to be getting
Look at him
torqued
switching
out.
shoulders. You
Yeah.
see that? That's interesting.
Definitely
That's going to be
on, for
very
sure.
interesting.
I mean, the 360
for like
down an
corner
escalator is
peeks and
going to be
angles.
pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Look at him getting on the heady.
App. These guys are turned.
Speaking of,
Dude, he's
I
wild.
wanna
I know who
how
this
you guys
kid is.
feel
This
so
is,
far
who-
about
is Zapathy?
competitive
This is
play. I mean,
Zapathy,
we've
I
got some
think.
incredible pros or ex-pros on our screens as
He's
well.
I don't know if
mean,
he's
you know,
a pro
so
still,
far,
but he's,
so good.
if
How
he's
you
not a
feeling
pro
about the
currently,
pacing,
he's
how
definitely an
these
ex-pro,
guys
but
are
he's good though.
Yeah.
He's very
Playing
good.
great.
I fuck with
I
Zapathy.
think,
He's
you
a
know,
cool
the
dude.
main things are like going into it from
I followed him back to the
competitive
TK
aspect
days.
is, like the maps, which the maps are
He's
pretty
good, he's good.
Yeah.
Auto looks great, and we've only seen a
Yeah, it's like impossible for you to say. Yeah. Just gotta
By the
spend
way,
more time on
favorite
the
team
maps,
of
see how
all
they
time
play
I will
out.
die on the
Good.
hill
Like
is
for me,
TK,
when
and
I
they
sit
don't play
down,
competitive
like,
anymore.
the first thing that I look at is like the gunplay. How does it feel?
Yeah.
And it felt great.
Second
Like,
is
the
Optic,
movement
third
feels
is
good.
Ton of
You
Thieves.
got
But
some,
obviously in the
you know,
league
extra
currently,
You
it's
get
Optic
good
and Ton of
gunplay and
Thieves.
movement, it's like everything else is kind of, will be
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
If it's fun to play.
Yeah. So I think so far, like, it's W.
See, and I'm on the other end
It
of
is
the
a
spectrum
W,
where
big
I'll
W.
look at the maps right away. Like, I'll go through my attachments and like, all right, I'll try
And I
this
know
one out,
Apathy's
but
right now. He's
really
on the
when I
controller
first
right now.
load
He's
into the game right
flying.
away,
So he's
I'm
doing
looking
all
at
of
the
this on
map
a
layout.
maybe a
That's kind of
PlayStation
like my
controller or
forte, and I
an
will
Xbox. I
say
don't know, but
the Mexican
he's definitely on a
Village,
controller
that
regardless.
Map, I love that map, and
He's
like
putting
a
in work.
competitive aspect, it gave me a little bit of like a 3-lane, as well as the
Bigger maps, for
paintball
sure.
map
Definitely bigger
that
maps. A
had,
lot more
the middle
hallways. A
section
lot
of KO.
more.
Yeah, I was talking about how there's
Not
the
like
underground
sure there's
passageways.
lanes,
It's giving,
but
again,
there's
like
like a
a
lot of
3-lane
corridors
hybrid.
within those
So
lanes.
with the maps that we are
There's a lot of
given to
coverage
play
on
with
certain
this alpha
lanes.
test,
It's
I
not
am
bad. It's
looking
really not bad.
forward to the game release. I'm looking forward because for competitive side of things, at least my personal opinion, things are looking bright.
Cool.
Amazing stuff. I love to hear that. And
I like how
I love to
the
hear from some
perks on the
other
bottom
people in
middle of
this
your screen. I
amazing
fuck with
arena.
that.
We've seen a ton
And
of
they don't
action
say
so
they're
far,
consistent
of
as
course,
well. They
on
do go
third-person
away.
mode as well. But it's time to toss it on down right now to Gina Darling and Stephanie
It
to
seems
give
like
us
they
an
pop
update
up
on
and
how
go
things
away
are
for
on
like
the
a short
floor
period of time
and what's
of like
going
when
on
you
over there.
like respawn it after done.
Hi, Stephanie, and welcome back. Now, listen, we've heard it teased a couple times today. Raids are coming to Call of Duty. Now,
What do you
would
mean
you mind
raids?
letting the people at home know what they can expect for this new experience in Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah, what is this?
Thank you, Gina. It's so exciting. I feel like I have been able to announce so much cool stuff today. So this is sort of the cherry on top of the sundae for an awesome stack of all of the Call of Duty content that's coming your way this year. But raids, an all new experience, different gameplay than we've ever really brought to fans. And this mode is ultimately all about
The game mode, okay.
communication and coordination, the things
Oh,
that you
okay.
expect from a raid. We're actually going to be looking at episodic missions.
Oh wait, is
all of
raid
them
the
sort of a couple hours
bringing
in
your
length,
hostage back
starting
type thing? Is
with
that what that is?
season 1 and the launch of
Or is this
Modern
something
Warfare
different?
2, and then having that narrative, which will actually, you know, play in with the campaign, continue to play out across every chapter.
Exciting. Oh, I'm so hyped for this. Now, can we get a little bit more detail on the gameplay itself?
Yeah, so we're looking at 3-person teams, and like I said, this is all
3-person
sort
teams.
of a mix of combat,
Wow.
of narrative,
That's
and
different.
puzzles. So those sort of
Puzzles?
core mechanics of what we know and love from raids are coming to Call of
Interesting.
Duty in that style. And like I said, I think the way that the narrative will continue to evolve seasonally across each encounter and each mission. I'm stoked for everybody to get a chance to see these.
Now, listen, as a longtime Call of Duty player, lined up during midnight so many times.
Same,
and
same,
still streaming
same.
At the Best Buy.
Yep,
Shout out to the
same.
mom and pop shops too. And still streaming Call of Duty to this day. This gets me so hyped. So please let me know how and when can we dive into raids.
Right, so this is going to come with the launch of
God damn it. I'm assuming she's going to say with her either season or game. One of the
I think it's going to be somewhere in the middle of season 1, actually. So
season Season 1.
gonna be great.
Season 1 of what?
You heard it, guys. Thank you so
Warzone
much, and
or
let's go
like
back to the desk.
their the release of fucking.
Thank you so much, Gina
whatever the
and
fuck it's called.
Stephanie, and really excited about everything that is coming in. I just feel like the more the day goes on, the more we're getting, the more reveals are coming. I mean, there is so much to unpack here, isn't there?
It's just, listen, I've been a part of a ton of these launch events or premieres, and you know, we've shown
worst timing
usually
for
it's been like a multiplayer
browser to
reveal,
fuck
or
up.
maybe we'll show off like a campaign or something. Never, I don't know how to describe it.
Oh,
other than,
yeah.
like it feels
What's
like
the
we're in this
campaign
sort of like
gonna be like?
metaverse
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
With Warzone Mobile, with Warzone 2, with multiplayer coming from Modern Warfare 2. It just feels like it's
Yeah,
just
Call of
giant
Duty's really
sandbox
doing a lot.
of so much
Huh.
cool Call of
That's a
Duty
good point.
shit that I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna have League, which is competitive. We're gonna have pubs, which is regular
on the other side of things, there
multiplayer.
is something for
We're gonna
everyone,
have
right? I mean, we're getting DMC,
mobile
we've got Ground War
Warzone.
coming on our screen
We're
in
gonna
just a minute.
have
Invasion
the
Game
new
Play.
Warzone,
I mean,
Warzone
third
2.
person, the list is absolutely endless. So the
Wow,
fact
that's
that
a
there's so many
lot.
Call of Duty fans that love
Cloaksy.
something specific about
Clock,
COD,
Mr. Clock,
they
man
have
himself.
something to sink their teeth
There he
into
is.
here, Ali. And it's,
Oh yeah,
it's
there's a lot going on.
He's a good-looking man.
It's like an
Shoot around,
amusement
look
park.
at
No,
this,
you're good. I need you to let you shoot your shot.
I got distracted by
yeah.
Cloaksy. I'm so sorry. Continue your point.
I hope he sees it later.
I'm
before
so
you-
sorry.
Oh, what
I
is
hope he
this?
sees. I'm so sorry.
It's gonna
for
be one of the new
yesterday.
game modes, I guess,
Changing
yeah?
your name.
And I was just saying, it's like an amusement park for Call of
30,
Duty, right? There's just so much going on, and like we haven't
Is it
even
30 v 30?
scratched the surface of it. Like there's still so much to be
Look at
played.
this APC.
We're heading into Ground War. We're gonna see tanks. We're gonna see the vehicles. Like so much.
Dude, that helicopter was huge.
This is what
I've been waiting for.
This is what I've been wanting to see.
Look
is
at
the
this.
boats.
Wow.
See, they're going out. They're going fishing.
So they're standing up on the boat as it's moving. Okay, so they're not sitting down. It's similar to a
Stone
truck.
Mountain.
Okay.
I'm not shocked to see that. Dude. He's ready to get tactical with the ships.
Yeah. These guys got okay. I was gonna say
A B deployment.
Goddamn
I like
fucking
this.
hand.
I like this.
Zuma here,
This
so
is
you know
definitely
he's
a
twisted.
team bait. This is similar to the
he's having a
beginning
blast. It's been
stages of,
amazing to see Tommy,
of
Zuma's
that
success
other
in
game mode. Not
recent
Warzone,
months,
but like it was
yeah,
like
he's got
different
the
than
gun. He's
Warzone.
still,
It was,
it's cool to see him out here
I
competing.
forgot what it was
playing,
called,
having
but
some fun,
that's basically this.
This is like what kind of like a middle ground between like your Warzone and your multiplayer experience. For those of you that haven't like messed around with Ground War, it's just giant
Ground War.
sandbox.
That's it.
You're
I
gonna
think
see
that's
it
what
all.
it is.
Very, very different from your 6v6
They took
type
B,
maps,
so
that's
that
for
means
sure.
they're
Still with
already
a little bit
getting
of an
that
objective
time
in
up
this
for their
one,
team.
Different than Invasion. You
Oh,
can
that's a
go in-
bathroom.
Bathroom. That's a bathroom. Yeah, he said you can
and
get shit in
everyone's
there,
here.
unless
Just
it's only
trying to,
one
like, you just
Warzone.
come in here, you pull out a sniper, you pull out an AR, SMG, drive all the vehicles, like full experience of Call of Duty can be had here.
This is gonna be sick. I
Yeah,
can't wait to
that is
experience
very,
all of
very
this.
attractive. It really
I'm
does
actually
kind
gonna,
of
dude. I'm gonna
remind me
grind
of
as
Warzone. I
hard
don't know
as
whether
hard as
that's
I've
just
ever
because it is
grinded
on
at Call of
screen
Duty.
or
I haven't
whether
done
it's
it in a
just
couple of
because
years,
obviously this
just
is a
because I've
massive
been
map, but it's really
demotivated
almost like
and I
a
haven't
little
been
bit
able
of
to
a
play
warm-up,
because of the
and a little taste
consoles,
into
or
what
maybe I
Warzone
just
is,
wanted
and
to
it's
stream
the fact
it
that you can get
because
that
I
in
didn't
Modern
really want to
Warfare
play
2,
without
you can
streaming
kind
it
of come
because
out
I
of
just
multiplayer,
wanted
chuck on
to
Ground War,
stream.
and just get
And
straight
now I
into things here
can,
as
and
well,
I'm
which,
going
oh
to,
God, go on.
and I've been
That
saying
would
it
have
for
been so
over a
sick. We
year
wanna see a
now, but I
sniper shot
truly
right from the
mean
top
it.
there.
It's gonna
I was kinda
happen.
curious if he was trying.
I don't know. It
shots
probably
at
won't be
range.
like right
Let's see
away,
some
but it
swimming.
definitely will happen.
This is the breaststroke. The
It wasn't even
breaststroke.
a sniper, it was just a scope.
Because I think the game's gonna come out before Black
Wow.
Friday. It's gonna come out next month on
I've
the
been compared to
28th.
Michael
But
Phelps due to my long arms.
I don't know if
and
I'm
very
gonna be able to
athletic
play it or
legs.
not in stream simultaneously, but I am gonna be playing it and fucking
he's
grinding the
getting
fuck out of it.
damaged.
That's for
Yeah,
sure.
He's
And
either,
then,
I wasn't sure if he was drowning or getting
around
beat.
Black Friday, you're gonna see
Maybe
the
a little bit of
streams
both.
start
Hold the
to
phone.
grind and
I love how the
fucking
movement with
flood
Aiden,
out.
like you can tell he's playing it like Warzone. Like when we were first watching him, like he was busting doors open, looking at the ground, looking for high ground. And so I think that's like, it's so interesting to differentiate the play styles between all the players and creators that we have here.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And you can see right now he's just obviously selecting his loadout here, and it's something we also got into earlier on. But Ground War, what kind of loadout do you want? Obviously, it's very different from multiplayer. It's so much bigger, you know.
Ground
what
War,
are you
yep.
thinking?
You gotta have like have an AR with. You saw he just put a bigger scope.
He just hit himself in the forehead with that nade, I believe.
Oh, split.
Hey, listen, it happens to the best of us, Aiden. It happens to the best of us. Not me, but it happens.
I love that you can select your spawn as well. well. But yeah,
That's
you're
nice.
gonna
That's
run, you're gonna run
Battlefield
like a
knives
sniper,
from that.
overkill, AR.
Oh!
Nice move.
Yeah, this spawn selection is huge, by the way. That is such
Dude,
an
the
interesting
helicopter.
kind of push there into ground war.
Listen, this is what I'm doing all day. If I'm not in the back sniping ground war, like I'm in a tank, 100%. Like look how fun this is. These guys just driving around, just blasting people.
Nothing but vibes. What song do you think he's got
I
playing
wonder
in
if
the
he
tank?
can retake it down
That is a
easily.
good question.
It probably does like a shit
That's a
ton of
very
damage,
good
but it could probably like
Yeah,
go
I'm saying
down
with
with
some,
like
like,
1 to 2
AC/DC
hits with an
trailers, I
RPG
feel like
or like
there's
some
usually
type of
some
explosive of some sort.
He's trying to
Rock
shoot the water,
anthem.
see what
Wait,
you
drive
get.
the tank in the water. I want to see
Look
that.
at the
I would love
effects
to
though,
see
like the
that.
water
What's
splash
the
up. That's
one?
very
Is it the
realistic.
ATV
I
that's
fuck
like
with
can do
this.
both? It's like amphibious, right?
I'm not.
I believe they talked about it. I think in like the opening of the show, there are some vehicles that you can take right to the water. Like, this is some James Bond stuff.
They said they sink slow now when you drive a vehicle in water, which I want to see a tank sink slow.
I know.
A tank
It's kind of cool just to see people diving in, by the way. Isn't it? It's kind of cool to see people jumping into the water.
Dude, look at those headsets though. I fuck with them so bad. Look at that.
They're in the desert.
Sick.
When we come out of game and see the view like this, it just blows my mind that they were able to set this up.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Like,
the venue
Everybody
itself.
grinding, like everybody in a ground war, queuing up. It's been absolutely amazing all day, man. You can hear everybody's getting loud, passionate.
Oh, there's a hell easy this guy.
Oh yeah, there's been a fair amount of trash talk. Just, I mean, a lot of these guys know each other. They're in the same lobby.
Oh, you can walk around in it. That's sick. That's sick. That's sick. He just walked around inside the alley like it's a regular vehicle. That's
I was
sick.
looking away, back behind us.
I was wondering like why it was going so slow at first, like from other people's perspective. But now I know why it's like not moving as fast. It's because literally,
how is that not? I know. I literally was like,
literally like other people are like walking around inside the dang thing.
Maybe
That's
it's no
sick.
lead.
I think it's one of those things like just different sniper. You just got to get used to it, dude. Once you get a feel for it,
Oh,
you're
here we
hitting.
go.
Yeah, well, up close and like, you know, medium range, I was fine with sniper, but from range, it just felt.
All right, I'm
so
mute
hard.
myself over here, I guess.
It's gonna take some time to get used to. It'll take a little bit of time.
I mean, I'm kind of all for that. I'm kind of hoping, at least just from the amount of like Warzone I played. And I know we're in ground war right now, but like your really long range stuff, I'm hoping with a reduction in attachments.
Like this?
Oh yeah, what is going on here?
This looks awesome.
Yeah. Well, what sort of sniper perch is this?
It's like a chopper gun. Like, this looks lit.
And you can, oh wow, you can really walk around? Jeez.
That's so cool.
That's actually really cool.
I wonder if the back is open. Is the
I
back
need
open?
you to hit it. Oh god, out of the
Oh
combat
my
area. Get
God.
out. 2, 1.
Oh,
just
it
back
just
in.
made it.
Look, 2 of them did it though, look, noisy.
Oh. But I hope like with the reduction in attachments,
Try to snipe.
it's a little bit harder. Like, you know, we've gotten so used to being able to just beam someone at 200 meters.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more of a challenge to it.
Yeah, a little bit more of a skill factor coming in.
Oh, someone saved his life. Guardian Angel.
I really do feel like the way that, you know, this game plays so far, the pacing, everything about it, honestly, the skill gap, I feel like is there. I feel like we're going to see that a lot.
Well, that guy's thigh is no longer there.
That's
so
true.
a lot of
Very
it
true.
just ripped off with a 50 cal.
He was just moving with the sniper in his hand, by the way. Like, really quick.
The speed demon.
Yeah, he changed the attachments there for sure.
Ooh.
Hey, Cluck. What's up, buddy? I'm your #1 fan.
All right.
I ordered your merch and I wear your
We
shirt
back,
every
we
other
back,
day.
we back. Show bang, show
That's
bang.
pizzas in the background.
That's
So
a
they
big
hand delivering pizzas to the
Oh, are
setup.
they? Okay, because I'm
I'm probably
looking forward
hungry.
to
I
that.
mean, we've been
Wow.
chilling
I
here
think you're
for.
gonna
I mean,
get
I've been
hand
chilling on
delivered
my
pizza.
stream for
I think
2.5
that's
hours.
literally
And
with Little Caesars
I
going
don't
around
get-
right now.
only they know
Whatever
how
my
long
next
they've
break
been in
is, I'm
there.
throwing
Probably
back an
longer.
entire
I hope they're getting napkins.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Having pizza, watching some
Very
gameplay on this
greasy
desk right now is a vibe.
Yeah,
I mean, what I see right now is I see Call of Duty, I see a bunch of streamers, I see Mountain Dew, I see pizza.
I mean,
Dude,
literally
pizza
opening
sounds so
night.
nice.
Like,
I'm
this
not
brings
gonna
me
lie.
back to being 18, right?
I know.
Just the
I
best.
remember waiting in line for the game, go home, like, I'm taking school off tomorrow. Like, sorry, I can't go, Grandma.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
Come
Gotta
on,
put that
clock.
temperature thermometer on the radiator.
Cloak. It's
Make sure
on.
that's the highest it can be.
Oh,
Yeah, this is nasty. The snipers and the heli. Oh yeah, and
Hit marker.
this is.
Wow.
Oh, he is just flying
Oh
his that.
wow, he said I'm getting this one.
It is Pam.
What a moment.
Pamashi bombed.
Oh.
Oh,
Different
he's
heli?
ripped in there.
He's been doing this for a while.
Oh, no.
Ah, he got one though, from the
Look
chop.
at the
It
smile.
was
You can see
gross,
him.
too.
He's so happy.
Oh, I can see it now, Clint.
Graham?
All the
Here we go.
360 snipes off of that chopper.
Oh, yeah.
In the montages, like, it's gonna.
It's like what you know those moves they do off of like the diving board, like at the Olympics, right? It's gonna be like triple cow sal 720 backflip into a snipe.
Yep.
Okay.
Look, the dev said that they wanted fun, and
this
that
is
sounds pretty damn
I'm
fun
kind
to
of
me.
with that, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God!
What just happened there?
Sniped
Come
out
on,
of the
bear back
sky.
Adios.
Oh.
Farewell. Was that bread?
I don't know.
I think it was bread.
Look
I
at
don't know, I might need a replay.
Oh, we got a demon lobby. I saw Biffle in here. Jack's getting popped.
I saw Miles actually getting pretty diffy in a lobby against Biffle.
Okay.
He was top of the leaderboard.
That's who we needed to 1v1 Biffle from Tweet.
I actually think it's a Miles.
Oh,
versus
there's the
Biffle,
pizza.
yeah.
that looks glorious. Of course, Jack takes the full parade.
Oh, my mouth is literally watering just thinking about pizza.
Go ask Jack for some.
I could eat it every
Yeah.
meal, I'll be honest with you. I really could.
Oh, he's bringing the sniper out?
Yeah, he switched to his.
He was like, you know what? Let's do it. If you can't beat him, join him.
I want to know who's winning right now.
unfortunately. I think it's Cam. Oh, they are winning there. I can see just the top, the 45, 49 winning.
There we go.
I need a loser's point of view now to see the score.
I have not used this gun yet. This looks like a sniper.
Oh, I'm confused. Is somebody actually driving that?
I thought it was like a
I thought it was a spawn chopper.
I don't know, but Courage was trying
Hello,
to find
No
out.
Jay. How we doing, sir? Looking very dapper.
This is cool. Selecting spawns is just sick. I'm not going to get used to that for a
I
while.
just like the, you know, in older games, you know, you pick your spawn,
Yeah.
you sort of appear there, but now like the, whatever you call it, like the
thing.
The animation, what do you call it? Like, no, how it like takes you.
It takes
like
the
flies.
zoom, it's like the zoom in, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a word for it there that I'm not finding, but like
I
the
know.
zoom into
Transition
like your
into
spawn.
it.
Transition, there we go. That's probably what I was looking for. But I like that a lot. Thank you, Lottie, for saving my brain.
very
It was
well.
struggling because it needs pizza.
Mine struggles on the reg.
Yeah, yeah.
So don't worry. Yeah, no, I think it is really, really cool to see that. And I think it just suits Ground War, honestly. It really does suit Ground War. And I think in terms of the objective work, you can have a huge map here and you have to cover so many different areas. So the fact that you can choose your spawn spot is pretty sick. I love it.
I think Myth hybrided his pistol to like an SMG. Whenever he switches to that, look at it, because that looks
the auto, right?
Insane
So
to me.
there's an auto version of that pistol, and he has it on, but he has like a stock on.
Nice.
He's got it pretty loaded up.
It's the attachments that you can really make it your own.
Yeah. You can make an AR into an SMG. I mean, we've been saying it.
Yeah.
Do a lot with
And a
this gun
pistol
since 2.0.
into
And
an
a pistol
SMG.
into an SMG.
Maybe
That's
that same SMG pistol into an AR. Who knows?
So I've just looked at the kill feed, and Symphony is on the other team. So
Perfect. That's exactly what I need. I needed to snipe him.
Oh.
That'll bring me a whole lot of happiness.
Oh, that's a tank.
That was Optic
Can't snipe
Blake
that.
getting plucked.
I want to see that drill charge being thrown on the ground and a tank running over it. We saw it in the trailer, but I need
the one like through the roof.
No, like there's one you put on the ground. Well, yeah, you can do it through the wall as well. But I think it'll just.
I really want to see the
Oh,
floating,
okay. Oh, he's popping off now.
floating nade. I want to see so bad. The floating mine.
Oh,
Wow,
there's a
this
lot of
looks
red arrows
insane.
over there.
Yeah, wow. Oh.
That looks so beautiful. It has the
It's
whole map
awesome,
on it.
yeah.
Like, in color as well. It looks great.
Cruise missile out.
He's calling everything in. Doesn't see anyone. Oh, there we go.
I think they're inside. Unfortunately, not able to hit it, but fact is, Myth taking over the lobby. Snipe looking hot.
We've seen everything so far in this. We've seen vehicle combat.
All right, there we go.
Aerial.
Somebody was
some
at my
crazy gunfights.
door.
In buildings. Cloak was just chilling inside of a tower. So everybody.
This looks sick though.
Your specific taste to Call of Duty you can find in Ground War.
Yeah.
See the layout though of like the UI of like the settings UI. Like look at
Look
this.
a lot of the settings right now, you know, because it's
Like,
never
I
their fault.
like
it's a
how-
settings
like, it's
problem.
just- I
so
like
I
how
think
it's
we're on the
so-
hunt for what's wrong right now.
Maybe it's like
I
the
love
color
going through this.
configuration of
It's
it.
my favorite thing in the world. Just making
Instead
sure
of it
everything's exactly
highlighting
how I
in
need it.
white, highlighting in green, like with a gray
No, oh, no, no.
background, and
I
like it's
just
very
really like tinkering
chic.
with it.
Oh, yeah.
But do I blame it when I have failures? Yes, I do, Lottie.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do.
No,
It's
I think
rarely
we all
my
do.
fault,
We
Lottie.
all do, to be honest. I understand that. Got a lot
This
of
is
red up
nice.
there right now.
Wait,
Yeah,
so you
right?
can spawn in a vehicle. You see that? That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
was
says
seeing
full,
that
so
earlier
I
with
guess
the
he's waiting for
helicopter.
somebody to deboard.
That's sweet.
What?
Did not notice that.
Right, somebody get knocked out of it.
I wonder if you can spawn in a chopper, in a helicopter.
You must be able.
I
Yeah.
believe we're going to be tossing to the floor soon. I'll tell you what, I'm going to see if in the 3 minutes I'm off camera, if I can eat an entire pizza. I'm going to try to.
I would like to know if you
You
can.
want to bring me some?
Yeah, I'm going to try and find it. That's my
We'd
goal.
like a follow-up on that for sure.
Oh, dude, their team's getting dominated. It's
Yeah, here these guys all grinding. We're gonna get to see some Warzone later today. It's gonna be epic.
It is going to be absolutely incredible. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, we're just about done here with watching this Ground War gameplay. We're going to toss it on down to the main stage to find out who Jess has got and who she's going to be talking to. Jess, over to you.
who are we talking to?
Thank you so much, Lottie. Yeah, I'm actually here with one of my favorite streamers, Swish'em. How are you
Swish'em.
enjoying yourself here at COD Next? I mean, you're here among 200 of your fellow streamers playing what I can
200,
only
wow.
imagine is your favorite game. How does that feel?
Honestly, the experience so far, it's been amazing. Like, I can't put into words, like the feeling to be here right now playing MW2 and getting all the first looks, like
It's got to be pretty good.
you can't have anything better, you know? So far, like, I'm loving it. Like, I feel like a little kid on Christmas. Like, everything, like the aspect of all, you know,
I would
everything
be
in the
too,
game right
if
now
I
with
was there.
multiplayer. It feels so good, so smooth. I just want to keep playing this. I don't want to go back to Caldera right now.
Well, we've had
Yeah,
a little taste
neither would
now
I.
of, 6v6, ground war, different maps, different modes. Kind of what's your main takeaway here from this game?
Honestly, I'm loving third person right now. It's
Yep,
like,
yep.
honestly, I
A lot
didn't
of
know if
people
I
would
was
be.
going to like it or not because, you know, we've never had third person, you know, with the past COD. But honestly, I'm loving it a lot. And I love the maps. Everything, you know, is really good right now. And it's feeling, you know, smooth.
All right, Em, final question. I mean, what is next for you and your stream and your content?
MW2 grind. That's all I'm looking forward to. Can't wait.
That makes perfect sense. Well, thank you so much, and best of luck. Have fun out there. Lottie, babe, back on over to you.
Thank you so much, Jess. And you can see right now there is so much happening behind us. All the creators, you can see the ring lights for days.
There's some GGs
so
going.
much
I wanted to use this for a while now.
But my name is Lottie, I'm on the desk, I'm joined by Maven. But I also do have two very special people to talk about Modern Warfare 2 and what it took to make it look so damn glorious. We've got Mark and Joel joining us. And guys, I mean, studio animation director, and we've got studio art director here. I gotta say, first and foremost, this
By the way,
game
alerts
is
are down at the
stunning.
bottom of
Like,
the
it is
page, guys, on the
absolutely
Twitch page.
beautiful. The
Normally,
colors
like,
are incredible.
like
I
Streamlabs,
just
like
want to
make sure you
dive
use
in
bits or whatever.
IRL, to be
I
perfectly
don't have
honest
bits,
with you, but it's
so you could just literally use it.
It's not just
It
brown.
has some color. I
It
promise I didn't joke about that already multiple times.
I think
today.
it'll pop up
But no,
on the,
seriously,
on the
it's like there's been a lot of like gray and brown
broadcast
sometimes.
as well.
There are many hues. We got our hue chart out. We put that in there.
But so it's not abused. I
I'm loving
made
it.
like a
It's just- it
major
just
like a wait
feels
time.
good
It's
when
like 300 seconds or so. Oh, dude.
You're out there slaying.
It looks absolutely incredible. I'm so excited to dive deeper into that. But folks at home, if you didn't already know, we've got an epic giveaway from our friends at Jack Links. And each Jack Links supply drop includes a brand new copy of Modern Warfare on the platform of your choice. Delicious Jack Links limited edition products, brand new epic in-game items from Jack Links. So if you want to find out more, check this out.
Looking for an epic way to celebrate the launch of Modern Warfare 2? Jack Links has got you covered, giving you the chance to win the ultimate Modern Warfare 2 supply
Already signed
drop.
up.
Keep an eye out during the broadcast for the Jack Links Sasquatch to appear on screen. If you see it, grab your phone and scan the QR code, following the prompts to qualify for entry. Tune in to Call of Duty Next. Squad up with Sasquatch and level up for the ultimate viewing experience, courtesy of Jack Links. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, folks, keep your eyes peeled to spot the Sasquatch on the screen throughout the show. Scan that QR code and enter all your information for a chance to win. And trust me, you certainly want to. But back to it, though, of course, Modern Warfare 2 is where we're
I'd be
at.
good as a Sasquatch, though, right?
It's hard to mocap Sasquatch.
To be honest, people might honestly get that confused with you. Yeah, there is that problem.
I'd be really good as that.
This guy's fucking funny.
Anyway, I'm so sorry.
You can throw the razors out.
But I tell you what isn't a problem is the color palette on this game. It's absolutely stunning. You know, I
Yeah, I
looked
really
at
fuck with the
Mikado
colors.
earlier on, and I was just floored by how good it looks. What does it take to make a map? You know, how from scratch, you're looking at the color schemes, you're looking at what you want to put in, the details. It's very finely detailed, and I think that makes people really want to dive into the game and start grinding it.
Well, I think like
I agree.
It's important to create an immersive environment, go out and capture reality. But you know, at the end of the day,
It's definitely
all the
faster pacing than the
details.
original Modern
And
Warfare 2,
what's
but
funny
like,
about making stuff like this
I think
is
this is gonna be good.
It's about what you leave out. You know, the
It's
real
like
world
a lot of
isn't
old school
completely
mixed with
cluttered
some
all the time.
modern.
It's very, you know, kind of
Especially the color
understated and
schemes,
things
the
like
feel,
that.
the
So,
vibes.
kind of
I just really hope
holding
that
people back
campaign
sometimes 'cause they wanna
really
keep
draws
going
me in.
and, you know,
Because the campaign is what really
especially in a game space, you
brought
know,
people
that's
to this
important.
game, I'm going to be honest.
And then AI, putting AI in there and having a living world. And
I mean, that's just insane. The AI part is something that blows my mind, and I think it really brings such an incredible aspect of that realism, you know, that realistic effect that you guys are trying to achieve here in Modern Warfare 2. And in COD games in
Tim's
general,
team is
what does it take
pretty
to
far in the
make
lead.
that happen?
Oh my. Well, it takes a lot of like just research and reference that we use. Like all of us are mad action movie fans and you know, cartoon anime and all that stuff. But that's the action side of it.
Yeah.
But we have to have that authenticity where we deal with our military advisors, all different branches of the military. We ask them questions all the time. We're always asking, hey, would you do it like this or would you do it like that? Most of the time they'll say, yeah, nah, I wouldn't do it like that.
Guys just running people over, dude.
but they know that it's an entertainment product, so they definitely, you know, are in it to win it, always giving us the advice that we need, plus the extra, you know, pointers in here and there. Then we bring them into the mocap stage.
Yeah.
Get them suited up. You know, a lot of them never been in anything like that. You know, they're in spandex, you know, with the dots and stuff, big tough guys, you know. So, but once they get going, I mean, it's amazing when you see a lot of the movements that they do. You know, they're like, wow, man, that's all. Oh, that's going to look good in the game.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, it's just a lot of like effort and
I think Temp's team won.
that goes into it.
Mark and I go back on this all the time. It's what you're looking for also in the performance is the human mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, when people get scared, when AI gets scared, how do they react? When a soldier, like, you know, sometimes all these
Oh yeah, the new
consultants do
AI
things
engine they're
perfectly.
talking about. I know what they're
And
talking about now.
they rehearse it. It's muscle memory. But you want those moments where they're making
They're
mistakes.
talking about like the most realistic like AIs that they've had
I feel like the
to
hard
date.
part, at least from the outside looking
I don't know if
in,
it's
is
like
just like
in the other
finding
game
that
modes, but I
fine
think they're
line
definitely talking
between
about campaign for
realism
sure.
and fun. Because I play games, and I'm not gonna call it any other games, but like they try to have like sometimes like a realistic weighted movement to it that to me is just not as fun. Like I want more arcadey sometimes because that's just we're playing a game at the end of the day.
It's a fine line.
It's got to be very tricky.
You can't go too overboard and WrestleMania or anything like that, and you can't go too I don't know.
It's contrast.
Yeah,
Look how many people
I
there.
mean,
Just
with
look at
the
this
only
stuff,
skin we
dude.
saw earlier, the way that the guy was walking the operator,
Like a
we
stage
having
in the
that
middle,
fun,
though. It's
that
pretty sick.
exciting
That's
aspect.
you? Was that you?
That was me in the suit.
Yeah.
Was it really? No way.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that looks dope.
Oh my! Well, I'm a big
Yeah,
fan.
he
First
did that.
off,
Awesome.
big fan of
Awesome.
the Oni.
That looks
So,
awesome.
but I mean,
That was fun.
we are bringing that fun element to operators like Oni and having these exclusive skins that you're able to put on, and it changes the whole
this
character
swim
that
mechanic,
you're
look at this.
embodying in the game, and that's where the fun aspect comes in. But you do have
This is
people
nice.
who want to stay true. They want that realistic
absolutely.
kind of approach and feel to the game, and I think the balance is really difficult. But something so far we've seen is that you guys have done that so well. Where does the decision making of the AI come in? I know the intuitive, creative part of the AI is so important to you guys, and having them making those decisions and become actually a vital aspect of in-game play. How does that work?
Well, that's a
It's
balance
Merc.
between
Or Teep.
the programmers. And
Oh, I said Merc, I was
animators, we want
thinking
them
Merc,
to do
just known as
everything.
Teep.
We just have them running around, but then
Cooking a meal.
the
hanging out.
design, Jeff and Joe were like, we don't need it like that.
Where's your
can you
lung
guys switch it this
capacity?
way?
Does it show
so
you?
There's a lot
Or
of
does it
balance
force you
between
to go
design,
up?
code, and animation. The art.
Dude, stem
How
shot,
many
he
times
just
do we
uses
go back and
stem.
forth on
He
silhouettes?
just
Because
uses stem.
you want the AI to
Yo, that's
be
gonna
identifiable.
be
Right.
In that when you
That's
mix it
gonna
up,
be a
you
thing.
need to get
It's
that
a
stuff.
little difficult, but it's a balance between that triad.
That's
of,
definitely gonna
of
be a thing.
Design, code, and animation, where we
Definitely
have our
pubs.
vision in our head, and we just have to come together and compromise.
Well, how much? I guess I feel like. Like adding like the third person kind of put a spotlight on you from an animation standpoint, because we've all seen like when you're in first person you don't see a lot of the animations you do, but like when you're fighting somebody online, like every now and then the animation can be janky due to whatever desync. You're playing on the internet. Like when you AP, like it is a spotlight directly on the animations of the character.
The animation department and programming. Here on the floor, watching it a few minutes ago, I was like, wow, man,
it looks so good. That's what I was
Vehicle
thinking.
mounting and all the stuff that goes on with that, the way that you mantle on things, you've got a nice system where the feet are falling on the terrain the proper way, on staircases and things. Just
it's I don't know, it's just awesome to see.
it makes the characters look great.
When you see someone else doing it, that makes you feel even more badass.
There's a power fantasy seeing it happen.
That's all I could think about in the 3P part was like the character animations, they look so good.
They knocked it out of the park. It's awesome.
They really do. I got to ask you just like, a personal nerdy question for me, but I love finishing moves. I think they're so sick. How does that get created? What's the magic behind finishing moves? Are they actually played out live? Do you guys have to do it?
We do.
Like, oh,
we do.
wow,
So
cool.
we don't do them ourselves. It wasn't me in the suit. We go get stunt people, and we kind of map it out first, draw sketches, like, hey, maybe it's like, do it like this, do it like that. We get them on stage, and then we kind of like just go through it together, to kind of just bring that action and that feel, that same thing that you just felt.
Yes.
We did it last project. This time, we were like, all right, we need to up the ante a little bit.
Love it.
So, violence and aggression.
I'm going to put pressure on both of you if this isn't in yet. So, listen, this is going back to, we were talking about the fact that one thing that's tough with first person is when you get cool operators, right? You don't see them as much. And like finishing moves is one where you do, but like going back, this is back to like Blackout, but like when you would do, there were different like emotes you could use where you would like dance and you'd have the hula hoop and stuff like that. So you'd kind of see your avatar more. You could show off. You could do a lot of taunting type things.
Yeah. Right.
Is that in that, or can you add it
You
for
know,
me?
the 6 seats in this thing, dude.
I feel like we get that out with a wide, like a big breadth of finishing moves.
Yeah.
I think that's where you
Really get to see 'em?
showcase that. Yeah.
You weren't asking if we have emotes, right?
Well, no. I guess more like I'm trying to think back. I think there was one where I could do like a hula hoop or like goofy kind of stuff you could do to like show off. And I just like I guess I like to see my operator more and more.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you guys have put so much work into the animation. Like I want to see my guy dance. You know, I want to get down and nasty.
It's an evolving system. We have to see what
Dude,
happens. Right now, we're so
Maven,
focused
dude,
on.
he's done it.
This is a big game.
He's wild, dude.
You don't say. You don't say.
If I look tired, if I don't look tired, it's because the makeup artists here are really good.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot going on. But yeah, we've got a long. There's a lot of road left in front of us too.
We're approaching 3-hour
I
mark.
want a bald
4 minutes
character
away.
that can move a little bit. All right.
Easy.
That's what. If we need to get me in,
we got you.
If we need to get me in,
I'm gonna call it dance
some
on
motion
grade.
caption stuff.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
something like
I'm
that.
with it.
I can definitely attest that you
Dude,
don't want to
he's
get him in.
trying to- Oh, no.
And yeah, that could be a little bit of an error there. It could be. Hey, look, it might be the goofiest one we've seen so far, and I'm kind of down for the goofy part of it. That's for sure.
Dude, she's
Well, I think that's where you guys can have some
flaming
fun too,
Maven,
right?
dude.
All with balance.
Well,
All balance and contrast.
It's the balance. It's the
Yeah.
balance for
I
sure.
imagine all the realistic stuff
flamed
talking
the fuck
about
out of
Goats,
Maven,
you want to
dude.
have some fun too?
Absolutely.
I do.
He's like, oh hell no,
And we
get
are.
up to
Very
him.
true.
We will.
Very true. Well, look, it's my job to balance the desk out here, and I've got to talk
Okay.
about something very, very exciting. And Mark, I want to know a little bit more about the shoe surgeon. What have you been cooking up for us here?
Hey, shout out to the
Shoe surgeon.
Shoe surgeon. We all at a lot of us at the organization, we're shoe heads, right? So sneakerheads. But we're really excited to work with a huge name in the sneaker world, which is the shoe surgeon. They made 2 incredible shoes for us, based off of the brand of Modern Warfare.
Okay.
2, with look at that. That's
Wow.
so these actually all unique
What
for
the
these
hell?
2 shoes. One of them is for the Modern Warfare brand. The other one is for Al Mazrah, the big map. And it's
It's literally a shoe
lot
with
of desert
Gilly on it.
tones. It just
And then
is
the other one
really,
is-
really awesome. It's iconic greens and all that. You know, inspired by Al Mazrah and all the materials.
These look awesome, and I also
Oh,
think I
no,
need to get
if
some
I like
tattoos.
those.
Yeah. and they both have
The tan
Gilly
one, the
snap
second
ons
one that
too,
he was
like-
holding up,
like
it's not bad. It's not bad. I fuck with it. I fuck with
You
it.
can gilly your yeah.
Like you don't know nothing about these.
You got to put your ensemble together.
Right.
It's not bad.
You
It's
go
not
out on
bad.
the town,
Right.
ghillie suit together,
Custom design.
clip them on there, and you're set to go.
I love it. I love
But if you want to be one of the 6 lucky people to win a pair, maybe 5, because I might get one. You need to follow Call of Duty.
Okay.
Then you need to tweet
Scan the QR code, basically.
hashtag CODNext and hashtag sweepstakes, or you can scan the QR code there and enter to win.
I think I did that a
It's as
while
easy as
ago.
that, folks. Absolutely incredible. I've got to say,
Get some free
I really want to
shoes.
cop that desert color pair.
I want
You just scan the QR code, it'll link you to go straight to your Twitter, and it'll like do everything for you.
Wearing
You
it
just gotta
today, I
post
gotta
it.
say.
Scan the
It looked
QR code
pretty-
and
it
then
looked pretty
post
good with
whatever
what I'm
there.
wearing right now.
Did you see Joanna's pants though?
I did. I mean, who didn't? I mean, icons everywhere.
Absolutely.
Including on the stage,
Fuck
though,
no.
it's right now time to toss down to Beef Mummy and see what she's cooking up. Right down there with the content creators.
Wow, I'm ready to have another slice of that action.
Oh, they got Little
here
Caesars
in
down there. That's what they were
Warzone
doing.
Mobile. Did you like that? Yeah, Little Caesars right here. We're ready for another round of gameplay
Oh,
here.
there's the pizza they were in. I was wondering how they were going to do that.
Amazing. Ready for another slice of action? Me too. Me too. So yeah, only in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile can you have the type of intense, up to 120 player real action. So let's get back on in and see what we
Oh,
have
back to
going
mobile,
on today.
okay.
Well, you can already see it. It's after the turns and what we've seen here so far, because so far it's been absolutely crazy. It's been Warzone 2.0, it's been Modern Warfare 2, and now we're going back in here. We're going back to mobile. And now I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys at home are really interested to see what is happening with our streamers that we have here today. And if you don't have it yet, comment down below what were your favorite moments here yet again, because we've had so many things happening already.
Incredible. Incredible.
Now,
And one of the things that we wanted to make sure we do is go over. Let's talk to some of the talent, talk to some of our friends, see what's going on. Why don't we head over there?
and another incredible round of Warzone Battle Royale comes to this and now it feels like such a great time. And now I'm really excited to go and move around, especially with my little box. I wonder if all of our streamers playing today wants a slice of this pizza, because obviously we've been eating this the whole day. That's the reason why we have so much energy. And not only that, it's absolutely delicious, but we are heading on over to our streamers right now. I think we're going to take a look at Hawk's Nest and Bobby Plays. We're taking a look at what they're doing right now, and it looks like here in the action, let's see if they kind of want to slice, but obviously they are very busy when it comes to the gameplay right now. See?
Very
you can see
busy.
The comms. They're just so into it right now.
The focus.
Look at the custom
Bobby
box.
and Hawks, they don't even know what's going on outside them.
Oh shit, we just hit 3 hours. 3 hours and
Maybe if
3
they
hours
smell the
and
pizza,
1
they'll want
minute.
some. Hi, would you like a slice? Are you hungry?
Yeah, actually, very hungry.
Very
Maybe
hungry.
we can help
I
them out
wouldn't
later
doubt
on
it.
with a slice of pizza. We can be your personal pizza holder. But we're moving on right now here to Bobby. I kind of want to ask him, so far, you're just walking inside, you're chilling. So where are you guys right now and what's happening so far?
Well, there's a guy right ahead of us. I'm going to go ahead and die to him. Wait, no, I killed him. We're chilling. You know, we're just dominating. We obliterated Godsley earlier, and he didn't really stand a chance. Noah managed to outcamp us. Wait.
Wow,
there's
dude.
Yeah, there's
He's,
multiple people, multiple directions.
He's just flexing,
oh my God,
huh?
I'm probably dead. I'm concussed.
Okay, we're gonna get back to you later on. You guys
dude,
focus over there.
they're
I don't want
distracting
y'all to
him.
die just because
Dude,
of us.
mobile's already hard
And
enough.
speaking of, Bobby's gonna be headed on into the gulag, but you know what? It's okay. It's fine. A lot of these gameplays happening right now. So far.
All right, it's just
how are
basically
you
a ton
feeling
of
right
like
now,
gameplay
Matt?
and
Like,
mobile
we're
gameplay.
seeing all the gameplay. It's been crazy
Oh,
here
we're
so
hitting
far.
the 3 hour mark. I don't know.
Great
Do I want to
question.
keep going or what? I don't know.
Feeling really good. We still have so much longer to go in terms of development.
I already got a
but
pretty
right
decent
now,
amount of like
you know,
understanding of
people
like
are
some
loving
of the
the game.
guns,
People are excited to
some of
get
the
in there.
movement.
And more than anything else, at this point, we want to
We
make
got
sure
some
the
dolphin diving
moment-to-moment
in, which
action is
we can
just
already
good.
tell what type of
For us
engine
right now,
diversity
moment-to-moment
this is
action.
going
And you
on
know,
and
the other thing that's
getting
worth
out
touching
there.
on a little bit is
We got
cross-progression.
third-person
Really breaking
POV,
down
so
what
this
that
is
means.
very interesting all around
Absolutely,
for
that
the.
cross progression. If you are at home, if you're playing Warzone 2.0, if you're playing
Yeah,
Modern
I don't know. I don't know.
Warfare 2,
It's literally
that
just
progression that
like
you
the
have
third
over there,
person and the
it can
dolphin
transfer
diving along
over
with
into
the
Warzone Mobile, where if you want to grind
strafe
for the Battle
jump.
Pass, you can do so.
All of that
at the
combined
tip
is
of
gonna
your
make this game
fingers. Yeah,
pretty-
that's right.
pretty
If
insane.
you have things going down at home, you can definitely bring it down
So
into
that's
wherever
already
you
that
are.
that
If
in
you're
itself
on
is
the
gonna
car,
tell you like
can
what type
grind
of
for
like
it.
game
So
this
again,
is definitely gonna be and
so
how it's
many
gonna
new
turn
things,
out and
and
whatnot.
for me, I think it's such a
And the guns, like I
revolutionary
said,
thing
I still
for
think
this to
that
happen.
Yeah,
hold on, let me
exactly.
mute up.
You know,
I still think that the gameplay is in terms of like gunplay is like on your screen. Sure, there's like a bunch of gun shaking going on, but in the game itself, from what I could tell, maybe it was just like that one guy's POV and maybe a couple of others, but I don't know. Like from how I'm viewing from their perspective, is it just seemed like that as long as you just keep your gun centered on where they initially are, centered screen, you're pretty much good. I don't think there's anything to worry about. You literally just ignore like the shaking of your gun, because as long as you have it centered, you're pretty much good. Let me save it.
Exactly, not just that. You're interconnected. I mean, we like to
Yeah,
say
you
it
know
again.
what? Let's gonna pull it up. I guess I am gonna end stream because it's fucking 3 hour mark. We've been doing this for 3 hours watching. It's pretty much the same stuff. We do a decent amount. I can look back on this and do a little bit of research, kind of see what I'm gonna go with in terms of gunplay, and I'm gonna like work on certain maps and whatnot and see what I'm gonna start off. But yeah, for the most part, I hope everybody who tuned in enjoyed. I appreciate anybody who tuned in and watched. I appreciate that. If you're watching this as a hold on, what the hell? Here we go. If you are watching this as a past broadcast, I would appreciate it if you're over here on Twitch. If you could do me a solid and follow the channel. As you can see, we are at 256 followers out of 260. That's our current goal. I'd very much appreciate it if you could go ahead and follow me. I'd very much appreciate it. If you're over on YouTube, I will post the link down in the description below of my Twitch channel at the very top, along with right below that the link to all of my other links in total. You can go there and check every other one of my social medias out over there on that one specific link. If you're over, like I said, if you're over on YouTube watching this as a past broadcast over there on YouTube as a VOD, come over here and give me a follow. I'd very much appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, Make sure to like, comment, subscribe over there on YouTube. If you're over here watching this as a past broadcast, I will do what I do normally. I haven't done this in a while, but exclamation point T in chat. That is for all of my links to every single one of my other social medias, links, platforms, whatever. You can go ahead and click that. Exclamation point BIA. That's the link to all of Brothers in Arms socials. That's my gaming community that I run with. Exclamation point TEAM and Twitch general chat. That's a little brief description of Brothers in Arms. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the only type of commands that I really do at the end of the stream. If you're watching this as a past broadcast over on Twitch, go ahead and check out, click on Brothers in Arms links or my own. Go ahead and follow me on any one of my other socials over there. I'd very much appreciate it. But yeah, guys, it's been your boy Trooper50, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming out here, showing your support. Like I said, it means a lot. I'm looking forward to playing the new Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It's going to be absolutely spectacular. I am looking forward to it so much. I do hopefully plan on streaming, grind the absolute crap out of it. Like I said, I've been saying it all year long, but we're coming up to it. The game's going to obviously release before Friday, so I'm going to try to get some gameplay going. We'll see how it goes in terms of streaming and whatnot, but if it doesn't go so well, then the guaranteed stream times and the grind times for streaming is definitely going to be around Black Friday, because if it doesn't work out before then in terms of streaming, then you could definitely expect the grind time to be around then. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm just trying to find where do they go? Here we go. Sorry, I literally was just trying to find something. All right, appreciate you guys for watching. It's been your boy True50, and I will see you guys in the next video. I appreciate each and every one for watching, and
Found the gaming gear you love
stop it.
on
There we go. All right, I'll see you guys next time.